I won't have to pour this into the mug anymore.
We are live.
We are live
Well, I'm
on
gonna tell you
YouTube.
which-
Let me see here. A ver si es cierto.
We are live. What's up, guys?
Let's just double check here. We want to make sure that we are live over on the YouTube. All right. It looks like the chat is live. The YouTube is live. Everybody on the line, secure the line. All right, guys. Welcome to election night here in California. Oh, and actually, I think I got to lower my... welcome back to another Americanos podcast. This is our Tuesday live edition for the California elections. Obviously, we're covering all things election night here in California. Big day. A lot of you waiting to the 11th hour to message me if I got a voter guide. Thank you for those people. Thank you for the people in my DMs as of 10 minutes ago asking if I have a voter guide because you waited to the 11th hour. But if you haven't voted, make sure you get out there. But I am joined here by two special guests. And of course, we've got our co-host, Miss Araceli Martinez with us, who's also election night for her. So we actually get to cover live her election results. We'll get to see if she is going to go home a happy camper or if she's going to go home a sore loser. Womp, womp.
I am confident with all the campaigning that I've been doing over the last 4 weeks that we are going to make it through the primaries, guys.
I think,
with your help.
yeah, I think we'll get it done.
think
but
so.
Again, welcome chat, welcome everyone. Stay tuned. We've got a long night ahead of us. It's going to be a good one. But before we get started on our first story here, we're going to kind of cover some of the stories here. I want to introduce some of my guests. So, Mr. Julio Rosas joining us all the way from Florida. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, Julio Rosas decided to fly in for this very momentous occasion. And yeah, thanks for having me, Anthony. Run mostly peaceful.media on Substack. Just came back from Newark, New Jersey, covering the riots there. And let me tell you, Newark is a place that I do not want to go back to if I don't have to.
For sure. Miss Araceli, down at the end. Introduce yourself. What do you do for a
Hey
living?
guys, I'm your co-host. I'm a professional ranter online and professional complainer. Thank you guys for joining us today, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with us today.
As long as we keep that face as close to that mic all night as the way it was right now, I think we shouldn't have any sound problems. Or anyone in the comments saying, please have her speak into the mic. So I think we'll be good. And then last but not least, we have our good friend JR here on my right. Go ahead and introduce yourself for the people that might not know you.
What's up, guys? My name is JR Jimenez. I'm the host of True Hustle Podcast, and I'm also a real estate investor. And I'm here to enjoy tonight. This is probably my second podcast I've ever done. Really like you guys, so
Awesome. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Also, bro, when I told you to put the Coke inside the cup, that's kind of not what I meant. That's kind of not what Can we get a zoom in on the Coke in the cup, bro? Yeah, you know? No manches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Mexican ingenuity. No, olvídate. Hey, can you put the Coke in the thing so we don't have any?
Listen.
Yeah, bro, I got you. I got you. Wow.
Can I explain myself?
Okay.
Here we
I
go.
want to hear it. I want to
Listen,
hear it.
I don't like drinking Coke in a cup. So I was just trying to be like, I don't want to show the branding, but it kind of did. So my thought process was like,
What's the difference?
Yeah, what is the difference?
Because
Jared?
now you're not only drinking out of a can, but you're also drinking out of a cup.
no, I was going to
can.
do this. So I was just going to be low key and
All right.
It's very refreshing.
You
what
have,
I mean?
you have
I
Gregory
don't know.
Bovino's direct cell phone, right? Because we need someone that might need to get deported for this crime.
Call ice.
That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, we have a lot to get into before. Ya empezamos. That's why you can't take us anywhere, bro. You can't take us
We
anywhere.
already started with the deportation jokes.
We got the deportation, and then we got the Coke in a
call
can.
ice on myself.
We will clip that. Make sure we clip that, bro. Hey, can you put the Coke in the can? Yeah, bro, I got you. No, olvídate, bro. You know? You think this guy doesn't do podcasts for a living? No, olvídate.
No manches, güey.
He's nervous, bro. He's like, oh, yeah, bro, I got you. But anyways, again, we're going to have some good laughs. We're going to have a good show. Hey, bro, if you're not serious, I can't be serious.
Oh, my God.
Pero
that was funny.
we're gonna jump into some stories here again. The polls do close at 8 p.m. So again, if you're in line, stay in line. If you haven't or you've gone to vote, just go vote, dude. You know what I'm saying? Just go vote for the boy
And if
Spencer
you're
Pratt.
Mexican, you have 3 minutes.
At least 3
3
minutes
minutes
to
to
get
you.
in your little cochito and get on down there. But we are going to start with this first story, and this is coming out of Iran. So it looks like maybe war has just really begun. I don't know if you kept up with this while you were on the airplane, but it's looking like we are having new strikes in the latest test of peace talks. This is happening in Iran. This is CNN. Iran targets Kuwait, Bahrain as U.S. conducts new strikes in latest tests of peace talks. It says new strikes in one of the most serious exchanges since the ceasefire began. Iran fired missiles at Kuwait and Bahrain as the U.S. conducted new strikes in Iran's Qasem Island. Earlier in the day, the U.S. military said it disabled an oil tanker heading for an Iranian port by striking it with a Hellfire missile. Status of negotiations. Iranian media outlets have signaled talks between Tehran and Washington are ongoing a day after reports that Iran suspended them. So essentially, we've got a lot of back and forth. There's been people saying, hey, you know, this war is not going to be commencing again. It's basically over. We're going to take full control of the Strait of Hormuz. We've got the gas prices coming down. But obviously, I'll be honest with you guys. I thought we were going to head into today's primaries here in California with like no war. And I think even like Matt Walsh out of the Daily Wire said, dude, I thought this was going to be over like weeks ago. So what we'll do is I'll hand it over to you, Mr. Julio. What do you think of this? Is this kind of looking like it's going to, is war about to begin again with Iran? How do you think negotiations are going? What are you hearing on the streets, brother?
Well, I mean, it's a tough position because I think, you know, at the start of this operation, which is, you know, yeah, it's a war in the traditional sense. You know, President Trump is like really committed to seeing this through, but it's coming at the cost to like on the political front here at home because this is the midterms. People look at gas prices. That's like the first thing that they think of when it comes to elections and all that. So, I mean, I understand his perspective where he's like, because, you know, he had that quote not too long ago where he's like, I'm not worried about, you know, I don't care about the midterms with regards to this because he's saying it from like, because this just needs to end in a way that benefits not just the United States, but the regional stability for the Middle East, because it is kind of funny that Iran is kind of proving the United States point where they're a threat, not just to us, but to the entire region, because they could have just tried to strike just U.S. military bases, but they're going after everybody. And they've done that since the beginning of all this.
I've always thought that was weird. It's like you're not just coming after the United States embassies
or like Israel. Like it's like everybody's fair game.
You're all getting it.
Yeah, you're all getting it. Which is so that's an interesting calculus on their end. But so I think, look, obviously this does need to wrap up soon, not just for the midterms, but just in general. In general, yeah. So, but when we're dealing with the Iranians, man, I mean, their shenanigans go back so many decades. I mean, being in the Marines, many years later, like we were taught about the Beirut barracks bombing that happened, where and because like that's a classic case study on like what went wrong in like security posture and when you're in a conflict zone like that. And so that's just one example, right? So I understand that like this isn't just like, you know, Iran has done nothing to us. It's like, okay, well, yes, they have, or, you know, throughout the decades, but yeah, this is starting to really hurt Trump because as you mentioned, Matt Walsh, you know, someone like Matt Walsh, is starting to be like, hey, yeah, like what's going on with all this?
Yeah, JR, can I turn it over to you, bro? Like, you know, there's a lot of talks of people kind of saying, you know, we get that gas was coming down. And it was historically lower than even the previous administration. Obviously, that was something that Trump ran on: lower gas prices, lower inflation, you know, good cost of living. But it's looking like everything just kind of went back up. A lot of like the heavy Trump supporters are saying we understand that it was low, but we also understand why it went high. It's not because of his policies per se. It's because we're dealing with this kind of mini conflict out there. But do you think that messaging is going to work with like the average, you know, guy out there? You know, we live in Los Angeles, bro. You know, so think about like your friends, your tios, your tias. Is it gonna like? Is that a good explanation for them when they say, "Mijo, you know, like the gas, I had to put $120, you know, whatever, or I had to put $20, who knows, depending, you know, $20 on the Honda Civic, mijo, you know, whatever, with the loud exhaust." Pero like, do they understand? Does that is that resonating with them? Are they saying like, "Hey, we get it, we have to be in this war," or are they just kind of like, "Hey, bro, I'm pissed about this"?
Of course they're gonna be pissed. I mean, because we're paying way more than we were before. So I think it's gonna. I don't think people, especially the ones with the loud exhaust, are gonna understand that. Yeah, this is you're gonna pay more, and I think it's gonna go longer than what they think. So
yeah, and so do you think that that's gonna impact the way? Like maybe do you know some people that maybe took a chance on Trump? That said, like, you know what, bro, I can't do another 4 years of high inflation.
I think a lot of people are feeling like that now.
Do you feel like they'll come back? Like they'll be like, you know what, I gave this guy a try.
I think they'll come back when this is done and when interest rates start coming down. I think when interest rates start coming down, they'll be very forgetful really fast.
I think that's what it is. I think that when it impacts your pocket immediately, you almost forget like your political party. You're just like, hey, I don't care if I'm this is hurting me. This is hurting my familia, right, etc.
Once it hurts your pockets, I think people really get really defensive. So once it starts really alleviating it,
I wish that were true. I don't think that's how that works in California.
No?
Well, I mean, we've had higher gas prices in California.
A lot of things don't work in California.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
common sense, right?
Let's be real here.
People just forget about it because in California, we've had higher gas taxes than the surrounding states. And it's quite literally only because of policies that Democrats have put in place. And yet nobody blames them. Even before gas went up to what it is now, people were blaming Trump for California's gas prices. And it, so that's why I'm like, I don't know.
On that thought, so if they bring down interest rates to 3.8, you're telling me that people won't forget? They'll be like, oh, those high gas prices, so what? We're very forgetful because now
we saw the price of gas go down. The moment when Donald Trump stepped into office, we saw the price go down to a point where when people started complaining about gas prices during the Biden administration, that was at an all-time high. Yeah. So that means that they had gone down during the Trump administration. Nobody thanked him. They were kind of just like, oh, whatever, gas went down, right? So I don't know. I don't think people would I don't think they'd forget. I think they just appreciate it, but I don't think I don't know if they change their political stance, at least not in California.
So Araceli, when I reposted something on Twitter today, now I guess known as X, which I hate the name change, bro. I'd pay double my X premium just to name it Twitter again with the old Twitter logo. But anyways, that's besides the point. What I posted was somebody had posted, it was kind of someone that showed up on my algorithm, that the gas tax is about to go up another 4 cents July 1st here in California because it's like a yearly thing. It goes up every year. But even Javier de Becerra was asked about this. Why aren't you guys suspended? If you guys are talking about high cost of living, the reason why you should be voting for Democrats in California is because the Republican Donald Trump has raised gas prices, et cetera. And so somebody posted just a reminder, July 1st, Democrats are going to be increasing the gas tax again. And so I reshared it, and I'm like, hey, as you guys head to the election polls today, remember that the Uniparty, the establishment party here in California, even though they're running on lowering things, they have the power to do it right now. They can suspend the gas tax, but they're choosing not to. So I reposted that, and I had people commenting that don't follow me, but are Democrats saying, yeah, that's what we voted for. We voted for higher taxes. This is the will of the people. And then there was another guy that said, like, only brokies can't afford a 4 cents a gallon gas tax. And then they put like laughing emoji. And I'm like, bro, is this really how like the cult is?
Yes. Like they're just coping. They'll agree with whatever it is. This is what happens when you treat politics like a sports team where you're just blindly loyal regardless of the consequences. And we're seeing that in California. Who wants more taxes? Quite literally no one. The only people who are okay with it are the people who don't have money. Nobody who's. I would actually argue that it's the exact opposite. The more broke you are, the less taxes you're paying in California. Those are the people who are okay with a tax increase. Anybody who's working more isn't going to sit there and say, yeah, it's okay. You can tax me more. I'm completely okay with that.
Yep. I just said that on my. Well, you'll see the clip.
Oh, exactly what he's like, I can't wait for you to see it.
Well, you know what's interesting is that I have family that when they were single, young, and they were out clubbing, going out to like these concerts and stuff like that, they all voted Democrat. And they're like, no, bro, we need higher taxes because I can barely afford my rent, this and that. And then I literally have a family member that they moved out to a little bit more conservative area because they were trying to buy a house. They bought a house. Once they bought the house and they started paying higher taxes, they're like, hey, bro,
what is this?
Like, is this normal? Like, is this like normal? I got like a list and it's got like 5 different California taxes. I'm like, yeah, bro, you voted for that 4 years ago. Remember I told you not to do that for you? Well, now it's getting added on. Another thing that happened under the Biden administration, for example, is, I don't know if you guys remember, President Biden passed a law in which if you have, in order to help people with bad credit buy a home, they would essentially tack on a higher APR to people with good credit. Do you remember that? Right? When he was trying to buy his house, he called me and he's like, hey, bro, this guy's telling me that I have really good credit and yada, yada, yada. But he's giving me like a really high APR. And I'm like, bro, you remember when you voted for Joe Biden? Remember how this? Well, did you know about this law? And he's like, I had no idea. And I'm like, bro, you
punish
gotta
you for being responsible.
Imagine being punished for being irresponsible. With your credit, they're like, hey, in order to get the people that are not responsible, we're gonna up the APR on the people that have it. And so it's interesting. I've seen this affect almost every election cycle. I was just helping out another family member that told me, like, longtime Democrat. All of a sudden yesterday, I'm looking at their ballots. I'm helping them out. They're voting all Republican now. But that's because they're starting a family. Now they got kids.
Now they're paying stuff.
Now they're paying
As
stuff.
soon as
Now
you
they
start
see
having
that property tax.
responsibilities,
Yeah.
then people start voting Republican.
But why do you think, I mean, maybe just to kind of end this segment right now with like the Iran war, cost of living, we got elections tonight, polls close in about 30 minutes. We're going to start seeing first results here. Make sure you guys stay tuned. First election results are going to be popping up here in about half an hour, so stay tuned. But what is it about California? We've got the high gas prices. Why is it people in California, maybe from an outsider perspective, you can tell like what why
He's like, let me talk.
Like we have some of the worst living conditions. We have some of the worst cost of living conditions, high gas prices. You see what the area looks like around here. Yeah, right? When you were coming in.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, just in the Uber on the way from LAX, there's the line
Did
of
he rob you?
The line of RVs.
I'm surprised he did.
Well, line of RVs, and it's like right next to like this big Porsche like dealership garage or something. Like it's just crazy. Well, no, look, so to provide some context, so I actually have spent a lot of time in Los Angeles County because my mom used to live out here. She used to live out in Burbank, so. I was actually spending a lot of time out here in.
We're getting
live. What's up, guys?
someone's double check here. We got there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Go ahead.
Well, when my mom was living out here, I was actually spending a lot of time with her, like at the height of COVID. So I was seeing like all the ridiculous lockdown policies.
Yeah.
Because I was living out in DC during that time, and I was in like my little apartment, and so I was thinking like, well, I'll go visit her, because at least then I can go on the hiking trails over in the valley. And then as soon as I land, the governor's like, oh, actually, we're closing all the hiking trails because of COVID. I'm like, well, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Well, so I
it's because COVID was in those trails.
It was in the trails.
They were waiting for you.
And so
it's like a gang. They
so a few times when we try to like go, they had like the parking police, the parking meter maids, like walking around near the entrance, like, "Are you going hiking?" And we're like, "No." And I'm like in my cargo pants, my boots, like with a backpack.
He's
like
got a hiking stick. He's got his hiking shoes, his hiking shorts. Are you going hiking? He's like,
how
no.
dare you?
No, they're like,
this is just how I normally dress.
He's like, you got to be on the sidewalk. You can't go up there. We're like, oh, okay, fine. Well, no. So look, I don't really know the reason why, because like it makes zero sense when you see. I mean, because people see the degradation. Like, I mean, you don't have to go onto Skid Row to like see just how like the quality of life has severely degraded in this area in particular over the years, and which is why we have someone like Spencer Pratt who's like this. Who's like making these headlines because he's just doing the simple campaign promise of like, I'm going to enforce the law. I'm going to like
that's so wild,
like
right?
I'm going to stop the dog abuse from these like drug addicts on Skid Row because like that's not happening now. And everyone's just like, whoa, that's crazy. You're going to do that? I mean, like the Chelsea Handler, when she made that video against Pratt being like the bars on the floor, I'm like, yeah. And that's why he's like gaining momentum, because he's promising to do just the most basic things that a city should provide for its taxpayers.
Real quick I went to a Spencer Pratt like fundraiser, and they were asking him questions, and they're like, "What do you promise to do?" And he's like, "You know what I'm promising to do? All I'm gonna do. I know this sounds crazy. I'm literally just going to enforce the laws that are already there."
Yeah.
And dude, he got like a standing ovation. Woo! Enforcing the law. It's like, but it's so like it's
the bar really is to the floor.
Right, like it's on the
floor.
floor. And so when you coming from someone from Florida, and look, Florida has its problems. I'm not saying it's a perfect state, but for example, where I live, the cost of living is about the same for like a nice area in Florida and like a nice area here in California. But the difference is you get your money's worth.
You mean there's no homeless RV encampments?
I don't have to worry about
there's some homeless around, but they don't like take over like entire blocks. And
there's
blocks.
homeless in Florida?
Yeah, we got a few beach bums, but no, but you know what the other thing is? I actually am
But are they
I
pleasing
feel
themselves in public in front of children?
I have not
Are
seen
they
that.
building
Interesting.
two-story
No.
compounds on
And
the
you're
side
very
of the
watchful
street?
about that.
Well,
You're just like, oh, let's go see if
Well,
they're
it's
beating
just
off today.
because I actually feel like comfortable walking by a homeless person in Florida because it is different.
They're nice?
Well, they're nicer. I mean,
Okay.
just in my experience, I don't know.
And the cops can arrest them, I'm assuming, if they're violent.
Oh yeah,
or
like
crazy.
just from I have no idea why people just are hearing. I've been seeing like the tweets being like, yeah, we're like F Spencer Pratt. They voted for Nithya Raman or Karen Bass. I'm just like. I mean, like that's fine. Like that's fine, but like you're an idiot.
Thank you. There really is no better way to describe that, right?
Like because the most common thing that we've been hearing is like, well, Spencer Pratt doesn't have the experience. And it's like, yeah, like
What did experience get us?
Well, right,
Exactly,
like this is how Los Angeles is with experience. Karen Bass has been in politics for a long time. Nithya Raman is a council member. So you think the experience that they're gonna provide is gonna make things any better? Clearly, that's not the case. So. From an outsider's perspective, I hope things go a certain way with this election, but I am not going to be just if Pratt doesn't make it.
He'll make it tonight, but maybe in November. It'll be
right,
harder.
in November, right.
Yeah.
So, but that's just me.
Ms. Araceli, as a longtime California resident, what do you think? What's the problem with the voters out here?
So the people that hate Spencer Pratt are the people that don't actually have to go and drive through downtown Los Angeles and understand how bad it is, right? There's two types of people who are voting for Spencer Pratt. Those who don't see the problem because they live too far away. They're actually their lives don't. They're out of touch, basically, right? So as much as they want to frame Spencer Pratt as the candidate for like the rich people, he's not. He actually is talking about the issues that the working people have to see every single day, have to deal with every single day, while you have the Mayor Bass saying like it's not even that big of an issue. You can walk outside right now down any street, any side street. It used to just be Skid Row. Now it's not Skid Row anymore. It's infested the entire city. It's Skid City, right? You see two-story like little cardboard buildings, people taking showers on the street. We have a drought problem, and you see people opening fire hydrants and taking showers with them, and they just leave them open.
That was actually a problem for the fires that we had. Was that the fire trucks were trying to pull up to these fire hydrants, and they were talking about that there was low pressure at these hydrants. And in talking to some of the fire folks that I ended up interviewing, it's like that's a common problem because the homeless people keep tapping into these fire hydrants. That by the time we get to them, they're either not working or they're in bad condition or they haven't been like tested in a while from the fire department. So it's like low pressure. Yeah.
And then it's I think it's the lazier individuals who don't benefit from people who are cleaning up Los Angeles. That's who is out of touch with Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt's message resonates to any normal working class family, any normal human being. We don't want needles in the parks where your kids go. We don't want people doing drugs on the side of the street in public. We don't want homeless people living on the street and using it like their private restroom. Nobody in their right mind would be against that. But they try to minimize the man by just saying, oh, he's a reality star. He's MAGA. Okay. I actually don't mind that they're painting him as MAGA because to me, it means all you're doing is associating MAGA with, I want to clean up the streets. You're helping.
I was just about to say.
But that's a problem in Los Angeles.
It is a problem in Los
because
Angeles.
like, oh, well, it's MAGA. They're for clean streets. Well, we're going to make sure it stays dirty. Like, that's the that is the,
right, like,
I get your point, but
also I get where you're coming from, where it's like they're so politically divided where if we want no drugs and no one getting high on our streets, as long as you call it MAGA, they're like, no. We want people getting high on the streets. We want people dying. Karen Bass did a live where a homeless man actually died on her stream.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That is insane. Well, here's the thing is all the things, as you were listing these things, we don't want homelessness. We don't want people shooting up in the street. We don't want that. All I can think of, JR, is you are such a fascist, bro. That is literally fascism. That is just, I mean, there's no difference in the things that you just said. We don't want homelessness. We want to protect our people. We want kids to be safe. That is straight out of like Nazi Germany propaganda book, bro. So, I mean, JR, what is your kind of take? We're like, well, what's up with the raza, bro? What's up with the people? Why is it that they're still... They're looking at Spencer Pratt, Karen Bass, and like, you know what? I want 4 more years of the same, actually.
If you're okay with what's happening in LA, they got to be stupid, right? This is insanity. Like, I grew up, my whole entire life, I grew up in, you know, I'm born and raised in Huntington Park, Southgate, Downey area. I don't like coming over here. Straight up. It's just too much for me. So people that are okay with having people taking a shit in the sidewalk, having their own little tent, and it's just like 50 of them, and then RVs, and you're okay with that?
Living in the
That's
sewers.
insanity.
Did you see the clip of Nitya Raman saying, what do you care if there's a homeless man near a school?
It's like 50 feet away from
50 feet away from the school.
It doesn't make a difference
then-
if the homeless encampment is 50 feet away
Yeah.
or 500 feet away.
And then they did a fake homeless encampment in front of her house, like not even in front of her house. And she was like, guys, this is too much. I have kids.
Yeah.
Like, how could you do this?
She went on a
Ironic,
podcast.
right?
She went on a podcast talking about that, and she's like,
We should all go to MacArthur Park.
and just start shooting up drugs. I'm
no,
with you, brother.
let's not do that.
No,
But
let's
just
start
take a
defecating.
walk.
Just take a walk and just
take a
live
walk.
stream
Let's see
it.
if let's just live stream it and
After
show the
Wait,
people
we
how
end
but
this,
did you
yeah.
hear? But did you hear that Karen Bass wants to do like live streams of the World Cup and have watch parties at MacArthur Park?
Wait, what?
Yes. I'm
Well,
gonna pull
they
it up.
have the capability to clean it
Yeah,
up.
they'll clean it up for
They'll
that.
clean it up.
And then they'll be like, see, it was always safe. It was always clean. Like, there was never anybody
crackhead
shooting.
here.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, I kid you not. When I was with the Border Patrol last year, when they did that sweep at MacArthur Park, and of course, you know, it's totally still disgusting. There was like people cleared out because they caught wind of it, but it was still disgusting. And I kid you not, there was a human turd, not on the ground, but like at like one of like the pedestals that like leads into the park. I'm like, who like jumped up there and decided
That's what they do, though.
It was literally at shoulder level.
It's kind of art at this point.
I mean, it's kind of impressive, but
I was
it's like,
gonna say, like, how high can we get the poop?
yeah,
You know?
it's no
That's how you
longer.
win like homeless of the day. It's like whoever shits on the highest,
The
you know,
most
whatever.
impressive.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. It's like,
whoever
dude, you
shits,
get-
But
whoever shits higher gets
then-
more needles.
But
there we
then
go.
That's the
when
incentive.
Bass shows up to the thing, and then afterwards they're like, there were kids playing in MacArthur Park when federal agents. I'm like, well, first off, who's letting their kids play in MacArthur Park right now? Like that is not a smart thing to do.
I have never heard anybody sit there and say, like, I'm gonna take a walk in the park in MacArthur Park with my kids. People avoid the area like crazy.
Check this out. This was posted. This is actually May 4th, pa que vean. It's called Kick It in the Park. Mayor Bass announces free FIFA World Cup watch parties across Los Angeles. City to host more than 100 watch parties throughout the tournament. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announced, hey, bro, the videos are playing.
So
Wait. He's like, yeah, I know.
when
Hold
is the
on.
World Cup?
So it says Mayor Bass
weeks.
today announced that the
On
city
2
of Los
weeks?
Angeles will host more than 100 2026 FIFA World Cup watch parties across LA in partnership with local city councils, offices. Kick It in the Park. Activations are free, accessible, and open to the public. And what does it say? Okay,
I
look.
don't want to kick it anywhere. Where
That
I
is
Kick It
for
in the Park
shit.
sites below. Here's a list of the parks: MacArthur Park,
No.
Sycamore Grove Park, Woodset Fields Park, Lanark Recreation, Westwood, Sheldon, Sylmar, Jackie, Tatum, Harvard, Northridge Recreation Center, Echo Park. That's another battle. Man, Echo Park. Holy, that's gonna be crazy,
This is
bro.
it's propaganda. It's a propaganda tour. They're doing this so that they can make Spencer Pratt and everybody else seem like liars. They're going to clean up the park for a few events, live stream, and be like, hey, you see it's completely safe. There's families and children here. And they're just going to completely ignore everything before that.
What happens if the opposite happens, JR? What if a homeless guy just shows up and just starts shitting?
That would be
everywhere?
pretty cool. So I want them to see the real deal.
You're gonna shit on top of the TV.
We really need to go
That's-
stream. We need to stream the parks before
There's
that
already
happens.
people living on top of the
Yeah.
big monitors. Yeah,
Exactly.
They already-
See,
they
we're
already-
gonna we're gonna go, but I don't know. I might have to fight like 10 crackheads. I don't know.
You got to bring security.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
All right, we're gonna segue here. We got about 20 minutes before the polls close, so we're gonna be start reporting election night results here shortly. But we're gonna segue into this news article. This was actually today. President Trump signs new order to shut down bank accounts. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order directing the Treasury Department to shut down bank accounts used to support illegal immigration. Trump announced the order in a June 2nd Truth Social post, saying it targets the banks, credit card companies, and other financial institutions that criminals use to move money tied to human smuggling, drug trafficking, illegal immigration, and cartels. And I'll try to read real quick through it. This is Donald Trump over on True Social, says illegal immigrants and foreign fraudsters steal billions every year from the American taxpayer. As part of my administration's historic effort to end fraud and reverse mass illegal immigration, I recently signed a powerful new executive order, which will be led by the Treasury Department to stop banks, credit cards, and financial institutions from being used to facilitate human smuggling, drug trafficking, illegal immigration, and the criminal cartels who orchestrate these activities. Access to our nation's financial systems must be limited to those who have a legal right to be here and who are engaged in lawful and legitimate commerce. Bank accounts being used to enable illegal immigration or to store the welfare received by illegal aliens will be shut down, and funds will ultimately face impoundment and seizure, so they can to be returned. Oh, he misspelled it. I'm like, am I reading this wrong? It's actually him. So they can be returned to taxpayers. It is not ludicrous, but profoundly dangerous that any illegal alien can simply present a blue state driver's license or Biden border document and have unrestricted access to the U.S. financial system. Araceli, we'll start with you on this one. A lot of the comments I've seen online is, so for those of you who might not know, people that are non-citizens are allowed to have bank accounts. Some of them use their ITIN to go ahead and open it up, but there are other ways that if you are a non-citizen without an ITIN that you can go ahead and open up a bank account. And so essentially what he's saying is they're going to get rid of all of those. This is going to impact a lot of the undocumented community, the illegal aliens that are here.
So no ITIN?
I don't see them being able to do that because a lot of people actually have like businesses under ITINs.
Right.
So I think that's going to be incredibly difficult. What it looks like they want to do is just have red flags for like a series of behaviors that they deem suspicious, like when you evade payroll tax, concealment of account ownership, which a lot of people do just because they don't want who the owner is public. So
and people own homes with ITINs.
Yeah, people own homes with ITINs. So off the book wage payments, labor trafficking, and the use of individual using the ITN is probably going to be a massive red flag. It's probably going to come down with maybe they'll even have the IRS come after them. But I think this is just like I hate government overreach. I think the government tends to pass legislation that will allow them to have way too much power and influence over you and how you're spending money. I do have an issue with government having too much control and power and oversight on your money. And I don't think I'm agreeing with this from what I'm seeing at all.
So just like for a little bit more context, it says the scale of the broader problem is large. Treasury and law enforcement have pointed to Chinese money laundering networks that allegedly moved more than $312 billion through U.S.-based accounts. It says officials have also tied the financial system to labor trafficking. In April 2025, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement seized assets linked to a suspected $126 million in illegal staffing and laundering operation in Ohio. According to ICE, the network used roughly 40 shell companies to employ and house undocumented workers, many of them smuggled in through Mexico while moving millions through bank accounts, real estate, and luxury goods. So I think you're right. It's not necessarily going after the individuals. It's going more into like these companies that are using shell companies and money laundering. Obviously, this big one with the Chinese money laundering network, $312 billion through U.S.-based
So it's going to be
accounts.
based. So they're going after corporations, not actual individuals.
Individuals, correct, yeah.
Okay.
So, but it'll crack down on it because obviously, like a lot of these illegal aliens work for these shell companies, et cetera, maybe using fake documentation.
If they're going after the organized criminal organizations, I do agree with it because more than not, and oftentimes they themselves are actually abusing a lot of the undocumented immigrants that are working under them. But this could also, I just see it as it's possible.
Well, I see your point, and what I've been telling people, because it's not just like with this specific policy, but like just the broader crackdown on illegal immigration is just that, it is unfortunate that it seems like we have to take such drastic measures, but it's only because it's in response to this huge problem that it
is a problem.
That got supercharged under the Biden-Harris administration. So I see your point, and I do agree with the overreach and all that, but something needs to give because clearly the tactics that Gregory Bovino and Kristi Noem were pursuing, that ended earlier this year, so now they've shifted things. So they're doing things more or less overtly, and I think this is like part of that because you got to get rid of the financial incentives for illegal immigration, not just coming here, but staying here and being here for a long time. So it's just really unfortunate that both parties are at fault with this for letting the problem just grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
To the point that, and then of course, then the border crisis. And really quick, when I posted the link on X about this, someone said, "No insult to Rosas and his colleagues, but what's the point of covering election night in a state that won't announce the results until Labor Day?" And you know what? It's just because we want to hang out with the homies. Of course. Have a reason to hang out with the homies.
They have a point, but this is
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
But I actually was talking about this, and there is a case that has already gone up to the Supreme Court, and I believe the case is coming out of the state of Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta brush up on it. Where essentially election day will become election day. No more of this mass mail-in ballots. You gotta get your vote in today.
no more vote harvesting.
Right, exactly. And so essentially what it does is after today, there will be no more votes allowed to be counted. Obviously, you have already Mr. Gavin Newsom himself, Mr. 2028, Mr. No, I'm definitely not running, but definitely running. You know, the guy that, you know, it's just,
I grew up like you, and I eat cereal.
And I wear Jordan.
And I wear Jordans with my suit pants because,
oh my God. Dude, he crosses his legs in the most feminine way too. Like, I don't think as a woman I could cross my legs the way he crosses them.
I'm sure his boyfriend likes it.
I was. Hey, what have you heard? What have you heard? Nah, what's up? Tell me the cheese, bro. Nah, you said it.
I mean, if you sit like that, it's like
it looks painful to me.
It looks like
that's all I'm saying.
It's not painful to him. Clearly,
I can't do that.
Clearly,
there's no way I could sit like that, bro. That's just.
I mean, you can, but
maybe
you're gonna
just
start
him and
feeling.
Diddy
You're gonna start feeling uncomfortable really quick. So
bro.
not just him, but like Beto O'Rourke also sits like that, and it's just like, well, clearly.
If I ever sit like that, you guys.
Congratulations on
You
your
guys can't be my
on your transition.
We're gonna add you to celebrating the month of June. Got you, bro. Yeah.
Well, it is Pride Month after all.
It is.
It is. Great Dodger prices.
I was about to say, what did you say? Well, tell us the Dodger story, bro. Before.
All right, this is a true story.
True story. Orale with JR.
So this is my guy right here. He's my contractor.
Oh, so he's really
he hooks
that's
me
his
up
guy.
all the time. So I'm like,
That's his guy.
Oh, I forgot to say how the young people say it.
Yeah,
no
I noticed
Diddy.
there's no wedding ring. That's cool.
No. So
that's his
I'm
guy.
like, hey, bro,
You even said hook.
dude, like these Dodger tickets are super cheap. And then I just bought them, and I'm like, all right, we're going to the Dodger game this day. So we get there, and it's Pride night.
Nah.
Was this yesterday?
No, this was last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And we're looking at each other like, no wonder they were $300, bro. Like,
Oh, and they went
Damn.
together. You guys
it
went
was us
to.
four.
Oh.
And then you only went with guys.
Yeah,
That's
so they
so
were like,
cute.
Para acá,
Yeah,
all
papitos.
guys. And all of us, this guy started winking at me.
No. Yo. So
was
this
so
I guess
guy.
we, Like, I
Mistakenly.
It was an accident.
Yeah, my boy has tunnel vision because the signs were all there.
I was
Reduced
like-
price. Bring your
And
boyfriend.
then this guy looked at me like, you trying to tell me something? I'm like, chill,
Same-sex
Diddy.
couples get half off. I was, bro. So he's like, damn, I'm taking 3 of my boys. Damn. Polygamous or whatever it's
there.
I've
called.
always said 3 incomes make a
Polyamorous?
lot more
Polyamorous.
sense.
It's not a real thing. So you
My boy showed up. He's like, we're a polyamorous. Do we get more discounts? I was, bro. And they're like, hey, we know you.
Yeah.
We're gay.
We're seeing you at
became-
those clubs.
Became
We're
pretty
gay
popular
squared.
there, huh?
Damn, that is crazy, bro.
Although
Damn.
isn't Pride Night every night at Dodger Stadium or?
No, just in June, bro. 'cause maybe in the 300 section.
So one of the reasons why, obviously, the story with Trump in regards to the bank accounts that has a lot of people worried is this also comes kind of on the heels. This was a story actually yesterday in which with the green cards, the changes that are coming with the green cards. So Trump administration green card changes. Here's what you need to know. This is an article. It says President Donald Trump administration announced sweeping changes to the green card application process in a policy memo released last week that requires most applicants have to leave the country and apply for their green cards at consulates abroad. For more than 7 decades, many immigrants applying to become lawful permanent residents have been able to do so from within the United States under a statute of the Immigration and Nationality Act passed by Congress in 1952. Under the new U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Directive, absent extraordinary discretionary relief, people would have to leave the United States in order to apply for and receive their green card. So it's kind of looking like, I don't know, maybe this has something to do with like Gregory Bovino, where he, you know, this ex-CBP, we've kind of talked about it on the podcast with Jorge and Araceli, in which you have like this ex-CBP commander kind of going heavy on the Trump administration, saying, hey, you're not keeping the promise of mass deportations. And now it kind of seems like he's kind of releasing some policies that is going to make it harder for people that are here. Now he's talking about if you want to apply for citizenship with a green card, you got to leave the country
for 10 years.
Hey, we're kind of, yeah. It's.
But I thought that was already the case.
No, this is a new one. So this is it says that process can take anywhere from months to years, depending on factors including the applicant's country of origin, their pathway to lawful permanent residency, relevant yearly quotas, and more. I think that one with the 10 years, I think it's if you like, I'm not sure exactly what that is. I don't know if you lose your green card status, you have to go out and apply. I think that's a different one. This one is, the way it's being understood is that if you're a green card holder right now, you have to leave the country immediately. So this is why it's kind of like why it's like causing like a lot of
No. If you're applying,
not if you have it.
No, not if you have it. No. If you're changing your status, then
from green card to
not from green card. If you're here on like a visa, like a different visa, and you're trying to change it to do permanent residency.
Okay.
Then you have to leave.
Then you have to leave. Well, I don't know the time. Well, again, I think
it's like a long time.
Well, you have to leave the country to finish out the process there.
Because we're helping a couple families with the attorney that I had on my podcast, and I think that was the case for some.
There used to be more parole in place. I think what Trump did was limit who qualified for parole in place. So it used to be like your partner. If you had a partner and you were getting citizenship through them or green card through them, then you would be able to stay here. But now they've limited who actually qualifies for parole in place, and then that's why you have to leave the country to be able to complete the process. But it's always been the law. It's one of those things. They're just cranking down on who actually qualifies.
Again, it's just a matter of like enforcement. Yeah. But then when you look at open border advocates like immigration lawyers, they're like, this is like the worst thing to happen.
Of course, yeah.
And so it's just this is like another example of Washington just letting things slide because there's benefits to that, because you just let things go as they may, and who cares about the repercussions. And so then you have an administration coming in and being like, okay, well, let's go back to the thing. But then the problem is that you have all these people that are building their lives here, and then it's just like, well, see that that's the problem, because like when you're a guest in a country, like nothing's guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Like that's just for any, not just the United States, but except for we in the United States are expected to just placate to every single thing.
Yep.
For every single person from around the world. And like, no, like that's not okay.
Yeah. And kind of in keeping with that, we do have about 9 minutes before the election close. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I'm going to start pulling up the web pages here for you guys. We got 9 minutes. We're about to find out if Araceli will go home a winner or a loser.
You guys are going to watch me cry on live today.
Maybe. We'll see. But I did want to kind of jump on your...
happy or cry
because I'm sad? No, that actually crossed my mind. I was like, what if there's a write-in? Like the
imagine losing to write-in.
It's
like
candidate Harambe.
No, it's the Nikki.
It would, like something like that would take traction.
So now it's Harambe versus what's his name? Archuleta.
It's the Nikki Haley situation where she lost, like she only got 20%, and then like 75% wrote in no preferred candidate.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I forgot what state that
they
was.
They actually
in.
wrote in no.
Well, there was an option. And the option was like don't prefer a candidate, and she lost to that.
Oh,
that is nuts. But Julio, I did want to. You have exclusive reporting coming out of New Jersey.
Yes.
Why don't we take like the next 10 minutes, kind of break us down? So we've kind of heard like some conflicting reports that the riots are back, but then it turns out that it was more like a hunger strike. Now there's some reporting today, like loose reporting that like pregnant detainee women are being released because of the conditions. I don't know if that's true. You were kind of looking at that. You were there. So
Yeah.
kind of tell us exactly how it all played out.
I mean, it's just here's the thing. Like, again, when we're talking about Bovino and Cristiano, with all the riots and confrontations that happened last year and into this year, they weren't upset necessarily that those two were leading the charge on this. They want DHS to be defunded. They want ICE to be abolished. And in the case of New Jersey, what they were always chanting was like, set them all free. Like everybody that's in the detention facility, not just like the old and the women and all that.
I got footage. Yeah, sure. Do you have Julio's specifically? Yeah. Let's see if we can pull it up. This is gonna be the first time. Hopefully, the whole place doesn't just shut down randomly. But let's see if it pulls up on the thing real quick. I'm looking at it. It's just I think my stream is a little bit delayed.
Good fucking look hiding back there.
Let's see here. All right, people in the comments, are you guys able to see it? Can you guys see it on your stream? Okay, let's see. Okay, because it's not showing on my screen. Let me see here. Can you guys hear or see that video that we got pulled up for you guys? All right, it doesn't look like it, bro. No. They're saying no in the comments. It's fine, bro. Just go ahead. He'll explain it. We can hear it for sure.
Once you're done with the stream, go to my YouTube channel at Mostly Peaceful Media. You can see the video.
For sure, bro. Wu-Tang ain't nothing. That's all right, bro. Well, yeah, just turn it off because it's in our ears. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But no. So to go back to my point is just that because obviously the Trump administration is still trying to carry out mass deportations to whatever degree of success, they're so pissed about that. So it started with this reported hunger strike. Although Daily Wire did publish a report saying that they're not eating the food they're being given, but they are eating the snacks from the commissary that they have access to. So it's not like really a hunger strike. They're just saying it is, but then still eating like the honey buns and whatever that they have.
Has there been like anyone that's actually gone inside the facility check on this?
So, well, members of Congress and, of course, the Democrats are saying, like, yeah, the conditions are horrible. But then Congressman Jeff Van Drew, who's from New Jersey, who represents New Jersey, he was there. He's like, actually, this is like a very nice, normal detention facility.
Is this another one of those of like they were making them drink out of the toilets, and then it turns out that the toilet had an attached water fountain? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So there hasn't been any reporters being allowed inside, and that's not for lack of trying. Like I do know that people reporters have requested access to that.
You think they should allow reporters in there?
I don't see why not. I mean, again, like,
do you think they're hiding something?
No, I just think that they're just trying to protect the integrity of the site because it is difficult. Because like having okay, so for example, in Portland, the ICE facility in Portland is always under attack, is always under siege. It was very hard for reporters who were allowed access to be embedded with the Federal Protective Service. It was hard for us to get in and out just from a security standpoint, because if the crowd sees like, oh, here's a door that's opening for this guy, let's like all rush in. So I think when you have these rioters and what we saw this last week where they were having riots in the middle of the week because, typically the best day to cover protests and riots is like during the weekend because like that has the most people.
Friday, Saturday.
The most people there. But no, people were so amped up from seeing like the confrontations and the clashes that people were showing up in Wednesday, Thursday.
Also, the unemployed need something to do.
Well, that is true as well.
I did see a press briefing with the New Jersey governor. I forget what her name is.
Shelley.
She did say she was actually urging people out of state to stop flooding in. Yeah. She actually said there's 5 out of the 6 people, or it was like 4 out of the 5 people that were arrested on the first night or the first couple of nights were actually from out of town.
Yeah. Now to be fair, that there's like, are people just coming in from New York? Because you could see New York City from Newark. So, but
can you see Russia from Alaska?
Apparently. But Secretary Mullen did say that they did arrest one person from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, of course.
Right. So,
but you know how that works.
Right.
Like Antifa from all these little different towns. They're like, hey, we got standing orders to go out there.
We saw that happening in Kenosha in 2020. So, I mean, it's not surprising at all. But what I would say is that Secretary Mullen has made it clear that he wants to keep DHS out of the headlines, similar to what was happening in January when Minneapolis was happening. But the problem with that mindset is that that's not entirely up to him. I mean, the rioters have a say in that, and we saw that happen this week. They made because of their actions, because of their confrontations, because ICE wasn't doing that. I mean, ICE didn't start that. They were blocking the driveway, so of course they got to clear them out, and that's what. And they got the images and videos that they wanted out of that.
Yeah.
So I really kind of question why he thinks he, respectfully of course, but I just don't see that mindset of we just got to keep a low key profile. It's well, that's not up to you. And the cat's out of the bag on this, because we had that first year of the Trump administration where everyone just got really amped up. I mean, I was here in March for No Kings, and we were covering another, mini riot outside.
Speaking of No Kings, did you see they canceled the June 14th one?
They did?
Yeah. So they were supposed to do another No Kings protest for Donald Trump's birthday.
Oh.
June 14th.
Yeah.
And they ended up canceling it. They're moving to an online thing now. They're if you go to the No Kings website, it says, hey, instead of taking it to the streets, grab 10 people and family members, go to your home, because we're gonna stream a message to you.
Man,
guys.
those US aid cuts really cut deep, man.
That's what I'm thinking.
Seriously, now
bro.
they can.
All the NGO money dried
But
up.
also, they're starting to make arrests, right? The last time we were there, they actually made arrests, and they're prosecuting people, which I think is changing how or who they're paying and the risks that they're willing to take. So now it's easier to go online.
I mean, JR, you've kind of seen that, obviously we had the first year of the Trump administration where we had lots of videos coming out, ICE raids. You even had the more kind of the ones that played to the heart, the abuelitas, the street vendors, maybe some of the agriculture. But it seems like a lot of it has died down, right? And so kind of what were you kind of hearing from people? There was a lot of people that I talked to that voted for Donald Trump. I actually just talked to someone at your launch campaign. She's a Republican. Just last week, she was there. I don't think you met her. You might have met her. But she was like, I'm a Republican. I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for mass deportations. But, bro, when they start taking the street vendors, that's when I'm like, nah, bro. So, what are your thoughts, bro? Are you kind of happy that it's kind of died down? Or get super political so we can clip it and we can show people who you really are and how you feel about that.
I'm glad it died down, but
I'm just kidding, bro.
Come on. The tamal lady?
The
gardener, we got sleeper cells that.
That's the issue. We have thousands of special interest aliens here
that are in here that really, really want to hurt the U.S. and maybe you should target them. And I think it kind of, especially coming from immigrant parents, it kind of hit a spot where it's not like that, brother.
Okay.
You lost the population that you have gained.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some pushback. Okay.
Are we being manipulated? Maybe in terms of, I don't know, is this the narrative that they're pushing so we could, because, we're Latinos and
I think it was a combination.
So it might be a combination of a lot of things.
Because when they were going after the farm workers up in the Central Valley, they busted a weed farm that they were trafficking children out of. Actually, they had a bunch of minors. But the only thing that you saw on the news was that they went after farmers. They didn't tell you that it was a weed farm with minors that they saved.
That's what I'm referring to. So it's are they manipulating the narrative so they could trigger our emotions? And it did. For a lot of us.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. And again, because a lot of people bring up, they're raiding the Home Depot parking lots. Well, when I was with Border Patrol and with Greg Bravino's team back in June, when all the riots were happening, they raided a Home Depot, and the guy that they managed to arrest, he was a convicted pedophile.
Okay,
that is crazy.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Looking for work. Looking for work.
But then also, I was super against them going to the Home Depots. There's this Home Depot in Huntington
Park. You were
Park.
against that?
Yes, and I was like, why go after the hardworking people? And there's this Home Depot in Huntington Park that I love because it's always empty. And what I didn't know, because speaking to contractors that avoid that Home Depot, is that it's empty because a lot of contractors, anybody who works hard, who goes to Home Depot to buy supplies, they've got equipment in the back of their trucks. So what was happening was that people would go into that Home Depot, and the people outside, not all of them, some of them looking for work, would go in, they'd break through whatever case their equipment was in and steal it. So by the time the contractors came back, a lot of it was gone. So basically, that's why that Home Depot was empty. That's why I loved it, because it was empty, but the contractors were avoiding it because they would get robbed there of all of their equipment and all of the tools and supplies that they would have.
But
so
what would you say to the people? Sorry, go ahead.
So that's why that's why Home Depot actually allowed ICE, and probably was, I'm assuming, and I'm not going to say that they were because I don't think it was confirmed, but that's probably why Home Depot was working with ICE to get rid of the population that was harming their business and harming legitimate hardworking individuals. But nobody wants to hear that side of the story. And I wasn't aware of it until I talked to those contractors as well.
Yeah, to your point, I think actions have consequences. So if you committed some type of crime and they're there to specifically get this individual,
but listen,
you deserve
for that day. You know, he wasn't necessarily on their radar because ICE is the one that does the targeted enforcement typically, right? And Border Patrol is doing those sweeps, and in those sweeps they caught and to. You know, Deputy Chief Kim, he's like, I wouldn't want that guy working in my house because like they don't know who they're picking up. And of course, I'm not saying like every single person there has some extensive criminal history, but that's why that's the risk that people take so that they can pay them less.
Do you think it could have been maybe organized a little bit better? Like, okay, we're gonna get these individuals, and maybe we'll leave these other guys alone.
Well, but that's not what Americans voted for. That's the thing. And I the reason why I'm so passionate about this issue is because for 4 years, like I was all the way from San Diego, Tijuana, all the way down to Brownsville, Texas. I was covering the border crisis. So like I was seeing firsthand, and especially that first year. Oh my gosh, people were trying to say like, oh, like this isn't a problem. Oh, it's just the typical seasonal uptick. And I'm like, no, like we're encountering people from China. Like we're encountering people like. I'm seeing kids like 5, 6 years old arriving by themselves without their parents. They say their parents are back in whatever country. They're going to an uncle, somewhere else. That may or may not be true. So like, I really understand why. And then of course, as time went on, then the other cities, because there were so many people coming in year after year, they're like, oh, we're like, yeah, this is a problem. It's like, yeah, I've been telling you for a long time now. So I'm not surprised. Again, the heavy-handed tactics, because that's what Trump campaigned on. I don't understand why when people heard mass deportations, they only heard like people with like extensive criminal records, because that's not what happens.
A big portion of why, a reason why Trump won was because he won the Latino vote. And I think what was playing on the Latino conservative channels was Trump's reaffirming that he was going to focus on the criminals, which a lot of people...
They had Tom Homan like at the RNC being like, we're going to carry out the largest deportation campaign in history. So I think it's just like people weren't doing their research.
But I think they were also choosing between like two evils, the way they saw it. Not two evils, but two really difficult choices. Because anybody who's Hispanic and has been through the illegal immigration process, or knows anybody that's been through the illegal immigration process, understands that it's not a victimless crime.
Right.
That it's incredibly dangerous for the immigrants as they're crossing through the entirety of Mexico. Criminal organizations, they completely take advantage of these individuals. So it's not like this is something that benefits illegal immigrants and then they get here and they're taken advantage of by major corporations. So this isn't necessarily a good thing for anybody. So a lot of Latinos understand that. So I think they were choosing between, hey, we have an open border and we allow children to continue to get children and women who are the biggest victims of abuse at the border, we allow this to continue, or we pick the guy who's going to stop this, which it did. I'll admit the border did get a lot better, and a lot of people are happy with that. Now those things aren't happening at the extent that they were happening before. So either we choose a guy that's going to continue to let this happen, or we choose a guy that's going to stop it and who's going to focus on deporting the criminals. To me, though, it makes a lot more sense to focus on the criminals. For PR, and not just for PR, but for the safety of Americans. Like I would be focusing on the special interest aliens crossing. Who's going to get mad at you for arresting the guy that had a criminal history for being a pedophile?
Well, you'd actually be surprised, because I've seen some videos of the people that are interrupting ICE.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, I just need you guys to know, like, I'm sure you guys have probably all seen the video.
Yeah.
ICE, there's 3 ICE agents, and they come up to the lady and they're like, I want you to know that you're impeding an operation for a known, like, this guy is a serious offender. And she's like, I don't care who you're here for. I just want you out of my city.
That's my neighbor.
And yeah, that's what's crazy. So it's like, maybe to some people, maybe like JR, or maybe like the audience members, like the Republican lady that came to your event, she was like, you know what, man, when it comes to like street vendors, bro, really? Like I thought, like you said, right? Like I think a lot of people had that same like, damn, bro, I thought this was gonna be like, I thought you were talking about like murderers and like gang members and this is that. But the problems, right. But the problem that I also have is, and this is in talking with ICE agents, is that a state like California is not cooperating with ICE.
Yeah.
And so the thing is the power is really in Governor Newsom's court, really, for him to release those names and be like, bro, these are the people in jail. These are the people we're about to release. And these are like the people that we've already arrested that we know are out there. We know they're illegal aliens. We know that they've committed crimes in their home country, et cetera. Go find them. But when I've done ICE embeds, I've done it with the FBI. They're like, bro, the state government is not working. So that is why they had to kind of do those operations at like Home Depot
This
or
is
known
a direct
locations.
consequence from Governor Newsom not cooperating,
Right. I
and the
think it only
previous
made
administration
things
having
worse.
4 years of just letting thousands of people in.
Absolutely.
And this is what happens.
But I mean, I
And
think
it
there
sucks
was a
because-
better chance of having California flip red if we hadn't had the whole ICE issue happen the way it did, because Democrats take advantage of the PR. So all they say is, look, they're arresting the abuelita, but they're not going to be like, oh, in that same raid, they got 3 guys that were terrible people and had violent
Yeah,
criminal
because they're going to
histories.
manipulate it and show you what they
But
want to
we
show
also
you.
don't fight back at all. I think if we did a better job with media and explaining and backing and showing who they're arresting, it would have helped.
Yeah.
But I think complacency on the Republican side is what's really hurting as well.
I did just want to really quickly say it is 8:08 here locally, 8:09 now. Polls closed about 9 minutes ago. I'm refreshing the page. A lot of people are asking you, hey, who won? First of all, that's not the way it works. We don't just find out the moment.
we're
Like
in
there's still a
California,
lot
guys.
of counting that
It's
needs to happen.
California. We'll
But as
find
the
out in
update,
like 2 weeks.
yeah, as the updates come, we're definitely gonna have them here for you guys. And the thing is that the updates work in batches. So like I want to say like every 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll be getting updates from the state secretary's office, updating us on this. And we got some results here. Araceli lost to Harambe. Damn it, bro. What the heck? No.
God damn it.
Damn it, bro. The writing candidate Harambe
10 years. So he lost to her.
Bob Archuleta are heading to the primary.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Harambe beat
Damn.
out Bob Archuleta.
Damn, bro, that is crazy. No, I'm kidding, guys. No, I'm literally refreshing the page, and it still says
almost
zero.
made her
Oh, I
Sorry,
just
buddy.
refreshed it. Oh my God, it
That's
just
'cause
went
you're
through.
You're using NBC News. They're fake news. That's your problem right there.
Hilton's
No,
got.
they're actually pretty quick. What
Okay,
source
so
do you use?
Hilton's got 30% of the vote right
There it
now.
is, yeah.
Hilton's
30%.
got
Javier
106,000
Becerra's at
votes.
22. Chad Bianco's at 18%. Okay, there
Wow.
we go. We've got the first.
Oh my
up.
God. Okay, we might actually have 2 Republicans on the ballot.
Wait, hold on.
Maybe. Hold on, it's still very early.
What percent of the vote's in right now?
Okay, so we have. Oh,
What percent of
don't ruin our hopes.
I'm showing it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Remember,
Let me see here.
Hillary Clinton's going to roll up with three.
At the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., you're just gonna get a dump of
This
like
is
Democrat
4%.
How
ballots.
many do we need?
This is 4% of the
40,000
votes.
ballots.
All right.
Take another 4 weeks to count.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Probably.
No. Olvídate.
Again,
Take it
Okay,
easy.
but how many
Damn.
votes are in?
4%.
6% now. So the top 3: Steve Hilton at 27%, Javier Becerra at 24%, and Tom Steyer jumped to number 3 at 17%.
Well, the one I'm looking at, it says
Yeah.
30% for Steve Hilton, Javier Becerra.
But how much of the
22.
percentage?
Oh no, it just got updated. Oh yeah, no, he just dropped. Never mind. He just dropped.
Yeah,
on
you're
mine.
behind me, bro. So-
That money that Steyer invested in Carlos really paid off well.
Oh
Apparently.
yeah, that
You really
was
beat up. Wait, which one's yours? What district are you in?
Senate 30.
Senate. ¿Dónde estás? Let me see
I
if we
know
can have
it occurred to me today at like
So who's
8
winning
a.m.
right now?
and I was like, oh my God, I could actually lose
Steve
to
Hilton
a writing
is
candidate.
winning
like,
right
I
now.
had never, I never even thought of that. I could actually lose to a writing candidate.
Right now, he's up by 16,000 votes.
Who?
Steve Hilton.
Your vote counted. Buddy.
Oh, he's pulling through. I was
Senate
afraid. I
results.
was genuinely afraid that we wouldn't
How
have a
about for the
single
mayor?
Republican.
Yeah. What about the mayor's race? How screwed is Los
Let me
Angeles?
see. LA mayor. Let's get over here. Nothing yet, unless it auto-populates right now.
They're burning ballots.
Yeah,
They're
darn-
losing
darn
ballots.
you,
They're burning
Yeah.
LA mayoral ballots.
Karen
Bass is like,
Bass
yeah.
preventing us from learning.
We don't have anything here.
I
Let me see.
genuinely don't see them or anybody trying to commit, and I hope not any voter fraud in the primaries. I see that in the November elections, not in the primaries.
Well, again, yeah, no, I think, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you're going to go to jail, go to jail for the one that counts. All I'm saying.
Hilton, 336. Javier, 266.
Okay.
So it's Javier and Steve Hilton.
Well,
Steve Hilton and Javier are leading right now.
Okay.
Javier is
First off,
gonna be
Javier
up there.
Becerra,
Dude,
that guy,
Steyer really is
that guy
not pulling
sucks.
through.
Oh, beyond.
That
And
guy's
they're gonna push for him.
Well,
You know why?
Well,
Because that's how. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
no,
wanna
say
talk.
it. Say
Nah,
it.
that
Because he's
Latinos.
Latino.
Stupid and yeah.
Well, okay.
They're voting for him because they see Javier Becerra.
That's it.
That's why he's always so anal on say my name right, which is they're like, don't say Xavier, say Javier,
Javier.
because
I
it makes
say
him
Xavier.
seem more. I
Me
say Xavier
vale.
too.
Okay, but so this guy and Jorge did a good video about this, but he led HHS under the Biden administration, and HHS is the agency that handles unaccompanied minors at the border. And there's a video from that someone took at like a town hall, like an agency town hall, where he's complaining that we're not getting kids out of our
Fast enough.
We're not getting fast enough. If this was Henry Ford, he'd be disappointed. And so they're cutting corners
What district?
on vetting on the sponsors
30.
for these kids. And so it's just
Harambe's in the lead.
And so it's just so to your point, as to your guys' point, we're like, oh well, yeah, because we got to support him because he's Latino. It's like he didn't give a crap about the Latino kids that were being put in either people that weren't their family, being put in horrific working conditions, whether it's like labor trafficking or like sex trafficking. But nope, we got to support him because he's the brown guy.
You know what I've
You have
heard?
sense.
Well, it's just, but
You make a lot of sense.
His name
was
is
not that
Xavier
common here.
Baccaria.
And the Biden administration
some respect on
got
the name.
away with a lot of that scrutiny because, like, he was basically the brown face that gave them the political cover to do that.
Well, what they said was, he didn't lose 85,000 children. What I've seen comments, because I made a video on that today too, is it was Trump's fault, right? Somehow it always goes back to Trump,
Yep.
or that he didn't lose the children. They just lost contact with the adults. And I was like, what do you think that means?
Yeah, you're not supposed to lose contact with a sponsor of a kid who came by themselves.
And
Like
then-
that's not how it's supposed to work.
Do you remember during the Trump administration, he lost track of 500 kids, and it was on every headline, and it was the same situation. They were like, "Oh, Trump lost 500 undocumented children."
And wasn't it because like he was separating the families because he wanted to DNA
Because
do
they were
rapid DNA
DNA tests.
testing because the Trump administration got hold that
They were using
that
them to
that the
traffic.
kids were being used as
Yeah.
mules. So they're like, hey, we can't allow these families to come in together anymore. We got to separate them. And then as they separated them, the kids couldn't find their parents, and they're like, oh, these children are lost.
Well, because there was no DNA match between the adult who brought them in and the children. So instead of saying like, "Hey, these kids were probably being trafficked," they're like, "No, they lost the parents and they're disconnected
and then
from their
guess what
families."
happened when Biden came into office? When they had all those people start coming over and all these kids, they stopped DNA testing.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Because it took too much
it's
time.
racist, bro.
It took too much time. So they're like, we got to cut all these corners. So
Now
like,
that's cold.
that is why the Latinos on like the left who are like, how can you be like Latino and conservative? It's like the Democrats don't give a crap about Latinos or like in general. But like, here's like a clear cut example of just like purposeful negligence because you wanted to avoid the bad optics. And now he's running to be freaking governor.
And then Latinos are supporting
And
him.
Latinos are going crazy
What bothered
for him.
me so much is the reason that they hate Republicans and the reason that they hate Trump is because of the immigration issue, right? Because they're like, "Oh, he put children in cages," and I'm like, "Okay, but guys,
So did Obama.
It was Obama. Actually, Obama started in 2013. He built the camps. Those pictures that they put up for Trump. Those were under Obama. And this guy lost 85,000 children, like minors, the people we're supposed to protect. We're supposed to be really big on family
All right,
values.
we've got another sorry to interrupt. We got another large dump. We got about 10% of the votes already counted, and Steve Hilton is still
Ooh,
leading.
there you go.
He's got 216,000 votes. He's at 27.6%. Xavier Baccaria, he's at 25.6%. Tom Steyer, 17.7%. Chad Bianco, falling a little bit behind at 101,000 with 13%. Everyone else is like less than
Dude, Tom
5%.
Steyer-
What's the percentage of the vote in?
10.
This was 10, but a little bit over 10.
10%?
Yep.
I got 20% right here.
What do you got? 20%?
Yeah, go to 270 to win.com.
Okay, let me see here.
I would
So
say Decision
Tom
Desk
Steyer
is
is
also
looking
pretty.
at the
is
money
pretty
That's
that
good.
what that's what I
spending.
had, Decision Desk, but it seems like their shit's like
Wait, what is
broken
it?
or whatever.
270 to
270 to win.com.
271.
Hey, how come
20%.
How come Tom Steyer didn't want to pay True Hustle $50,000 to go on
Bro,
their
I'm actually
platform?
low key like offended that nobody came up to me and was like, "Hey, we'll pay you $100,000." I was like,
what I'm
dude,
saying.
you want the guys that follow what's his name are already gonna vote for you. You want our audience. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would have made a video like vote for this guy, and then my next video would have been like, I got paid for that. And true transparency, they paid me a lot of money for that, guys.
It's not even in yet.
What, the mayor's race?
Yeah, it's not even.
All right, it's all right. It's
It's over. Bass won. She won
They
51%.
are curing the ballots.
Yeah, this one
I would've
20%.
doubt that.
DDHQ. Yeah, this one's at 20. Steve Hilton is at number 1. This is with 20% of the votes in. 28.8. Steve Hilton is still leading with 4. Oh my gosh, he was about to hit 500,000.
That's crazy.
Xavier Baccaria is at 25.7. Tom Steyer at 18.4%. Chad Bianco at
I just can't
11.2.
believe
Okay, so you
That
really
is
think that he's-
crazy.
above
So
Chad
you-
Bianco.
Steve Hilton is blowing this out of the water, bro.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You really don't think he can win the primaries? This is what I've been saying since the beginning. The only guy who can. You're just mad I'm right. You're mad I'm right.
I
He's
told
go-
you weeks
I
ago.
told you.
I
from
know.
the
I
beginning.
told you. I told you.
What did you tell me?
I told you Steve Hilton is more than likely gonna win the primary,
That
and I
is
told you
the-
he will have the better odds
No.
to win in November.
I told you that because when you asked me why I backed Steve, I
Mentirosa.
literally
Mentirosa.
explained that
Well,
to you.
I told you
Chad
guys
is
that
a
the
perfect
San Jose
candidate.
Exactly.
Spurs were going to win the championship.
Simon Kissy.
He wins the first game.
Oh,
But like
dude.
I'm saying, he actually has it in him to win. I think he can win I think he can win as governor. He's got almost 500,000 votes, and the Chad Bianco votes are gonna go to him in the end, anyways.
Right, yeah. It'll. So somebody in the comments, also guys, if you guys are watching the live stream and you guys are appreciating the live coverage and you guys want to maybe hook us up with a little bit of taco money, there's a taqueria right in the corner that we might go after.
It's
you guys
decent.
can donate to the live stream. So if you guys want to ask questions, you can ask anybody questions. Please help out your boys. You guys can help donate to keep this alive, keep it going. Lots of it's election year, guys. You know, you guys are gonna want to get all those interviews in with the candidates. We got a lot coming up. Make sure you donate to a live stream. Even just $5 goes a long way. You can donate $5 and you can ask a question. You can even donate $2 and you can ask a question. So if you guys want to ask questions on the live stream to anybody, you guys want to join in the conversation, make sure you donate to a live stream. Much appreciated to you guys. But somebody did ask, where are we getting these numbers from? So Sergio actually hooked us up with a good website. It's called 270.
Oh, no.
The number is 270
¿Qué pasó?
to win.
Hilton just dropped. Hilton, well, he's still number 2, but he just dropped.
Let's see here.
He's at 26.8%, and Javier Becerra is at 27.5%. It's literally a 20,000 vote difference.
How far away is Steyer from Hilton?
Steyer is 500,000. Okay, he's not going to catch up. Steyer is 150,000 votes different.
Javier Baccaria.
Bacaria's doing it?
Baccaria,
Actually,
bro.
there's no way. Okay, so Javier and Steve
Hey,
Hilton will pull
Baccaria.
through the primaries. Tom Steyer is 150,000 votes behind. For him to catch up is going to be almost impossible.
I don't
As
know.
I said that, it just
then
it
we're
just
gonna
went
have
up
to
to
push for
500,000.
All right, let's try to see if we can get some. Are you able to pull up election results for LA mayor? Yeah, I still got like 0% called in.
The fix is in. I'm calling
The
it right
fix
now.
is
The
in.
fix is in.
Karen Bass wins by
It's
1
election
vote.
fraud.
Karen Bass wins.
We haven't even counted the
prepare
ballots, but
yourself
Karen
to
Bass
step
won.
on more
She
shit.
stole it from Spencer Pratt.
The election.
Yeah.
She hates the dogs and loves the homeless.
I mean, what do you guys think about this? Is it looking like it's going to be your boy Javier Baccaria versus?
I know you voted for him. I know you voted for him.
You voted for Javier
I was like
Baccaria?
standing over him while he was voting, and
Is it 'cause he's
saw
brown?
him.
Javier?
Javier.
That's how he
Xavier
wants
Baccaria?
you to pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
Javier? No. Hell no.
Bro, even
Who
I'm
did
not
you
that
vote
crazy
for?
with my name.
I voted for Chad.
You voted for Chad Bianco?
That's my guy.
So if Steven doesn't
Really?
pull through, if,
Oh,
Steve
interesting.
Hilton doesn't pull through, it's because of you guys.
Clip it.
I voted for Chad because I want him to get second place.
I voted for Chad, but I'm okay with Steve.
Well, that's the thing, right? So we want
It's
common
because he's an
sense
immigrant,
candidates.
right? Is that why you didn't like him? It's 'cause-
He's got the wrong accent.
I really like Chad Bianco. We had a great interview. It's part of the True Hustle family. So I was like, man, I gotta
he's
stick with my
partial.
guy. And I think he's straight up. You know
So
how I
if-
usually be people
Wait,
will be
wait,
like,
wait,
hey,
wait, wait.
well, let's not.
We got-
don't
Do you
ask
think
me
it would be
this.
different?
Sorry, we got the
if-
mayor. Okay, we got a mayor's update. So 43% of the votes in. Karen Bass is leading at 38.1% with 117,000 votes. Spencer Pratt at a second place at 86,323 votes. And Nithya Raman, surprisingly doing interesting, 61,000 with 20%. So Karen Bass is leading
Interesting.
first. Spencer Pratt at 38%, and Spencer Pratt is at 27 point. This is as of 2 minutes ago.
Who do you think is voting for Bass? Do you think it's how big? Okay, so this is one of the questions that we
The
had.
unions,
JR.
bro.
Okay, but the union.
The
Okay,
unions don't vote; they donate.
No. Okay, so this is no. This is the way it works. Take it from someone whose family members are in unions. All these union members, they're out there working. They're out there working their union jobs, sometimes working 2 or 3 jobs. And they don't have time to plug into the news.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have time to be tuning into the Americanos podcast. It's sad. It should be a law, really,
is.
to watch this podcast. It
You guys
really
are
They
should.
really
pretty
should.
entertaining.
Right.
You know what? If Steve wins, we'll talk to him about making that law.
We're inviting Steve
Mm-hmm.
on for sure.
35%.
Pero
Steve
here's
and Pratt.
But here's the thing: is that with the unions endorsing Karen Bass, what they do is they make sure, because I've heard it from the union members, the SEIU members, the UTLA, their union reps are calling them, "Have you voted yet?" And make sure to vote for Karen Bass. So what are these people doing? Like, bro, on top of having to work, I don't want these union reps calling me, because these are my bosses, these are my managers, whatever. I want them to stop calling me. I'm gonna go vote Karen Bass. And
Like,
next
what's
time
the
they
logic,
call,
though?
what's that?
Like, what's the logic behind
The logic
They're
behind
just
the
not
unions, right,
informed.
is that they get to strike backdoor deals with Karen Bass. It's a quid pro quo.
Mm-hmm.
You endorsed me. Why do you think LAPD endorsed Mayor Bass?
The problem with the police unions is they're financially backing a lot of the politicians that are passing this anti-cop legislation. And I don't think a lot of the cops realize that their union money is legitimately going into making their lives harder.
Well, okay. Well, so I mean, I understand what you're saying, and like, yes, like the unions are good at mobilizing people, but at the end of the
Yes.
day, I mean, unless they have a gun to their head.
No, but
People
it's,
just don't have
but
time
it's
to
not that.
inform
It's so
themselves.
think about it. If you're the employer, who do you trust more than the people that are being paid to represent
Oh,
you and your best interests?
no, I get that,
I'm
so,
so
but-
like distrusting that if somebody tells me to vote for somebody, I'd
Right,
be
but
like, no.
that's you.
No.
You're literally running for office as a Republican.
right.
We're talking about the average. You got to understand. I got family members that are union members. Some of them don't even speak English, bro. These are very like meek
I'm calling
people. I'm calling ice.
But this is
Hello,
what I'm saying.
Gregory Bovino.
Dude, there's
Yeah.
so many, like,
I don't
LA
have his
has
number.
created
I don't
a
know.
bubble for
I know you do.
Hispanics. Like, there's so many communities where people are legal and they just don't speak English. And I think that's where the Republican Party is failing, where they're not actually putting out any messaging to people who are already culturally conservative. So they don't know anything that the Republican Party actually stands for. They just hear Republican bad from the news all the time.
That's
So-
why we
so-
gotta
so-
do content in Spanish.
No,
do have to do
so
content.
so my
Hey,
mom,
we
And
should
I've been-
do it. we
my
should do
mom
one
has
in
dealt with
Spanish.
advertising, like political advertising,
yeah.
and
For sure.
And
we
she
need to.
she says
And
that
there's nothing like
Democrats just they spend so much money on Spanish advertisement, like they'll drop like $1,000, and Republicans it's like maybe a couple $100, like here,
Dude, I would
like here
turn
and
on
there.
the radio when it came to Prop 50, and all I heard was vote no or vote yes on Prop 50, stick it to Trump in Spanish. Like, all I heard back to back to back. Not once did I hear anything about educating people from the Republican Party on what Prop 50 actually was.
Yeah, I mean that is a failing. That is a failing on the Republican Party, because whether people like it or not, a lot
need
of
to
people
do
speak
more.
Spanish.
I
Yeah,
did want to
that's the
read.
thing.
I did
Like,
want to
you
read
don't-
off real
You
quick.
don't have to like it to acknowledge the truth.
They call me El Donald El Trumpo.
I did want to read off real quick. We do have our first. We do have our first donation of the night to the live stream.
Did I lose to Harambe?
Oh my gosh!
Did I lose to
bro.
Harambe?
Can I get
Here we go.
2 seconds?
Araceli, camera's on you.
Oh no.
Okay. What happened? What does she do now?
What am I doing?
Oh,
Ah.
Oh no. Oh, bro.
Culero.
Damn, Sergio.
Culero.
all right.
Cooler.
So, Bauer Gilletta, 48,000.
Okay.
Araceli, 26,000.
Oh.
Shoot.
Okay. I see you, girl. I don't. Where are you getting that from?
That's not bad considering we only did a month of campaigning.
SOS.
But it's still top two?
Text,
or no?
hey,
Top
text
two,
it to me. Text it to me.
Oh, you're
That's the
gonna be
thing.
good.
So that's why we didn't want to spend any money before the primaries. It's quite literally because there's
So then we're going to have to
No
push.
So you
For
lost?
push. I lost to Harambe.
Lost to Harambe.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it through the primaries. So the goal is after that is we push for the next 6 months.
Okay, real quick, I want to get out of the way, Mr. Herman. We got first donation of the stream, $20 for Araceli's tacos if she wins, $20 if she
my
loses,
tacos.
and needs an extra taco.
Nice.
That is Mr. Herman. So thank you for the first donation of the night. Thank you guys again. I appreciate it. Keep them coming, folks.
I'm definitely gonna go because I didn't have time to eat before.
100%.
Dude, I was
We're
starting to
taking
get
your
hungry when we
tacos.
It's
started
for
the
sure.
podcast.
It's just like like leaving LAX is
What
a
kind of
nightmare
tacos?
in and of itself. Then you have the traffic.
Yeah, what's your meat of choice for the tacos?
Carne asada.
Okay, there we go. I like al pastor.
Carne asada. Although
pastor.
I do dabble in chicharron every now and again.
Oh,
for that.
you are Mexican.
Oh, damn.
We do have an update. 40% of the votes in. Karen Bass still leading at 38%. Spencer Pratt leading.
A la verga.
Second place at
Wow.
27.9. It's the unions, bro. It's the unions.
No,
you
it's
don't.
okay. Yes, but it's also
Teachers unions.
what I've said before.
SEIU.
The voters here are dumb. I'm just look.
How dare you?
A lot.
I'm going to
No.
agree with
A
this
lot,
guy right
okay.
now.
Say.
I know a lot of the voters. That's what I'm saying. Because to your point, where you're talking about people who are against Spencer Pratt, like they're the richer people that yes, they can avoid more of the consequences. But we've been seeing like a lot of like homes in Beverly Hills and like all the nice areas, like the smash and grabs, like Rodeo Drive. Like they're seeing that happen more. Like all these nice homes being robbed. And yet they're still being like, oh yeah, no, I'm still like, we're not going to address
because
that.
it's a separate issue to them. It's not
This
part of the
is
homeless
insane.
crisis. That's the
okay,
thing.
right, and it just goes back to my point.
They're dumb. They're really
just, yeah,
dumb.
they're just dumb.
It's-
I don't know how else to say it because like same thing with Chicago. I mean, the reason why Brandon Johnson got elected is because like 20%, like 25% of the people like voted. Like that was like the participation rate.
We real quick. We also have another big update with the gubernatorial race. This is Javier Baccaria. So this is
refuse to say his name right.
857,000 votes at 26.2%. But Steve Hilton is closing in.
Oh wow.
25.4%. So there's only a 0.8 difference here. 828,000. Tom Steyer, number 3, with 20%. Chad Bianco at 11%. This is about half the votes
my God,
already
Chad.
Oh my God,
counted.
my sister just messaged me. Like right now, she goes, I just voted for you. It's 8:20. She messaged me this at 8:27 p.m. I don't know where she voted.
She stayed in line. Once
Yeah.
you're in line,
Oh,
you
yeah?
stay
If
in line.
you're still waiting, yeah. Aw, are you getting teary-eyed?
Oh, that's so sweet. She stayed in line for me.
Araceli is crying.
I am.
Aw.
That or she went somewhere that wasn't a voter.
so cute.
Wait a
I love my
second.
sister, but that
Wait
is a possibility.
second.
That's my.
the man
8:30.
just opened up his trench coat and there was all these ballots. Yeah, there's all these ballots. Yeah.
A la Hillary Clinton. There you go. Pick one.
That was sweet. That was sweet. Shout out to her.
All right. So we got that. I mean, so what do you think? Damn, bro. Like Javier Becerra and it's looking like it's going to be Javier Becerra and Steve Hilton.
Steve Hilton.
So
We knew that, though.
So congratulations,
Yeah.
Governor Becerra.
So there's gonna be a man.
I'm just saying, man.
No,
Again,
Get the
'cause
I think Steve Hilton with the right messaging could win over Democrats. So if they want to keep pushing the ICE issue and Steve Hilton presses the button at the presses the pressure point, which is he's the only candidate on the ballot that doesn't have an ICE scandal. Well, the other guy does. If Steve Hilton actually starts to appeal to the Hispanic population, which could win him the vote, and he actually
Which I
runs
think
on
he's gonna go hard.
because if he runs on, hey, this guy, 85,000 missing children, he's funded by Chevron, right? Like maybe he could get across to the Hispanic vote.
I just want to hear him talk in Spanish with that British accent. I want to see how that. plays out.
We'll have that happen.
Yeah, I want to see that play out. And I know what? I'm gonna bet it's pretty decent.
I do see your race results now. So it's looking Barbara Chileta, 48,000, 64%, and Araceli Martinez with the 26,617 votes.
That's not bad.
bad,
That's
bro.
not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's a dude. That is no campaigning at all. Not a single
like
dime
zero-
spent.
That's really just throwing your name in there with the R next to it.
Literally.
That's actually
Throwing the hard R
that's
at,
how they-
at the end of it.
yeah.
Throwing
Throwing the hard R on
at,
there.
at the end.
Dude, that's like a 20,000. That's a
Gee,
Oh,
the first time of the night. There we go. I knew it was gonna happen.
That's
Hey,
actually-
hey.
that's actually not bad
I'm streaming here.
at all, because all I have to do is appeal to the Republicans in the area, like, hey, don't forget to vote for me, because the issue that I was talking to with Sergio was they're already voting red in general in that area, but a lot of people don't vote down ballot. They just
down
vote
ballot,
for
yeah.
the governor, and what they don't understand is that you can't just vote for the governor. If you don't break the supermajority in California, you're going to make Steve Hilton, if he manages to win, a sitting duck.
Yeah.
2/3 2/3 supermajority, they can pass whatever they want to pass.
Oh no, you're good. I was just like, what is going on here?
Oh, is that-
But no, you're good.
And the voter
Alessandra,
turnout
you
there was
gonna-
abysmal too. Like,
Are you actually gonna win
I
in
could
November?
win in November.
Oh, yeah, we're going to
Yeah, we're gonna win in November.
Well,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
You want to spend
make
that
sure
much time in
she
Sacramento?
wins. True Hustle
You want to go
Podcast
to
episode
you
number 2.
you really want to spend a lot of that time
Dude,
there?
I could, like this is what I tell people. Like, I could be sitting somewhere, I could be sipping margaritas in Cabo, and I'm choosing to want to go up to Sacramento and fix California.
Yeah.
I love California. That's how
How
much I
dare
love
you.
California.
No, hey, look, at least you're putting your money where your mouth is. You know, you're
At
actually
this point, I have to.
You-
Other
you're
than that,
actually-
I'd be
you're
a
actually
hypocrite,
doing
right?
You know what?
something, 'cause, like,
Margaritas are overrated, so go save
it's
California.
Yeah.
Mescalitas. That's what I go for.
You know what's
save
interesting is we do.
California, girl.
So
We're gonna go save California.
Senator Scott Wiener, one of the
Ugh.
most hated senators
Oh
in
my God.
state senators in the entire nation, has actually
hilarious name.
he won his primary in he's running for Nancy Pelosi's spot, which is interesting because she actually did not endorse Scott Wiener. She endorsed the Asian lady. I forget what her name is. Connie something. I don't know.
Connie Chung?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
No, it's not Connie Chung.
No, is it not?
Well, I don't know. I'm referring to that.
No, it is Connie Chung.
Oh, it is Connie
It
Chung. Oh,
is.
that was a total. That was a total.
You were being racist and just threw out like a stereotypical Asian name.
I was doing a callback to that Connie Chung like reporting woman that was married to Larry David. No, not Larry David. Larry King.
That is actually
Larry King.
crazy.
Yeah, that Connie
The
Chung.
news lady.
Yeah, the news lady. Yeah, that's who I mean. But it is funny that is actually her name.
That is what Connie Chang. That's what it
Can't
is.
believe
Oh,
We
Chang.
do
Well,
have our
actually, I
second.
could believe
we have
Karen
our
Bass.
second donation
Oh,
of the
okay.
night. Thank you so much for another $20.
So we're
Mrs.
getting
Wendy
a-
Ginn. Great job, you guys. Still praying Spencer pulls through.
He will pull
Yeah, he'll pull through. He'll be fine.
But I am concerned with how
Close it is.
how far ahead Karen Bass, because didn't you say she's at 38%? Well, what's the new totals now?
Yeah, let me see
No, it
if I
is
can check
concerning
it.
to me because I thought that there was a big discrepancy between how much she raised and how much he raised, and I was like, okay, maybe that's the difference.
It's not even that. She has a 54% disapproval rating.
People don't care. Like, this is my issue with California. They would vote Democrat if it meant that-
Unions.
Yes. Okay, but it's more than that.
It is more than
It's
that.
really not, though.
It really is just people are so blindly loyal to political party. They're willing to burn in
That
hell
is
as long as it
also a
means they
part of
don't
it,
have
though.
to vote Republican.
It's just.
And he's not even a Republican. He's like, you don't even see DNR on the ballot.
No, I know, but again, it's like I want safe streets. That's MAGA. Okay, we're not going to vote for that.
Like, you're so evil.
People
You
are
want to
just
stop the
dumb.
homeless crisis? How dare you?
I mean, when I reported on the dog abuse that's happening at Skid Row back in February, like I've covered a lot of messed up things. Like I've seen some, like I was there when Kyle Rittenhouse did his self defense thing. Like I've been in some like really crazy sad situations, and that doing that story back in February in Skid Row, seeing these dogs, there was a dog whose paw was so infected because the guy kept picking at it. The leg had to be amputated eventually, but like that's the first time I ever cried like while on assignment, because it was just that horrific seeing all that. And it was 3 dogs. It was 3 dogs over the course of like 2 hours. And so to see now, like, okay, here's a change. Like if stopping dog abuse can't motivate people to finally be like, okay, like let's not go with the person who's allowing this to happen, I don't know what will.
You would think the line would be drawn at the children because there's children living on Skid Row, and even then, like,
or like large parts of the city being burned down because of the ill preparedness. Like again,
the RVs, like people are cooking meth in the RVs, or they're just stealing electricity from buildings and they're causing fires, and everybody's just like, okay,
Yeah, so
Who cares?
I don't if just the basic things like people don't want to change that, then like I don't know, then yeah, then the city's cooked.
Literally,
Literally,
like
yeah,
meth.
literally. Well,
They're cooking meth.
They're cooking meth.
I wonder what's it gonna take, guys. Like, if you're listening in the chat, what is it gonna take? If you're a Democrat listening, what would it take for you to vote for Spencer Pratt? I'm curious.
For him to have a D next to his
He should have run as a Democrat.
I mean,
But he can't. But then he can't run as a Democrat.
You know, I probably could have won the district if I ran as a Democrat too. Like, I wouldn't have to do no campaigning with just my name against Bob's.
no, because again, the way it works is the Democrats would have endorsed him. So they would have made sure he won the primary. You would have lost the primary to Barbara Chiletta.
Yeah, but it's a jungle, right? So like jungle primaries, I would have gone on anyways.
Right, but if you lose as a Democrat in the primary, dog,
Yeah.
you're going to lose it again. At least as a Republican, you have a chance, is what I'm trying to say.
I know. My point is though that how many people actually look at the Democratic endorsements? Just the
No, it's not. It's not that people look at it for per se. It's just the
It's
party
like,
will make sure.
why
it's
are
him.
Why are people voting for Javier Becerra? Because of his name, because he's Hispanic, because he's brown.
If only they knew it's actually Xavier Baccaria.
You should start that. By
Yeah.
the way,
We
you
should
should
make
really.
shirts.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. So
What
a
we
guy
got?
over at VoteHub says that Pratt is leading Ramen by 8 points and is expected to grow. Ramen would likely need a very blue pro Ramen late counted trail to come back, though it remains possible.
It does remain. It always
I
remains
love how Barry's
possible.
like a late counted trail. Huh, I wonder,
Our late count. I wonder how do we get late counts here in
yeah,
California?
what kind of trail are we?
Well, update on the polls. My sister just
Check
left.
ABC News is updated. He's only 6% behind Bass.
Oh, there we go.
My sister just left the polls, and she said that there's still a line. People are still voting.
Where did she vote?
Oh, of course.
She probably voted in Downey.
I mean, I will be interested to see
Hey,
what
they-
the participation rate.
They
for Los
probably are
Angeles
not
is.
because, and I'm the first. We're the first names that pop
Yeah.
up, but people just skip them.
Well, because oftentimes people like they see a name and they're just like, oh, I don't know who to vote for, so I'm just not going to vote. So it's not
Yeah.
even like they don't even see it. Like they see it, but it's just like, well, I didn't do my research enough, so I'm just not going to.
No, yeah. So like a 30,000 vote or not 30. Sorry, getting 30,000 votes isn't bad considering that I did like absolutely no campaigning before the.
That's a lot of copium.
Hilton is only behind 6,000.
Dude, I launched about a month before the primaries.
I saw. It seemed like a good party.
It was
All
fun.
right, so we do have some decisions already made at the state level. So it's looking for attorney general. This was actually something that we were paying kind of close attention to because Michael Gates, who's a Republican. So as of right now, it has been final results are in. Rob Bonta has won the Democratic nomination for attorney general. So he will be moving on to November. And then Michael Gates, who is a Republican, has also won as a top two, I guess. And they're both going to be moving over to November. Now, Michael Gates is interesting. I actually met him a couple weeks ago. He is the only kind of loosely White House approved and endorsed candidate out of almost everybody, outside of obviously Steve Hilton with the Trump. Basically, Michael Gates actually got a endorsement by Rick Grinnell, and Rick Grinnell said that was the only endorsement that he was allowed to make for California was that one. And when it was explained to him why, it's like because they actually believe that the Republican can win the attorney general slot, not for the primary, but for November. So we might be looking at a Republican attorney general, which that would be massive because this guy's going to be spearheading like all operations as far as illegal things happening in California, any of this funny business, working closely, obviously, with maybe Mayor Spencer Pratt, going into these
the
cases.
sound of that.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, that's crazy. Mitch Clemens is ahead. He's U.S. House 41 primary. Mitch Clemens is ahead. He's beating Linda Sanchez.
You're Linda Sanchez.
Oh, yeah, my Linda Sanchez. Which is funny because that means that Hector de la Torre won't pull through.
Okay.
That's crazy. Damn, I should have run for House.
I think this is a little bit late, but I just did a refresh on NBC,
How?
and Steve Hilton is now leading again. Damn, dude, this guy, it looks like he's,
Huh?
yeah. I mean, JR, you're quiet over there, bro. Chime in, bro. What do you think? What are we thinking?
Ah, man, it's California, man. It gets me nervous. It gets me nervous. I just want to say, I want the final result. But we are not going to get it.
But it's actually comforting to see that Tom Steyer is not pulling through.
Good.
At this point. Steve, it's going to be Steve Hilton and Bruce Sarah, unless there is 200,000 ballots dropped off in the middle of the night.
It's going to be Baccaria and Steve Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is going to be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we also have officially California Secretary of State primary. We have Shirley Weber securing the Democratic nomination for the Democratic Party. He is announced the winner of tonight's primary. He will be moving over to the November election. And then we also have Republican Donald Wagner. So Shirley Weber, the Democrat, got 1.8 million votes. Donald Wagner got 1.2 million. So he's actually not too far behind. I think they can make it up come November. And of course, these are just preliminary numbers, but they both have already been announced as the official winners. I think obviously the big ones are the mayor's race and the governor's race. We're going to see, but I think with the governor, I think it's kind of safe to say we're kind of looking at the top two right now. We've got Baccaria, and then we've got Hilton.
What are the numbers for the mayor?
For the mayor, let's see here. A ver si tenemos.
What was the turnout? So what was the expected turnout versus the actual turnout? Let me check.
Pratt is only behind 22,000.
So I was just about to say, I just hit refresh. Los Angeles mayor primary results with about 50% of the votes in. We've got Karen Bass, number one, at 36.5% with 130,000 votes. And then we've got Spencer Pratt, a close second, 30.3% with 108,000 votes. And Ethan Rahman definitely fell behind, only 20% with 71,000. So again, if we want to combine Karen Bass with Nithya Rahman, we might be looking at a Karen Bass win in November. But if maybe those Nithya Rahman votes come, what we talked about earlier, I don't know if you had made it here yet, but we were talking about maybe Karen Bass does not get the Nithya Rahman votes. Maybe the Nithya Rahman people just you know what, we're just going to stay home.
Voting.
Yeah, we're just not going to vote.
I mean, that's possible. I think it was funny to see her flail on the debate stage because there was a lot of hype for her because it was supposed to be the next Mondami, which is which is what a foreign-born person who hates America is now, which is concerning. But then
that's what we're putting.
She wasn't ready for prime time, as we like to say in business. So I'm really hope that Pratt can really gain on Bass because that's going to be an indication. Because you're right, it's not even a question of does he get Rahman votes because probably not. Mm-hmm. But then it's a matter of okay, well if they're not going to even vote in the first place, is he able to at least bring some voters from elsewhere? But then the next other person Ray.
Oh, it's because of voter split, Sergio.
Ray Hyung, she's even further to the left than Rahman. So I don't even know. Again, I don't know. I'm just nervous.
All right, we got a real quick report breaking right now. Ashley Zavala, just in, Antonio Villaraigosa has conceded his gubernatorial race today in California. What was he at even?
Who is he?
Antonio Villaraigosa was at 1.4%, bro. No manches.
Really? You don't say.
So it says Antonio Villaraigosa continues. The former Democratic mayor of LA had not been breaking through in polls. I'm not stepping aside from the cause, only from the race. He says in a statement, it says, tonight didn't turn out the way we hoped, and I offer my congratulations to the winners and offer my best wishes for the road ahead. I'm grateful beyond words to my family, my friends, organized labor, and community organizations who stood with us, our staff. I ran for one reason. I love the state, and I know what's possible when leaders refuse to accept that things are broken. As mayor of Los Angeles, we made it the safest city. Oh, what? As mayor of Los Angeles, we made it the safest big city in America? Turned around failing schools and built the greenest port in the country. I felt LA better than I found it. And I ran for governor convinced that California's toughest problems can be solved. That's kind of weak, though. Why concede before it's even called?
To be fair, you
Maybe
had 1%
he still has
of
a
the vote.
chance.
No,
he still has a chance.
Where?
I believe in miracles, damn it.
You clearly do.
That's a hell of a
Eric
miracle,
Swalwell had really quick. Eric Swalwell had 12,000 votes. 12,000 people voted for Eric Swalwell.
Well, again, people saw the scandal like that's my guy right
That's
there.
the one.
That guy.
He's just like me, for real.
He spits hella game.
I feel
spits hella
bad.
He
game.
spits hella game, and he
Just saying
is
that.
unapologetic. Yes, he has the wife and kids, but you know what?
He farts on live camera?
Oh, that has always been my biggest concern whenever I've done Fox hits or TV hits. Like, just don't pull in Eric Swalwell on live TV because that's gonna live with you. That's gonna follow you.
I'm trying to see if we can hit a refresh here.
I feel bad for the candidates that got less votes than Eric Swalwell. Like, imagine having a guy have that kind of
Burnout, crash out,
like
yeah.
crash out, and then you still get less votes than him.
Oh, we got an update.
What's the
District
update?
30, here we go. Bob Archuleta, 53,000. Arcela Martinez, 32,000.
Okay.
That is
Damn,
a
girl.
lot.
That is
That's
not-
actually
that is
really
not
good.
bad.
Okay, so we were expecting to have to win over at least 40,000 votes. This is less than half with not a single dollar spent.
Are you
So
gonna
you're saying
win?
you're an
We could
overachiever.
win in November.
Wow. If you actually put some money in.
I just need to put some money. Speaking of, if you're watching this, donate. My campaign.
All right, so we
website
do
is,
have we do have a latest update as of a minute ago, and this is for the California governor primary. I mean, dude, they are neck to neck. We got Javier Becerra, 26, leading the pack at 26%, 895,000 votes. Steve Hilton closely behind at 889,000 with 25.8%. Tom Steyer fell off, 685,000 at 19%. Chad Bianco hitting almost 400,000 votes, 11.5%.
That's actually really good for a Republican to have two Republicans in the top four, and they're doing really well with their turnout.
Yeah, and then we got for lieutenant governor, 39% reported. Fiona Ma leading the pack at 28%, and then Gloria Romero, the Republican, polling at 18.5%. Obviously, we already called the attorney general race. Rob Bonta and Michael Gates will make their way over to November, and then for the California Secretary of State primary. Oh, you know who I want to see? Sonia Shaw.
Oh, that's right.
I want to know who's the state superintendent.
Guys,
here. Let me see
updates.
here.
People are asking for updates on my Instagram. I have not lost to a write-in candidate. I will be moving on to the primaries.
I want to
Yay.
duplicate here.
Huh? Sonia
We
Shaw
get
should
to
be.
eat tacos.
All right, so
We
we
get to
got
eat
Sonia
tacos.
Shaw. Oh my, wait.
Is she winning?
What? Sonia Shaw,
Killing it.
Oh
Sonia
my
Shaw
god, that is so
is-
great.
number one.
24%.
She's at 24. Sonia Shaw.
Who's the
this
second
is this
leading
is for the
candidate?
superintendent of public instruction. This is a person that is going to be.
140,000.
Holy
Damn.
smokes, bro!
Damn.
24.4%.
That tells
The
you that there's
second one is
still-
Richard Barrera at 18.7. Bro,
We still have common sense left in
we are
California.
seeing numbers in
I guess we're
California.
not that stupid.
We are seeing numbers in California for Republicans that we
we've
haven't
never
seen in a long
Well,
time.
okay,
dude.
so we're also
This is
having
insane.
an increase of people take their children out of public schools and put them in homeschooling.
Wow.
I think Sonia Shaw is going to bring back perhaps the ability for people to put their kids back in public schools. They've lost trust.
Yeah, I
in,
probably won't go back anyways.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Wait, when did that happen for you?
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I was like, nah.
Wow,
It's the
dude.
best.
That is
See,
crazy.
this is why I
with
need to
Sonia
go
Shaw.
viral before I have kids so I can put them in private school.
Yeah. I mean, it's expensive, but
It's worth it. I was in private. My parents put me through private school. It was definitely worth it. I saw private and public school.
Sonia Shaw, dude. I mean, this is holy smokes, bro. This is like
Wait,
game changing.
So for outsiders of California, why is it
So
significant?
Sonia Shaw, she has been like she's one of those moms. She was like a regular soccer mom. Pandemic happened, and she's like, nah. Like, what are we teaching kids in schools? Why is this happening, etc. And she would go to her school board, and she was like, hey, I've got some questions for you guys. School board was like, shut up. We don't want to hear from the parents. We're in charge here. These are our children. We get to decide what to get to reading class. This is that. So you know what she says is she tells them, if you guys are not going to listen to the voice of the parents, then I'm going to run and I'm going to unseat you. Ends up running for school board. Ends up winning. Then she ends up becoming the school board president, bro. So she's like in charge of everybody. Now she's got like all these soccer moms behind her. You got all like this mass parent movement. And they're like, dude, you need to like run for higher office. Like you need to run for something. So she was praying about it. She's like a wonderful soul, bro. Like you got to have her on. She really is. She's one of these women, bro, that you're just like, bro, you were never meant to be political, but you were just so pissed off at what's happening in our schools because you saw it with your children, and you're just like, I can't wait around for someone to do it. I got to do it. And so she decided that she's like, dude, I'm going to take on the biggest thing out there, which is a superintendent of public instruction. And she's at #1 right now, bro.
Hey.
Like, the thing is that Gavin Newsom attacked her. Rob Bonta, the Attorney General, attacked her. They launched investigations against her because she was so powerful and so effective in what she was doing, raising awareness. She was going out there where like trans boys that were pretending to be girls, she would got their holdout signs and she would talk to people and be like, you think this is okay? And people are like, yeah, you know, I agree with you. They like whisper to her, hey, I support you. And she's like, then shout it. Don't whisper it to me. Like, you need to come out. Why aren't you protesting with me? And she's like, dude, she told me a long time ago, she's like, dude, I've got this crazy idea. I'm gunning for the #1 position when it comes to public education in California. And she is winning in a landslide, bro. I mean, this is going to be good. This is going to be one of the biggest shakeups. I think outside of the mayoral race, this is probably, I mean, all of them are obviously important. If you have a Republican attorney general, you're talking about law and order across the state. But for this woman, she's going to come into the public. She's going to go after, she's coming after unions. I mean, bro, she is just like a fierce woman, dude, you know? And the thing is, she doesn't lean into the Republican stuff. She's just like kind of like another Hilton, but I feel like a lot more aggressive. Because she's like, dude, these are our children. Right. What are we doing here?
Well, I think what she represents is exactly what people think of when it's Republican, especially when you talk about the anti-trans issues or the trans issues, which people would say like, oh, you're homophobic, you're anti-trans. But because she's appealing to the parents, like the people who actually care about these children the most, they're not thinking in terms of public policy or they're not really thinking in terms of party. They're really thinking in terms of consequences that their children are seeing. So she's appealing to especially the moms, like you said, the soccer moms, like the women that like will tear down the world to make sure their children are fine.
He's coming. He's on his way.
Why?
He feels left out.
Oh my God. I want in. He saw our podcast and he's like, I need to be. Tell him there's no camera or mic.
All right, what's the latest update?
That's what I'm looking for it right now.
What's the latest numbers?
Decision desk. Scott Wiener was the last one from California.
4 million people have voted. They have 4 million counts.
Okay, now how many of those 4 million were?
We had 8 million. We had 8 million people come out and vote.
Yeah, that's how many people.
Crazy.
I know. Which it's actually bad news for Democrats. That's like for registered Democrats are 9 million. So this is a mix of everybody. So this is actually pretty low turnout for them.
Well, because they didn't really have a candidate that inspired them. They had two really problematic candidates leading. The one that probably would have been perfect if it weren't for the fact that he couldn't keep it in his pants was Tom.
We got a big dump right now.
Oh, no.
Steve Hilton is back on top.
Very noise.
26.7% of the vote. He's got 1 million. He just broke 1 million votes, 1,072,000. Xavier Baccaria at 1,042,000, 25.9. Tom
We gotta make sure to clip that for tomorrow.
791. Chad Bianco at 449.
All right, question, guys.
How many votes? I mean, at what percentage?
Percentage wise, it's looking like I gotta go like all the freaking candidates, bro. This is 47.1%.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking at the stats, the numbers, right?
Yep.
How many votes will Steve Hilton get from the batch, from all the losers?
So the question that Sergio, he doesn't have a mic today because we got 4 people on the mics today. The question that he's asking is realistically, out of all the other candidates, how many of those other candidate votes will go towards Steve Hilton?
He's going to get Chad Bianco.
He's going to get all of Chad Bianco's, more than likely. Because I think, look, man, you know, I voted for Chad Bianco. You voted for Chad Bianco. And maybe, we didn't think that maybe Steve Hilton was strong enough, or maybe we didn't like his policies. Who knows? Whatever. And I'm not talking about you and me. I'm talking about just in general, right? Whatever. People that didn't vote for Steve Hilton, there's a reason for it. They voted for Chad Bianco. But a lot of the Chad Bianco people said, hey, if it's Steve Hilton, I'd be more than happy to vote for him in November. I don't think there's going to be a lot of holdouts. I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that said, I voted for Chad Bianco, but there's no way I can vote for Steve Hilton, because would you rather have Steve Hilton or would you rather have
But
Javier
I think that's a
Baccaria?
message that we're going
Right?
to, especially us, we need to focus on pushing, because I think there will be some people that feel like they don't want to vote because they're not inspired by Hilton, that they're going to be disappointed that Bianco lost. So I think that's something that we should all focus on.
But you know
pushing for the
what?
next
There
few
are
months.
some policies that I think Steve Hilton would resonate with a lot of Hispanos and Latinos. And one of them, I think, obviously, I know that Chad Bianco was also kind of talking about this, but the no income tax for people under 100,000. I think that if you start talking, about, you got to remember, he's also going to suspend the gas tax.
Well, that's
If you start talking these economical points with the Latinos and the Hispanics, which look, if it's Steve Hilton tonight, I'm texting the guy tomorrow and be like, hey, bro, how can I help out? It's got to be you. It can't be Baccaria. I don't want it to be Baccaria.
And our focus should be on making sure that the Latinos know about him. And
Exactly.
Latinos know
Yeah.
about his
So obviously
policy.
we'll reach
Our
out.
job is to give them more exposure and
More exposure.
And-
Absolutely.
and pinpoint those.
Hey, yeah,
bullet
100,000. How
points.
how much better would your quality of life be in California with $100,000 more? If you're making $100,000, you're paying at least $30,000 in taxes, right? So you're
know, bro,
10%
it's
of that is you're literally
crazy.
You're literally going to be no income tax for under $100,000. That is $10,000 that you get to take home that you've already earned. It's nothing for free that you can go to your family, put your kids in private school, right? Invest in another home after 2 or 3 years. Like this will go a long
go.
way
But
for
in order to do
families.
that, you have to win.
Yeah, but in order to do that, you're right. Like you have to make sure that this man wins. Invite him to the carne asadas. And he would go. The thing about Steve Hilton is that he would go. Like if he's got time, he'll make time.
But you gotta tell
We're
him
gonna have
like
a
what
taco
a taco. I was about to say, bro. You gotta
No,
teach
like I'm gonna have like
the boy
I
Hilton
saw
what a
that.
taco
I'm
actually
not gonna lie. I
is.
like the man, but I saw that and I was like, oh my god, they're definitely gonna use this against him.
This guy went out. You saw that, right?
no.
Oh, I
Del
thought that's why
Taco.
you said it.
All right.
This
No,
guy,
I'm gonna have a
okay,
real-
bro.
okay,
This guy went
okay.
out there, bro, and he
Tell me.
went to a Del Taco and he called it a street taco.
Stop it.
Mind you, this man has had pupusas, like Salvadorian pupusas, something that's less well
We're
known
gonna
than the
fuck-
taco because
we're gonna cater something specifically. This is a real taco. He didn't go to Del.
what we need to do is
He
we'll
did.
make him, we'll invite him
Even
to
I
the
saw the video. Yeah.
we can invite him to a carne asada and we can
That
make
is
fun
crazy.
of him.
Imagínate.
Like it'll be a good video. Like here's a real taco. Like
Calling a
it'll
Del
be good
Taco
video.
taco a street
Let's
taco.
make it into something positive.
Then we'll make it into something positive.
Well, you have to understand.
It'll be a
it was-
learning
the-
moment.
Ven pa' acá.
We'll hit up
And we'll
Steve
teach him,
after
we'll
this
teach him
and
the
we'll let him
different
know.
kind of tacos that there
Yeah,
are.
and the
This
and the
is what's
salsa.
called al pastor.
Yes.
This one is the tripas. This is the lengua. This is the
Cabeza.
carne asada,
We should see if he'll
cabeza.
come on the
Chicharrón.
podcast on Thursday.
Huh?
Actually, we should see if he'll come on the podcast on Thursday. Take him to a taco
I was
stand.
gonna reach to whoever wins tonight. I was gonna reach out tomorrow and be like, "Hey, you guys want to be on Americanos?" And then, yeah, we can definitely do it. I think it'll be.
We'll do a Steve Hilton taco fundraiser.
You also have to keep in mind the British, they're not known for their culinary mastery.
That's true.
So it's
Pierce Morgan admitted that. I don't know if you saw Pierce
Yeah.
Morgan did an interview with Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
He's like, I love that the UK is more diverse. He's like, well, what do you love about it? He's like, our food is better. And he's like,
Dude,
bro,
that's-
are you serious? That's crazy.
He has
They
to
all
have
say
los
that.
cholos tacos
They all
or
say that.
la carreta tacos.
Oh, what's the one that you were talking about earlier today? That you Los Cuatro Vientos? Or
Yeah, but that's
Ooh,
mariscos.
that's mariscos, but that's.
I've
shrimp
never
tacos.
gone there. I'm gonna go there because I
Fire.
love
Shout out to
mariscos.
Cuatro Vientos. Man,
And the Siete Mares place. That one's really good too.
yeah. Los cholos, great tacos, and la carreta has some bomb tacos.
All right, what's the latest update for the mayor's race?
Yeah,
What are we-
I'm checking in right now.
Still the
Checking- Actually, the 270 to win.
It's
did
over.
Did that crash already?
It's over. I would say just right now. It's over. Dogs on Skid Row. Sorry, you're gonna suffer for another 4 years.
Bro, that is wild. They haven't called it yet for the lieutenant governor primary. It seems like the numbers are still coming in, but they're trickling in. It was kind of going from like 3% reported to like 14% to like 23%. Now every time I hit refresh, it's like 43.1, 43.7. They're starting to do this, bro. You know, ya empezaron con sus mañas, bro. You know, but
Our majority of your guys is following. Is it Hispanic, Latino?
oh yeah,
Mine too.
for mine, yeah.
I don't know actually.
I don't know how it happened because I really don't cater to Latinos, but
I did get a lot of like
Really, your
followers
Spanish
from
videos
Mexico
don't cater
recently.
to Latinos?
I've had like maybe the entirety of my platform. I've made maybe 3 videos in Spanish though. Like I haven't made that many videos.
Oh, so you're part of the problem.
I absolutely am part of
That's
the
what I'm
problem.
hearing. You were talking about, what do you more stuff in Spanish? I've only done 3 videos.
Yeah, I am. And the only reason I did the 3 videos was because I got a lot of pressure. Like, dude, you need to start making videos in Spanish.
No, I know. I
Yeah.
get
They want me to
you gotta
do
be
full podcasts
passionate.
in Spanish.
I think
That's
a full
hard.
podcast would be great though because nobody does those in
I've
Spanish,
done
not
one in
conservative.
Spanish, and that was with Mr. Tempo, and I struggled.
We do got a late contender here. Harambe has taken second place.
No, dude, it hit me.
Harambe has taken second place in Araceli's
I
race.
kid not. It was like 9, 10 a.m. and I was like, and it just hit me out of nowhere and I was freaking out and I was texting Sergeant, dude, like I could actually lose to a writing candidate. Like, what if I lose to a writing candidate?
I should have just put my name in there, bro.
You should just put
Screw
your
it.
name in there.
Yeah, just go vote and then just put my own name in there. I was.
That would have
bro.
been funny.
Yeah.
Not in a ha-ha way, but it would have been funny.
No,
Like, this is-
it definitely would have been a ha-ha time for you.
For you guys, like
I'm
this,
sorry,
is,
but,
this is
like-
what you get for thinking you can like can't get through the primaries without campaigning, right? Like that really
Yeah,
would have been
that's the lesson.
Hey, we've got Miss Susie Baca 4706 with another $20 donation,
Nice.
and she put Del Taco tacos on there.
nice.
Pa los tacos,
Pa los
bro. Pa los
tacos.
tacos. Hey, I appreciate you guys. We're actually about to break a record, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're up to like $60, $80, something like that.
Guys, can we beat 100?
I think we can beat 100.
I have 4 pesos in my backpack.
that's
We're
roughly
really gonna
10
need to hit
cents.
that 100 and buy some
10
tacos.
American cents.
Is that
That's
10,
awesome.
10 cents?
I don't know, something like that.
Just under, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Although señoras are
$1 is 5 pesos? No, it's like 19. It's like 18, 19 pesos.
18?
No.
No, it's like 16.
So why don't we do this?
$1.
We do
Yeah,
have
yeah.
another.
Bro, I don't
18,
know.
19 is a lot.
We do have another story that I wanted to kind of talk about. And maybe you would know a little bit about that, but are you hearing about this U.S. Freedom Festival out in D.C. to
Yes.
celebrate America's 250 years? So
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have heard the story, but it says Donald Trump is now considering canceling this Freedom Festival that he was planning. Obviously, you guys know America is turning 250 years.
The
this
UFC
year.
fight?
What
Was
are
this the
they
UFC
way?
fight?
No, this is. Is that part of the
What?
UFC or is that completely separate?
No, that's a separate
Completely
thing.
separate,
That's
right?
Does
Okay.
anybody who's watching know how we can get into that, by the way?
Benjamin
Asking for a
Netanyahu.
friend.
Benjamin Netanyahu, if you can hear
I'm not
us.
gonna lie. I would've-
If you can hear us, we
Yeah,
would
they-
love
they-
5. Make that 5 tickets to Freedom Fest.
I would kiss a wall
250.
for that.
Clip it. Clip it. All
I'm
right.
not gonna lie.
Wait.
I'm gonna somehow find a way to make it in here and be like, I know.
All right, this is the BBC saying U.S. President Donald Trump has said musical performances celebrating the country's 250th birthday should be called off after several artists have dropped out, citing the event's affiliation with the White House. Cancel it, he said in a post on True Social, calling the slate of performers overpriced and boring. As of Sunday, only a few musical acts were still scheduled to perform out of 9 featured artists originally announced on Wednesday. Martina McBride, the Commodores, Young MC, and Bret Michaels have all dropped out. Vanilla Ice, Milli Vanilli are still on for the June 26th, as is Flo Rida
Patriot.
on the second. Patriot. On July 2nd. Trump said he is now considering replacing the event with a Make America Great Again rally in which he would be the speaker. Freedom 250, the group behind the Great American State Fair concert series, was launched last year by the Trump administration, and the president appointed its CEO, but it says the event is nonpartisan. The White House is partnering with Freedom 250 on the fair part of a series of once-in-a-generation events for America's momentous anniversary. But I guess because of politics, it's looking like some of the artists are saying, I want nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Is this kind of expected? I mean,
Well,
what do you guys think?
Well, I don't buy their excuse. They're like, oh, we didn't, we just politicized it. It's like, oh, they just got backlash. That's what it is. They caved to the back. Like, how do you not know that the federal government is involved in the 250th anniversary celebration on the National Mall? Like, I don't get where
They probably just got public pressure.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
Backlash, so
although
now they gotta-
one of the artists did say that he was receiving death threats, which I wouldn't be surprised because the left's unhinged.
They are.
So I
yeah.
think that's part of it too. I wouldn't be surprised if that's also some of the reasoning as well. But so this idea like, oh, it's supposed to be a celebration for all Americans, and like it's not. I'm like, how is it not? Like it's not a GOP rally, although it's about to turn.
He's like, might as well make it a GOP.
Well,
if you
well,
think it's gonna be one, why not?
But it's like, so I don't know. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
I agree.
I mean, what do you think, bro? It's 2026. We're still doing the whole canceling people. We're still canceling people.
Apparently, these artists are like, I just think there's a lot of backlash and people ain't trying to deal with that. I don't think it's as bad as it was before.
All right,
But
sorry.
Really, I've
But
seen
if you're
it get
getting-
progressively worse.
yeah, well, if you're getting death threats,
Yeah,
that's
apparently,
pretty
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
that's pretty bad, yeah.
I mean, I
It's
think,
like,
and I
damn,
think
bro,
people
relax.
are no, and I think the issue.
I just want to sing, man.
I just want to sing and get paid.
And then the issue isn't just the death threats because I'm sure they're all used to getting some kind of threats, right? Because that's what fame brings. I think it's the fact that like the whole Charlie Kirk thing and realizing and how many assassination attempts Trump has, that people are realizing how serious it is to be associated with politics, and that those death threats aren't light
All right,
necessarily.
so decision desks 8 minutes ago for Los Angeles mayor. We got Karen Basto in the lead, 36.5%, Spencer Pratt at 30.1%, and Nithya Raman Noodles at 20.2%. So
she's too far.
She's not
apart.
making it. She's not making it, yeah.
she's not winning. And Pratt's closing the gap there a little bit. I mean, 6% is not that far off. So I mean,
Do you think the Hispanic community knew about Pratt? Like, was he very popular with the Hispanic community?
I don't think so.
Right? I think that was his problem. I think he didn't get enough exposure to
Should have
them.
been on True House of Podcast and an Americanos.
All I'm
agree.
saying is,
That's all I'm saying.
you know, did you reach out to him? Did you reach out?
Well,
to
they
his team?
reached out to me, and I think we were gonna make it happen, but I think maybe they were waiting for this to happen, and
the
them to be
general
official. Yeah,
the general
yeah.
story. No, I mean that kind of makes
well,
sense.
it kind of makes sense.
It kind of helps them out. I think it does help. I think that there was no realistic way to hit the 50% plus one vote to be able to win it outright tonight. I never foresaw that happening. But I think top two is best case scenario. And now he's got from today all the way till November to get on these podcasts, to jump on the Latino Hispanic audience and be like, this is why you should vote for me versus Karen Basura.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
man, I love that song.
That's so
I love
catchy.
that song. Oh my gosh.
No, I love how much hate
Man,
there is
Spencer
in the
has
word,
the
like
best marketing.
basura.
Whoever's in charge of his marketing campaign, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Would you guys work pro bono for me?
For real.
So we're going to jump into this next
We need
story.
catchy songs for.
We're going to jump into this next story. I'm sorry, Arisa, did you say something?
I'm
She's
begging
like,
online.
Can
Ignore
they
me.
work pro bono for me?
This girl. Have you seen the gas prices? Are you at least giving us any gas cards, bro?
Look, when I get to office, I'll make sure you don't have to worry about the gas prices.
That's
All you have to do is work pro
Clip
bono
that.
for me. Yeah.
Wait. So she's saying we get free gas? If we
I
work
do.
for a campaign?
Hold up. Hold up. I'm saying you don't have to overpay for gas.
So somebody just asked a question. How many of Steyer's voters will go toward Baccaria? I mean, realistically, I think almost
Majority.
all of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we're looking, for example, if we add in,
all of them.
if we add Steve Hilton, he's at 1,080,000. You add in Chad Bianco's, which is another 454,000. We're looking at about almost 1.5 mil. With if you add in Javier's plus Tom Steyer's, we're looking at
1.8, 1.9.
basically 1.85. But you also got to consider we've got Katie Porter. We've got Antonio. So Katie Porter's at 204,000.
Pretty much every other notable candidate too. So
Might be going toward
a
Javier.
Democrat. So So the
Yo,
thing
your
is,
boy
it's still
Eric
a million.
Swalwell still coming in clutch with
I'm
the
telling
16,000
you.
votes.
That's crazy. This will tell you that
16,000 people still voted for him.
Did they just really not know that he's not in the race?
No, there was
Like-
men. It was all the degenerates that were like that is who I
All
want to
the
be.
degenerates.
They're like, oh, they found him in a room with a hooker. That's the guy.
That's my guy.
That's my guy.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
They're
sorry.
Just, they just hate him because he's.
Sorry for party rocking.
Yeah, I thought this was America.
There
I
are
thought
men wondering, like, what's wrong with that? Why did he get canceled for that? I guarantee you.
Men are such pigs.
How
Women
dare
are
we?
just as bad.
We do have an update in the Sonia Shaw race. She is still leading commandedly. We have her at almost 25% at 808,000. And this is with about 50% of the
She's
reporting
awesome.
in. Second place, Richard Barrera at 20, not even 20%, 19.6%. So she still continues to lead there. And then let's see if we have anything for Araceli. Oh, Harambe again.
I'm gonna make T-shirts that say
Vote for Harambe.
Harambe
For Araceli.
for Araceli.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
I guarantee you that's gonna sell.
Those who were 100. If Harambe were alive, he would vote for Araceli.
That's the one.
Harambe endorses Araceli for
Harambe endorses Araceli. You know what? Let me have ChatGPT draw that up for me before I forget.
I thought she was kidding, bro.
Oh,
No,
she's
she's
serious.
dead ass.
She's dead ass.
She's dead ass, bro. That is crazy.
Oh, that's too funny.
And I just hit refresh on the gubernatorial race, but it doesn't look like we have anything there yet.
Right, mayors, same.
What about
Mayor's
mine?
the same too?
Do I still only have 30,000 or did I get more?
Yeah, that's what I just checked.
Wait, it's the same?
It's the same.
53,000, 32,000.
That's still half of what that's really good.
Oh,
That's really good.
slight. We do have a slight one as of right now.
I love
one
being
more
delusional.
percent. Steve Hilton is still up, 26.7.
So I don't know if you guys were seeing this, but there was this person who I believe is in. Well, she says she's very involved in the Pacific Palisades area. Her name is Kaye, and she's been like a big like Spencer Pratt hater. And so I bookmarked this a couple weeks ago. She says, prediction, Spencer Pratt does not advance past the primary. I'm very involved in the Palisades and know most people in our community. Even I'm surprised by how many have told me they aren't voting for him. One neighbor said today he wouldn't vote for Pratt for honorary mayor. LOL. Nah. LA ain't electing this clown. Sorry, MAGA. Well, okay. It looks like you're wrong. He is going to make it to the primary.
Make sure you screenshot that in case they delete
They
it.
delete it.
Yeah.
I'm
As soon as he's,
I got to quote. Well, once everything's once he's officially, and I don't want.
But still screenshot.
Oh no, it's been
Yeah,
it's
definitely
been
want a
screenshot, bookmarked, put on the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, there was a lot of people saying that he wouldn't even make it top 2.
Yeah,
I was like, you're getting paid.
It-
I
I-
hope
well-
you're at least
well,
getting paid to be this stupid
again,
online.
you have to keep in mind the low bar that is Los Angeles. I could also see that happening. But no, I think because I do remember seeing because he's been very involved with the dogs on Skid Row, and I know I keep referring to that, but he was like all on that issue, and I like Spencer Pratt's running. Like, oh, that's interesting. Like I do wonder like how serious of a candidate he's going to be. And it wasn't until that initial ad showing the homes where like it really did kind of like help bring him back into the spotlight to where like like this is obviously reality TV star. He doesn't have experience, but he gets the issue.
But like
this
government
big
was
issue.
never meant to have people with experience. It wasn't meant for people to become career politicians. It was always meant for the average person to represent the average person.
Yeah, and yeah, sure. Like Spencer Pratt's not necessarily an average person, but that doesn't matter because he understands.
He's also educated,
He
right?
understands.
So like, I don't understand why people say, "Oh, he's just a reality star." Like that's what he decided. That's what made him money. That's not necessarily.
That's not his end all be all.
Yeah, that's not his end all be all.
And also, that was what 20 years ago.
But
The Hills.
oh,
Yeah, like I mean, that was a long time ago. I mean, the dude was making Instagram videos about his hummingbirds. I mean, like, come on, who doesn't
he
want?
was selling crystals on TikTok.
Yeah, well, he is going to put the homeless and the drug addicts into the crystals. He's gonna entomb them for 1,000 years.
But I think that speaks a lot about the state of California, where you have people who would have never gotten involved in politics if it wasn't for how bad it was, getting involved because they believe in the state and they want to see people. They want to see change.
Look, I like to hate on California a lot, but it is unfortunate to see because like there's so much there is so much good, and like every time I come to Los Angeles, there are still places that I like to go, things I like to do.
Oh my gosh, she actually got the Harambe endorsed.
You got the endorsement.
I'll send
Throw
it to you
it
right
up,
now.
throw it up on the screen. Show
I'll
it on the
send it to you
phone.
right now so you can put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, send it to me. See if I can post it.
Should I
Okay,
post this?
for the people asking kind of how Sonia Shaw, so she is again one of those people that's the top 2 advanced for her superintendent race. So it's looking like she is leading strongly in her race, and so I assume she's going to win. She's been leading the entire night, and when she makes it, she'll be able to make it over to the November election.
But
And
vote for her in the general.
I mean, dude, yeah, man, dude, she's so far ahead. 813,000 votes. She just passed the 25%. That's crazy, man. That's
Someone
happening
said
in
if
a state like
Araceli wants to
California.
win in November, she'll have to gain over 10,000 Democratic voters. No, I don't actually. I just got to get Republicans to turn out, which is easier.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually am doing really well for somebody who didn't spend a dime campaigning. But no, I just got to get Republicans to turn out.
We're just waiting for that mayor, and we're waiting for that governor, bro. You know, that's all.
Well, how's it looking, bro?
I mean, dude, we don't really have much. Oh shoot, let me see.
Unless they just like sweeping a few votes under the rug or something like that.
What are they
I
doing
can smell
over
that
there?
pastor right now.
If you didn't
I
see
know,
me on
right?
the ballot, it was because I'm in District 30. So you could only vote for me if you're within that district.
But you can donate.
But you can donate if I'm because I can win.
What do
I
we need to do for you
donations.
to win?
Fundraise. I need money so I can.
Okay. How much?
Volunteers.
I need at least 90,000 more, which is doable. It's doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And volunteers with door knocking.
Volunteers with door knocking.
Gotta knock those doors. Make
So I
those
need
those
volunteers,
calls.
guys. I need volunteers and I need donations. I'm
And
not
where do they
starting
donate?
OnlyFans.
So where can people donate?
Araceli4ca.com.
Speaking to the
Go
mic.
donate.
But do you have that on your link?
Araceli4ca.com. I do have it. My link is in my bio.
How do you spell Araceli?
Araceli.
There we go. That's just for my own benefit. I had no idea.
It's different. Most people spell it with a Y.
So
Oh my gosh, you learned how to look at you.
What?
You learned how to pull up stuff on the YouTube. Holy smokes, bro. It only took 2 months.
That guy's the
I'm,
best
I'm
right
kidding,
there.
bro. I don't want you yelling at me again.
Hey guys,
No,
I
dude, that's good.
appreciate it because we can win. So if you guys want to donate, go donate. It'll make a difference.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. You don't have to live in the district to donate to someone.
Yeah.
You don't even have to vote. You don't have to live to vote.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You
You don't even have to be
live
alive
here.
to
You don't have to
vote.
be. You don't even have
You
to be
have to be
alive.
alive to vote. I wonder how many people who passed away voted this election.
Guess we'll find out in 2 days.
Marcel, it's refresh. Oh my god.
Yeah, for the mayor's race, it's still saying like too early to call.
You know what I want to see tomorrow, which we'll get a better idea how many Republicans voted in that district but didn't vote for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be like that's going to be key.
Wait, is Karen Bass speaking? I think someone just said that Karen Bass is speaking.
How do you
Can we
volunteer? You can also
see-
sign up.
let me
Link
see
in
here.
bio. Sign
Go
up
to
for
go to
volunteer
YouTube.
sheets,
Go
and
to the
you'll get
YouTube
an
link
email.
and see if just type
for
in
our
like
next
Karen
thing.
Bass and see if we can.
Oh yeah, she says we are a union town. Ugh.
Oh,
Where are you
shut
seeing
your
it?
pie.
Roxanne Hodge just
Oh.
just tweeted that.
See if you can pull it.
You can
up.
always donate if you don't live in my district. It'll help. You can come volunteer.
Yeah, Pride is doing really good tonight as well.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
What do we got?
I love you. I
Ew.
appreciate you. I appreciate you for believing in me. I appreciate
Okay,
you
Kami.
for standing with me.
What tab are you looking
when
at?
others doubted me, because you know who I am. I have devoted my entire life
You're
to
lying.
serving the city that I love, where I was born, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Oh
All the
wow!
way to victory in November. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ew.
Thank you.
Basura.
Congratulations, Mayor Karen Bass.
Mayor Karen Bass.
I hate you.
As Conan just said,
Bro, again, I'm
very,
telling
very
you.
strong speech.
Well, because I
She
saw
is
someone say, because
energized
Rick
tonight.
Caruso got like
She said,
35% in
"No
the first
one defies Angelinos.
round of voting, apparently.
You stood with me so
And-
far.
Is there a way to pull up? Sorry, is there a way to pull up that whole speech real quick?
Yeah.
I think you should be able to just kind of go to like YouTube. No, let me see here. Okay, yeah, just kind of like rewind it. I kind of want, if you guys don't mind, we'll just like tune in or whatever.
There was a lot of people voting for Bass just because she was black too.
Oh, I saw those
Yeah.
videos. They're like, "Are you voting for Mayor Bass?" Like, yeah. Like, how come? Like,
She's black.
Black pride.
And then they like immediately after they're like, hey, do you know that a lot of white people are voting for Spencer because he's white and they're white? And they're like, yeah, it's a shame. People really shouldn't be voting based off of
When
race.
a black queen talks, I sit down and I listen. All right, that's what I do.
Her base.
I can see it now, but I can't hear it, bro.
Oh, it's a photo.
No, bro. We're talking about the video. We're asking if you can rewind the video.
Finished it.
Didn't they
But
read
can't you
her
rewind it?
policies?
No.
The worst part about like Bass is that you don't even have to read her policies. You just have to see her record. Like California, Los Angeles, as it stands, is proof of how efficient or inefficient she is as a candidate. Look at where we are. You don't have to read her policies to understand that she's extremely inefficient. She's enabled the corruption that we see in California. She's the problem. Why would you continue to vote for the problem?
Because they're stupid.
That's it. Like, right? Like,
Keep
there is
going. I just keep going back to that.
it's like it's so frustrating. You're just sitting here like
It's like rule 1, they're stupid. Rule 2, see rule 1. You know,
We
it's
need to
just,
go-
that's just what it is. I mean,
we need to go to a Bass rally and then start interviewing people. Like, what inspired you to vote for Bass?
well, I saw this one video where, I think it was just Jesse Waters' show, and he did interview like a Karen Bass voter, and he's like, well, you know, like what's like name an accomplishment, and he's like, well, I can't think of one. It's like, oh, but you're gonna vote for it. Like, yeah, I'll vote for it again. Like, oh my god, yeah. I mean, I don't.
Identity politics.
It's just people.
Do you think
They get used to the
just
fall.
living in that mess?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean the same thing with Skid Row. Like the people who live there, they have it easy. Because one thing I noticed when I was walking down there recently with the dog rescue team, no one asks you for money. They don't ask for money. They ask, "What do you have? What do you have to give me?" And it's just because like they get all this. I mean, they don't have to pay taxes. They get to do their drugs and live carefree as much as carefree as you can be in that situation. So of course people aren't going to want to leave out of this situation.
Dude, they're so picky. I used to be a raging leftist, and I would go out there and
Really?
I'd give them food. Like I would like spend 4 hours of my morning cooking breakfast and go and hand out food to these people, and they're way pickier than I am. Like they would open up the food and see what it was and be like, "Nah, here," and they'd throw it back at you.
Yeah.
When I'm hungry, like you get me to the point where I'm 1 hour past like when I should have eaten, and I'll eat anything. I'm not sitting there being picky about it. And going out there and really working around these people changed was a huge part of the reason why I changed
Red
my
pill.
perspective. They red pilled me.
Yeah, red
I'm
pill.
like, I've never seen hungry people be so picky.
Well, because they're not hungry.
'Cause they're not
Because
hungry.
they're gonna get something else. Like
Yeah, they literally said they would be like, "Oh no, they had something better, so I'm gonna go around the corner because there's so many government programs, there's so many people
So
handing out
just
food."
real quick, people in the comments are asking about Rob Bonta. So Rob Bonta did win the Attorney General race, but he won it for the Democrats. And then we've got Michael Gates that won it for the Republicans. So Rob Bonta, I don't know if there was miscommunication or whatever. Rob Bonta did win, but he ended up winning it for the Democrats. So we still have that general election coming up in November in which you will be able to decide between the Democrat Rob Bonta or the Republican Michael Gates. And the thing is Michael Gates was actually not that far behind from Rob Bonta.
Congratulations,
we'll see.
Attorney General Rob Bonta.
What
I
is-
hate you.
What
Shut up.
does goy mean? What does goy mean? I'm
my
curious.
gosh.
We're about. They're about to shut us down. They're about
Wait,
to.
who just asked you that?
There's people are saying something about goy. I just saw goy and I don't know what it means.
We'll tell you
You
when
wanna-
we'll tell you when you're
Oh,
older.
You wanna take that away?
No, I'm not touching that.
I'll chat GBT this.
Do you know what a goy is, GR?
I have no idea.
Why? Just do Google.
Really? You've never heard the word goy before?
Or goyim? You ever heard
Goyim?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
that? Man,
Why? Sounds like-
No, I'm being serious. What is it?
Chat. What? So, does someone want to donate to the stream and then let us know what the
What
word
is it?
goy
What is it?
means or goyim? You really don't know what goyim?
That's right.
It's a thing that.
Yeah, tell us.
No,
Tell
I
us.
no,
It's okay. It's okay, bro.
because I don't like touching that stuff, man. It just-
What is
So
that
it's
stuff?
inappropriate.
No, it's not inappropriate. No, it's like this. It's just Google it. You have your phone, right?
It
Just-
says it refers to non-Jews.
yeah, that's all it is.
Why was that so hard to say?
Well, because as soon as you start talking about that topic, everyone goes. Everyone. You can't have a normal
they'll probably
conversation.
end our
What
live
is
stream.
what is that topic though? Like what are you trying to say here?
You know, right? Oh my god.
What? Tell me, bro.
Anyway, we're here to talk about.
like we're going to talk about the election.
We're talking about California.
I
the
like how
election.
he was like, no.
He's like, I'm
How
really
about them
not
Del
going there.
Tacos?
Yeah, but
Why are you guys stressed out? Like the election, we basically know the result of all the elections now. What is stressing you guys out about the election?
well, no.
I think she's talking to her chat. She's live on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm talking.
And she loves to do this thing where she just
Wait, she's on 2 streams right now.
Yeah,
3 streams.
Are we live on your Twitch?
Yeah, I think we're still
I
live
don't
on
even
your
think
Twitch.
did anybody show up to the Twitch stream? I never promoted it at all.
So all this goes to all your platforms?
I guess now I know.
Well, that's what we're trying out. Like if we would have been able to get on X as well, that would have been
Okay.
really good.
Sergio's
But
doing his thing.
Yeah.
oh, we got a little.
Dude, I don't even know how to turn that on. Like I'm sitting there trying to figure it out myself. I'm like, okay, how do I look at the chat? How do I know if I'm live?
Oh, we got another donation from the homie Wake Up with Linda out of Florida.
What?
What did she say?
She put Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
Thank you, Linda.
With the $10 spot. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
the
Linda.
homie. Those were for the tacos.
That's right.
Man, dude, Shabbat Shalom, huh?
That's not till Friday, so a little early. But you know what? We'll take it. Well, we'll take it.
That's funny, dude.
Anyway, moving on.
So we do have a little bit of an update. We've got a little bit higher percentage now, and we've got Mr. Steve Hilton with 1.1 million, officially hitting the 1.1, leading the pack, 26.7% of the vote. Mr. Baccaria, 25.8, Tom Steyer at 19.6, and Chad Bianco at 11.3.
Damn.
I know. It's like,
Okay.
We saw this
so
coming
we have
from
to
a
acknowledge
mile
we have to
away,
acknowledge that kind of like people were like pretty. I don't know if how serious, but they were like pretty like floating the possibility like, oh, we might have two GOP in the jungle primary. That'd be so great. And I'm like, yeah, it would. I just don't see that happening.
Well, it was and a
gonna
lot of
push
people were in
for
my comment
Baccaria.
section like, "Oh my God, how do we go from having 2 Republicans in the leading the primaries to like having the possibility of none? They have to be cheating." And I was like, "No, they just hadn't. The Democrats hadn't pushed or consolidated after a single or even 2 candidates. There was still it was out
It was
there.
up in the air. There was a lot of undecided.
There was a lot of undecided.
And also, what people. I just don't like election time, election season, because it's all about polling, because that's all they can do as they're waiting. So it's just like a polling game, and like polling.
It's also the best way to see like where you stand.
I mean,
it's not the most accurate.
to a certain extent, but
somebody said the silver lining today is that we never have to hear from Katie Porter again.
oh, that would be great.
Amazing.
If she gets married again, we'll hear from her. Watch.
Exactly.
Why?
Yo, is Jorge actually really still coming?
Yeah, dude.
Call him.
Why?
Call him. See where he's at. Just leave the
He's like my doppelganger is in for me, so yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not Jorge for the last time.
I mean, I think Jorge like wants to like stay here to like it's cold. 20 minutes.
Dude, he's gonna be
My
out
boy's
for
really
10
coming
minutes.
out, bro.
Dude.
That is crazy.
I thought he couldn't make it in today. That's
Tell
why.
him to just pass by and bring the tacos over.
Actually, yeah. Tell him to stop by to get the tacos.
Tell him to bring food.
Pick up
I'm
some
gonna bring some food, bro. I'm hungry.
Right?
It's my
Hungry, bro.
bedtime.
That is funny. We do need some grub. Some pizza would be nice. Some New York style pizza.
Pizza would be nice.
Ramen is speaking right now on ABC7.
What is she saying? What is she
Oh,
saying?
can we pull up ABC7?
Can we just go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
No, go ahead, bro.
You
Yeah,
don't have to
do
ask
what
for
you gotta do.
permission.
Yeah, bro, you're
Like,
good.
He's like,
No, no, no.
he's like,
no,
is somebody gonna yell
just
at me?
Make sure you go behind the cameras.
I will yell at
Dale,
you.
bro.
No, because when I do my podcast, imagine somebody would just get up.
I think it's different because it's
Nah,
two
you're good, bro.
people though.
All right, what do we got here? What do we got?
Here they were just especially brazen because here
I do gotta get up and stretch for a second.
Yeah, dude, I sat on a plane for 5 hours.
I never wear t-shirts. I feel like this is so
You want to fight
unserious.
for working people at the expense of corporate profits?
I never wear t-shirts. I feel like
Watch
this feels so
corporations
unserious.
do everything in their power to stop you.
Just leave it on.
Usually they try harder to hide what they're doing. And usually they're
Hey guys, so I get to
confident
carry the
that if they
podcast. Oh wait,
spend
we're
enough,
listening.
Whoever's threatening their
Right, I
profits,
thought we were listening to
be forced
something.
to back down and go away. This is how working
All right,
people
so
have been
follow
priced
me
out
on
of our
everything.
politics.
Araceli
This
Unfiltered
is how the
everywhere. Go
system
vote for me. Go
protects
donate
itself.
for me. Let's be real. The only reason you guys are all here is because of me.
I'm still on the diet.
So you're
I got
welcome.
tacos.
I'm just kidding.
All right, cameras just on you.
Oh,
All right. You gotta spit your.
now what am I supposed to say
You're
now?
supposed to say, hey, guys, the ones that are listening, all your family members and friends that live in District 30.
Guys, we need an army. That's how we win. Everybody you know in District 30, even if you're not in District 30, if you're within 2 hours driving distance, there's no excuse for you to not come out and help me. There's no excuse for you to not come out and donate. There is no, I hope you win. I'm not doing this for me. If it was up to me, guys, I could be doing a whole lot of other stuff. The reality is we want to fix California. We're fighting for a better California. And the only way I can do that is with you. So you guys got to come out. You guys got to volunteer. You guys got to donate. This is how we win. This is how we unseat Bob Archuleta. If not, California's going to stay on the same path. Even if we get a Republican governor, you guys don't understand that we have a supermajority in California. 2/3 supermajority can pass whatever legislation or veto whatever the governor does. Meaning that unless you guys actually go out to vote for your senators, your assemblymen, nothing in California is going to change. We need to make a difference. And the only way we make a difference is realistically is how you win elections is volunteers and donations.
All right, I'm gonna add you. We're adding the screen of the mayor race. They still haven't updated. It's still the same.
All right, put it on me, bro. Araceli, if you want to take the.
Somebody says giving broke vibes because I'm asking for money for a campaign.
Wait, who?
How do you think campaigns run?
All right. Serge, can I get the...
All right, well, now it's my break.
Yeah, there we go. We do have a $2 donation. Mr. Julio Berina says, I hope the GOP holds when those mail-in ballots come. So, I mean, we already do have some races that have been called. We have the Attorney General, the Secretary of State. It's looking like Sonia Shaw, obviously, will also be advancing. She's holding strong elite. She's the superintendent race. And then we've got Miss Araceli Martinez herself. She'll be advancing. So she's on the podcast, but also
Sorry,
she'll
if you
be
could just see JR right now, he's acting like he just ran like a mile.
my boy out there.
he's just
I know he's hurting out there, but dude, we've got Steve Hilton, and he's still holding on pretty strong, as well as a top leader here, which I think is surprising a lot of people. I think a lot of people did not expect Steve Hilton to perform so well. I think that it's interesting because a lot of people thought that he was going to lose because of the splitting of the vote.
not
They were
getting
thinking-
not getting the top two. You mean?
Not getting that touch too.
Right.
And the thing is, it's so tiring, bro. It really is like so tiring because people do this every single election. This guy needs to drop out because if not, he's gonna split the vote. Yada yada yada. And it's like, dude, how many times? See, this is the problem with people that don't understand politics. They start attacking these other Republicans, saying you need to drop out. You're being selfish. You need to this. I can't tell you how many people months ago were telling me we're splitting the vote. This is not, dude. Democrats were not worried. ¿Qué pasó?
Hold on, I'm pulling something up right now. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, but Sergio's pulling something up. Pero what if Democrats had 15 candidates and they're not worried about splitting the vote? Why should Republicans be worried about splitting the vote? There was higher odds of 2 Republicans advancing than no Republicans advancing. And look what's happening now with Steve Hilton. So again, bro, these are panicans. These are people that don't understand politics. These are people that are trying to fearmonger you, telling you you're going to split the vote. Oh, you're going to split the vote. You're going to split the vote. Stop listening to these influencers, bro. Start paying attention to the people that actually understand politics. You know, like, come on. How many times do I have to tell you guys this? We were worried about a split vote, and you've got Steve Hilton at number 1, bro. Guaranteed the number 1 spot. Come on.
Nithya Raman just is conceding.
Is she?
Yeah, hold on.
We're gonna confirm that.
Interesting. It's looking like we have a major update coming out of...
The ramen noodle has been slurped.
Basically.
Ramen's dropping out, apparently.
I'm not seeing that report.
Well, we will verify in a few.
Let me
Is
see
it true,
here.
sir?
Nithya Raman.
Ramen noodles.
Let's see here what it talks like.
They call it
Let's go
ramen
to
noodles.
latest.
Not very tasty, that one.
With some tapatio, they
That is the
pretty
ramen
tasty.
campaign
Some
temple.
tapatio and limon.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it personally.
Well, it could be fake news.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, maybe. You know, I think it's only a matter of time, to be honest. I think that we will see that update here pretty soon. Do we have any updates on the mayoral race? It's looking with about 50%. We're still kind of, I mean, we got a tiny bit. We got a 46.6%. So it's not even halfway there, but it is looking like Karen Bass and Spencer Pratt will move forward to the November election.
So interesting enough, about an hour ago, Zachary Donini, I think that's how you say it, Donini, he said, because he's with Vote Hub, he says, don't expect Vote Hub to call the election for the mayor race or the governor's race because both contests likely need more of the late mail ballot trail, and we should learn more tomorrow night after the first late mail drops arrive.
So there might be a slight chance. There might be a slight chance in which we do see a well, the mayor's race is not called,
Not
or
officially
the governor's.
called. Not officially called.
They just keep saying too close to call. You know. And then we've got echoes. And then
Sergio, we got an echo.
Sergio, we got an echo. All right. We do also have another donation for the night. This is coming from Miss Karina Powers. $50 para ahí le va para sus tacos.
Oh, muchas
There we go,
gracias.
bro.
Muchas
There we
gracias,
go,
Miss
bro.
Raza.
There we go.
We can eat now.
She gave us $50.
I know. Hey, bro. I like that.
We could get the beefsteak tacos
Yeah.
now.
I know. Now we can
Thank
afford the
you,
good
thank
stuff.
Now
bro,
we can
yeah.
find the good.
Guys, let's get another donation to see if we can buy sodas with our tacos.
Oh. Hey, also, I want to let you know you have your charger plugged in, but on the top right, it doesn't look like it's actually charging.
Oh, no, I disconnected it so my laptop wouldn't die.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's crazy how right now we're at 46% for the city of Los Angeles, right? Which is about just under. Oh, it is updated.
What did?
The mayor's race?
It's updated. Bass is at 136, Pratt 111, and Ramen at 76.
Yeah, it was like a slight. It was like
Yeah,
a
it was
like a 2%. That's
It's-
what I'm telling you. This is when it starts trickling in, and there's just going to be some races, bro, that probably will not be called tonight. And I think, unfortunately, it's good news for Jorge because he's on his way. So this is like yes.
Is he bringing food or should I can always?
He's not bringing food.
You guys want me? I can Uber eat some
By the
food
time he
over. We
gets
can
here,
get some
we're
pizza.
gonna- We're gonna wrap up, man. I do have a life.
Really?
My boy's ditching us.
He's like, I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah, and I think I'm just gonna drive to some authentic taco place called Del Taco on the way home.
Hey, bro.
We actually should do that. We should get. No, I really don't like Del Taco. Not even for the meme.
I've
know what
actually,
tacos I
I've
do
actually
like?
never had Del Taco in my life.
I
you
did
guys are gonna
college
judge
when
me
I was
for
at
this one.
university.
Oh, no,
there was
here
a
we go.
Del Taco
Taco
down
Bell.
the street.
You're gonna say Taco Bell?
Jack in the Box tacos with a bunch of
the
hot
red
sauce.
sauce.
Did you guys
The
hear this?
99 cents. No. Okay, but listen, I only get them in
No.
like when I'm like, it's late. I just gotta
Dude.
grab something, and there's no real taco place open.
Well, not in that.
Like-
not in our area. Not
But
in, yeah.
I like them with buttermilk, so I dip it in buttermilk. And,
You know,
if you
wanna-
go over
you know-
to the Linwood and
you know-
Maywood area, you're gonna find real good tacos that are open till like 2 or 3 a.m.
You want to hear a very crazy story, JR? Very crazy.
to me.
True story, by the way.
All right.
So we have an individual. I won't say her name, but this person clowns on the tacos at the corner that we have here, right? Saying these are disgusting. These are not real tacos, etc. So she said, I'm going to go with my friend and we're going to go get real tacos. I'm like, hey, no, I get it. These tacos are not for everybody. This and that. So I'm driving home. My notification pops up. This certain person goes live on their Instagram. Again, I'm not going to say the name of this individual that hates the tacos in the corner. And why is this person on the live and they're, you know what tacos they went to go get?
Oh, God. What tacos?
Jack in the Box tacos.
I wasn't eating tacos. I was eating a burger.
No, it
That's
was
It was a
tacos.
burger.
Tacos. Bro,
Jumbo Jack?
I had not, dude.
dude.
I had not
No
had
mames.
I had not had a Jack in the Box burger in like 10 years.
I haven't had.
And my friend goes,
I like their breakfast though. I ain't gonna lie. I
Jack
haven't
in
had
the
a
Box.
burger.
I've actually never had their
"You
breakfast
help-
stuff.
you can't
ever.
mess up
Extreme
pancakes and
sausage
eggs."
sandwich. You can't
You
mess
can.
up
Literally
breakfast.
cannot.
Believe
No.
it or not, you can.
Where? Who messes that up?
I don't know. There's somewhere out there.
I don't think so. I don't think you can mess up. sausage
McDonald's. I
ones.
mean McDonald's.
Karen Bass for sure.
No,
messes
she
up.
for sure does.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
you know what?
like
Yeah,
that.
She would burn the pancakes.
I heard from a good
Yeah,
source that she can't
She'd have
cook.
a homeless
yeah.
person
Yeah.
do drugs on her pancakes.
Yeah, there
Her
you go.
pancakes
and then
have
shit
needles.
on the top of the stacks.
Yeah, there you go.
But in my defense, it was like my friend was tired. It was a day before we were supposed to go to my kickoff. So she was like, tomorrow night we're gonna stay up all night. She's like, okay, we're gonna go home because I wanted to go to Ojos Locos because it was the only place that was open. It was the only place that was open. They have good chicken.
Ojos Locos?
They have
You
good
say?
chicken. They have
Really?
good chicken. They do. And they have really good apps. But
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. They got really
get your
good.
mind out of the gutter, JR.
I was like, damn, girl. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
beating. Dude,
sleep
I'm not
deprived
beating
right
the
now, so right now
allegations.
I'm like, what?
I'm not beating the allegations. I had like 10 people DM me, "Happy Pride Month." But that's not the point. The point is we're supposed to go somewhere else, and she's like, "You know what? I'm tired. I want to go home. We're gonna be up all night. Let's go sleep. Let's just grab something that's quick." And Jack in the Box was the only thing that was there. I would not have gotten it otherwise.
You gotta have the 99-cent tacos with a bunch of hot sauce.
Wait, are these still
And
99 cents?
Well, probably not, but dip it in buttermilk.
Oh, see, he's faking. He doesn't like Jack in the Box. He hasn't been there in years. Oh,
No, I'm not. I just order them and I pay. I just give me 2 orders of the tacos, so it's 4. I don't know. I might have to do that tonight.
well, okay.
We
It's
did-
like it's Downey
real
though.
quick.
There's nothing in Downey that's open late. Like after 8 o'clock, you can't get anything
Just
else.
Jack
It's
in the
ju-
Box
literally-
on Florence
and McDonald's.
McDonald's.
So we did miss one donation real quick. Sorry for John Mejia 4918 $10. Things would change if the Jorge Venturas of the world would actually vote. Definitely need to podcast live to inform the Spanish only voters.
People
Oh,
were
okay.
tagging him in my comment section saying like, "Yeah, Jorge Ventura needs to get out to vote because he doesn't vote for candidates."
Oh,
Wait, did he say that?
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, don't worry.
No,
He's on his way in.
Yeah,
He
we
can
can-
beat
we
his
can
ass
roast
there.
him right
no,
now.
100%.
No, it's just funny. Like that is a total. That is just a total Jorge excuse. Like, oh no, I just don't.
Yeah, I just don't vote.
He
I
said
don't
it
wa-
messes with his journalism. He's not telling
He said
people
you
who
can't
he
really
votes
be.
for.
He said
No.
you can't really be an unbiased reporter if you are voting for Republicans.
Yeah,
or
yeah, you know who knows? You know who makes that same excuse? Freaking Jim Acosta.
Damn, Jorge Ventura.
Jim Acosta has made that. He's like, I believe it's been a while, but I believe he has said that in the past before. That might have
But
changed.
the thing is, he's
That-
so biased. So
Well, this is when he was still
he
at
can't
CNN.
even pretend to
He
be
was
an
still at
unbiased.
CNN, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But okay, but still, even at CNN, he was still
Yeah,
like being
that's so-
being a total
Democratic
yeah,
shill.
being a fucking or freaking tomate or whatever.
Yeah. What do you think, JR? You think that if you want to be a true journalist, be unbiased, that you shouldn't be able to vote?
That you need to be honest with the people and
Yeah.
tell them who you're going to vote for, and that's it.
I think so too, bro.
I just think
But I mean, you don't even need to tell people. You can just
I
Cover
agree.
the
No,
news,
see,
yeah.
covering politics, I think.
he covers. But you don't like if you're covering the
I like
protest.
Jorge, so you know what? I'll plead the 5th.
Damn, nah.
No,
If I am fifth?
Look, I love Jorge too. I love Jorge too. But
Only if you're old, you'll get that
he
joke. You're too
is-
young.
Jorge is a special character in our
Yeah, I
lives.
agree.
He's
I
a-
agree. He's interesting.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy, but
We really like
But like, I just don't
he's a
see
little,
like
he's a little out of the box.
who?
you're
Me or who? Oh, okay.
you're
Yeah, he's fixing the
covering
lenses.
if you're covering the
But-
protest, what does who you voted for matter?
Yeah,
How is it going to change
you
anything?
know who's someone that's actually pretty good at that too is Elix Michelson. Elix Michelson works. Well, now he actually works at CNN.
Now he's at CNN.
But dude, he's actually one of the best reporters that I've seen out there. He covers everything. You really have no idea which way he swings, and not sexually, by the way. But I mean politically, like. But that's the thing. It kind of goes into it. And,
Why'd you have to say
so
swing?
what I told Jorge, and I hope that this is maybe like what we're
You
what
better be
we're,
bringing
we're
some
able to
food,
do is.
'cause-
He really better be bringing food.
I really
know, I'm
doubt
just gonna
he's,
order DoorDash.
Yeah, I
gonna be
highly
bringing in the
doubt
food.
he's gonna bring food.
I
yeah.
think I'm gonna get pizza.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I figured. Well, it's fine. We don't want to burden the El Salvadorian.
Yeah, let me see here.
Our stream was so cool. He was like, I have to come and hop on for 10 minutes.
What's up?
Wrap it up for him.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Jorge's on his way.
No, but for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. So, Mr. JR, wanted to say thank you, bro. I know
This
it's
was
a
fun.
late night. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Hey, I never stay up this late.
Thank you.
But for you guys, I did.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you hopping on the stream, and thank you for being here, bro. Where can people find you if they want to follow you? Where can people find you? Tell us a little about your podcast.
You could follow me on True Hustle Podcast on TikTok, YouTube. For sure, follow me on YouTube, Instagram. And you could also follow my personal page at JR Jimenez Ari.
All right, there we go, bro. Thank you so much for being
My
here
brother.
on election night. Appreciate you. We'll
Thanks
definitely have
for
to have you
coming.
back.
guys. This was fun.
Thank you, bro.
It's time for me to probably get me some tacos.
He's going to go to Jack in the
You're gonna
Box.
go Jack in the Box with
gonna
the
go-
buttermilk.
I think so.
You hyped it up already.
And you know what?
That's
Now
what you're
he's
gonna be thinking
craving
about
it.
now.
Since we had a pretty good night, I might get me some jalapeno poppers.
Oh, damn.
Ándale, güey.
My boy's
There we
waking up
go.
at 2 with the
There we
heartburn,
go.
dog. My boy's gonna be like,
Bye.
vieja,
heartburn.
vieja, get the heartburn pills. Thank you, bro.
And when you get 40, then you start experiencing things that you're like, what the?
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you coming in, man. So for those of you still tuned in, we do have Mr. Jorge Ventura on his way. So if you're a down ass fool with the high socks like Tom Steyer, you're gonna be waiting for Jorge Ventura. He should be coming in any
All right.
second now.
If that's the
We
case-
cannot talk if Sergio is not in here.
I will be ordering DoorDash.
You want okay? What do you want? What do you guys feel like eating? We're
you
gonna
want
get some food.
pizza?
Your guys' donation. I'm done with some pizza.
I can't have pizza right now.
What can
what can you
you
have?
have?
I can have tacos. I was saying, like,
What about if we get wings?
no, dude?
Usually pizzerias have wings.
Dude, okay, the diet that I'm on is like,
It's gay.
yes.
What's
Imagine
your
not
diet?
being able to.
It's-
what diet are you on? You're like a babe, two
He's like,
big
I
nights,
can
bro.
only
It's not a weight loss diet. It's not a
Okay.
weight loss diet. But it's
Are you on peptides?
no, it's not.
You're on peptides?
I'm on.
Wait, if you're on peptides, you can't have carbs?
Yeah.
You can have carbs?
Yeah.
You can have carbs on the Ozempic.
I'm not on Ozempic.
Ozempic.
I'm on Reddit.
I feel like everything's on something.
Wait, is that
Everybody's on
Ozempic? Is that the Ozempic jingle? I don't even know.
Levels are down at 133.
Are we pressing buttons? What are we doing? We've got no. I know.
Okay, well,
we've got.
okay, what's the
so
latest?
we're ordering pizza. What kind of pizza do you want?
Wait, what can you
pepperoni?
eat?
I'll just
Pepperoni.
go get the tacos from down the street. And I'll come right back.
You
No,
want
no.
pineapple
What do you-
pizza?
what do you
That
wanna
is
eat?
controversial,
What can you
bro.
eat?
No, I can have tacos.
The
If
Dodgers
there's
won.
like a
Who
DoorDash
gives a
place
shit?
that has good tacos, then yeah, that I can do.
Guys, send donations to my campaign.
No.
Come on, guys. We just need 100 donations. ¿Cómo va tu elección? Going on to the primaries. Harambe did not beat me.
Do we have
By a little bit.
Do we have an,
I
do we
beat-
have,
yeah, so I'm
do we
going
have
to the
any
primaries.
Updates on the two races.
Well, that's what I'm
We-
looking at. I just hit refresh on the gubernatorial one. It's Steve Hilton is still leading at number 1.
Oh wow.
And then for the mayoral race, let's see what we got here. Still the same, 47.3.
How many?
A little bit more. We got Karen Bass.
Thanks,
They're still saying that it's
Valerie.
too early to call. I would say that if by 10:30 we don't have results, I like final results on who's moving forward, I think that's when we can probably be safe to.
End it.
Yeah, and yeah.
Probably.
Jared's a champ for keeping up with
Nico Delgado tweeted thoughts and prayers for Katie Porter's husband tonight.
Oh, he's getting potatoes to the head, bro.
Scalding
Potatoes to the head, bro.
She's gonna be on the news tomorrow. What is it? Women in politics having like anger issues. So they said that after Hillary lost, that she was like an alcoholic and she was like really just angry all the time.
They're saying that Spencer Pratt is about to speak.
Oh,
that actually would be really good.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can pull that up on the.
We need.
You sure we can pull it up like on the YouTube? So let me see.
We need
Spencer
the P dog.
Pratt.
We need the P dog speech.
What did you guys say you wanted?
Honestly, bro, like just pepperoni is fine with me, dude.
That's good.
I'm okay with anything. All right, for the people saying that Spencer Pratt is about to speak, do we know what channel? We got a 99-cent donation. Thank you so much to SAFRC. See, you guys can literally donate as little as $1. If you haven't donated to the stream, consider doing so. You can literally donate $1. That's pretty good.
It keeps us going, guys, because like the equipment, the studio, all costs.
Also, your that thing is on your neck.
So you guys want it closer to my face, and then you guys don't want it. It's too close.
Yeah,
to my
just
face.
not
That's
on
so
your
crazy.
neck, bro.
But yeah, your mouth isn't where your neck's at. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I had not.
I know you can't see it. You know, you
I
can't really see your neck.
You know what I like about the $1 donation? This is someone that doesn't allow. See, there's a lot of people that say I can't give much, so therefore I won't give none at all. Right? And that's the problem with really society. It's just like, because I can't do much, I just won't do anything at all. But what I like about the $1, actually it's not even $1. We got 99 cents. What I love about the people like SAFRC is that they don't say I can't give much, therefore I won't give any at all. They say I will give what I have. And sometimes it's a like, it's a comment. Sometimes it's a little heart. And that's okay. At the Americanos podcast, we accept all types of currency, including love and hearts,
Validation.
and likes. Validation.
That's what a heart is, right? It's validation.
The 10 diehard fans of Araceli. Look who it is!
Oh my God!
Jeez.
Oh hey! Oh hey! Oh hey! Oh hey! Oh hey!
Sergio.
Let's go!
Speaking
People
of
were
not giving
waiting to donate to the stream, bro. Let's go.
From the 661, bro.
Yo, Horace, let's go. Let's go.
Yo. I was watching you guys at work. Yo.
I couldn't wait to go
He's
in.
like, I'm not gonna miss out on
Yo,
this.
like, oh, I'm out of here. Hey, I was checking the polling. I was checking all the updates, dude.
And then the best part
We're
about
winning.
his job is he doesn't even have to stop by for energy drinks anymore.
Dude, let's go.
Well, what do you think, bro? What are you looking at? What do we got?
Dude, the last I saw, man, all we need is, dude, all that matters is getting that one-on-one with Bass, and we'll worry about that later, because it's going to be the corporate machine, honestly, just versus independent media. You know, it's
We got
going to
people
be
in
like,
the comments saying Daddy George is in the house,
Dude.
bro. Daddy George made
bro,
it.
I was in this F-150 beeline from Pondo to LA going like 120 right now. I could have gotten
How
deported.
many
if I got
miles
pulled
is
over.
that?
How
many miles?
Bro.
you didn't run over here, but why are you sweating?
Because I'm excited. I'm horny, dude. What the hell? What do you want? Testosterone is through the roof.
His boy Spencer Pratt's about to win.
Yeah,
He's
bro. What
horny,
do you want?
bro.
Yeah, you want me to be all tired?
that okay
and, like,
with you?
Chill? Of course I'm gonna be sweaty, bro. Wait, I'm ready to rock.
Damn, Daddy George is on
Dude,
the
it's looking
stream,
crazy.
bro. What do we got here?
Are you guys all watching it?
I mean, you can kind of loosely.
Out here.
Okay, so really quick, one pepperoni, and then I'm getting one Hawaiian. Is that good with everybody?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Ordering pizza, bro. You want pizza on the stream?
Yo, I was pulling.
Hawaiian.
We cannot eat in here.
Hawaiian
can.
pizza.
That would be like
Pineapple does not belong on
filming
pizza.
the crime.
All right, guys, real quick.
Pulling in JR's.
We're starting the second half. Jorge, sports.
No, we're not
on,
doing
talk
sports
about
right
sports.
now.
Jorge's in the house,
We're not
bro.
doing sports right now.
Yo,
There's
my
no
boy-
sports on election night.
What's
no
the-
sports? That's a cardinal sin. No
Okay,
sports on election
what do you
night.
think?
No sports on election
So
night.
Spencer's behind. So Spencer's not behind. Spencer has how many votes? 1.1 million.
We just need the
Wait,
one-on-one.
no, Spencer?
Wait, I'm thinking of the governors. How many votes does Spencer have?
Are we talking about governor or the mayors?
Mayors. How many votes does Spencer have?
I don't know.
Let me.
111.
Okay, and
Let me see here.
then what is it? Bass has 130, 140,000?
136,000, and Nithya Raman has 76,000.
So realistically, Nithya Raman's 76,000 will compound to Bass's probably. So that'll be 200,000 votes.
But remember, we're not. I mean, not just because
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Nithya Raman is left of Karen Bass.
Oh.
And the one thing about like the ultra left is you're kind of like the ultra right. If their candidate doesn't make it, sometimes they just won't vote.
But
Sometimes
what
they'll
are the
just be like,
chances
you know what, we're not gonna
that
do
they
it.
don't vote? It's slim.
Have you ever heard of Harambe?
No, jeez.
He has a higher chance. He has a higher chance of beating you in tonight's prime. He still has time.
He still
to
has
come up on
time.
the
He
polls,
can pull through.
You know, some of that pastrami. Somebody said pastrami pizza. Yo, let's go. Yo, somebody said, why is Jorge horny?
Don't ask.
That's just
Yeah, you know what? We
That's
don't
what
really.
happens when you get excited.
It's just we don't really ask
big
those
night.
questions anymore. We stopped asking that a long time ago.
It's his state of being.
24/7, bro.
Yeah,
It's
like
yeah, I turned
constantly
like 13 and it just never shut
My
off.
boy listens to like
Got worse, actually.
politics, and he's like, "Let's go, baby."
Dude.
That's so weird.
No. Honestly, dude, because I kept refreshing the poll and it just kept hitting 000 on NBC
know.
News, and then out of nowhere when I hit a refresh, it just went to 39%.
I know.
And then
That was
boom,
crazy.
I'm like, no
Yeah,
way. This
yeah.
so just
Bro, Steve
excited.
Hilton with the commanding lead.
I haven't
dog.
even been focused on that. I've been on it. Yeah, you
That
gotta
is
update me. I've been
crazy.
so
No,
LA
yeah.
mayor, dude.
So
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
got. I mean, bro, he's basically been
So it's
leading the
Hilton,
entire
right?
night.
Hey, what's the address here?
We got Steve Hilton at 1.1 million.
Wow,
at
Araceli, hey.
26.7. Then we have your boy Xavier Baccaria at 25.8%.
Araceli was smart to side with Hilton since day one, huh? I like that,
bro,
Addy.
she's got it locked in. She got that bag.
Yeah.
She got that
Araceli, what did
bag,
you know that
bro.
we didn't know, huh?
Well, the fact that like
What did you know?
So Anthony's now taking credit for my logic. By the way, I told him from the beginning, Hilton can win
Yeah,
the
bro.
moderates
Yeah,
in
you took
California.
it on beyond, go dog.
Yeah.
Just a minute, bro.
No, bro.
Yeah, you try to do the whole
That's
Christian
not-
thing,
nah.
bro. It's like, dog.
Oh, I hate
it's
you.
cool,
I
bro. It's
hate
cool. No,
you.
I get it. No, but
No,
but
it's
you had
principle.
convictions, though. Yeah, it's principle. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
convictions.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
You're
you
right.
lost.
And
but
anything
you
could
you
happen.
have your convictions and your principles.
Man, I'm so
Don't condescend me, Araceli. Just because you're ordering the pizza for the leg doesn't mean you can be
I will
Alright,
not let
alright.
you eat. I will eat all
Bro, I
the
was
pizza
trying to make money on
myself.
the freeway. What do you want? I'm not gonna. I was fucking like,
Wait,
I gotta
wait.
get
We
there.
got a couple gifts.
Coming from
this is
Palmville,
actually
bro.
This is actually the first time we've ever received gifts on the stream. So we've got 3 gifts by someone. Sent to some balloon. Send your own gift. What is this? I don't know. How do you click on this?
He's a boomer.
I am a boomer. I don't know what the gifts mean.
Are they money?
Sent a high five. Send your own gift. Are they? Can we eat the gifts?
I'm not fat, but
I don't know how the.
is
I'm
it
so
something?
sorry. I don't
Is
know.
it edible?
How do you send? I don't know how it works. I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what's so cool? Everybody who's
Somebody is sending gifts, but I have no
Everybody
idea how
who
the
was
gifts
part
work.
of my
I'm
campaigning
so
was
sorry.
like, we were expecting to have to flip 40,000 people, have now messaged me like, hey, dude, like, you're doing so well.
Yo, wait, hold on. We got John Mejia with a
Wait,
5
I need
spot.
an update on Araceli. What-
No. Hold on. John Mejia just posted $5. Jorge grabbed that energy drink and a rhino pill. That's why he's all sweaty.
Oh, big facts, bro. Did you have a camera?
There we go.
I've
That's
actually
what
seen that
that's-
rhino pill, bro.
That's
That's
what
just so
happened. That was the pit stop right there.
He asked for aspirin. They gave him the rhino
Hey,
pill, bro.
hey, that
He's like,
Rhino
yo, I got a
3000,
fat
yeah.
headache. They're like, you
Man.
want a fat chub?
Hey, Sergio, tell
That's
him.
crazy,
Hey, Sergio,
bro.
tell him. The way we living, we don't need no
Oh,
rhino
he's still
pills.
pissed about the last stream, bro.
Yeah, this guy wants to talk about basketball in the election night. Okay, Araceli did good, right?
She lost to Harambe, actually. The writing candidate Harambe, bro.
I
We were
was
clowning
telling
her.
them-
Okay.
So in this morning, I was like, you know how we were so cocky with my race about making it through the primaries that we're like, okay, why spend money now when we can spend it after? And then we hadn't spent money. And then this morning at like 9 or 10 o'clock, I start freaking out. I was like, wait, I could lose to a writing candidate. Like I could actually lose to a writing candidate.
I just put up her Harambe endorsing her.
Oh, Harambe's endorsed me, by the way.
So,
So
I was just going to tell you, in her actual race, Barbara Chuleta got 62% of the vote with 54,000 votes, and Araceli came in at 32,000 votes. Really, she just needs to convince 20,000 people to vote for her. And this district has what? Let me see what it says.
Honestly, let's just turn it up.
Doesn't it? It says 595,000. Does that sound about right? You have 595,000
No,
voters.
800,000.
800,000.
The turnout was abysmal.
Oh, right?
Yeah, I mean, bro, if you guys have 800,000 voters and only 80, that means about 10% of your
What is
district.
going to be really telling will be how many Republicans went and voted. How many people voted Republican for the governor's race but didn't vote for me because they
You could totally take this
skipped it.
boomer out. And I said,
I
I could
could
totally take this
That's what I was
boomer
like.
out.
Now, like everybody who had an idea about my race has now messaged me and be like, okay, like,
This
well,
is
you have a
exciting,
really
man.
good chance.
This is an exciting night, man.
It is,
Local
dude.
level. We haven't had
Sonia Shaw. Have you tapped
Yeah,
into that?
okay. I was actually
Dude,
listening to your when you
that's
guys were talking
insane,
about
bro.
that.
And she's still, look at this. So, superintendent, this is like the main person that
something
would be
there,
in
bro.
charge, bro. We've got, she's at 24.6. She's at 878. She's beating every single candidate that's out there, bro.
Maybe we're like 4 years away and she's in Congress, bro. This is the start. She has
I mean,
big
dude, the
support. Maybe-
superintendent
there's
stuff
something,
is a
there's
big-
something that where her message on like at least that local level is cracking through with people.
100%,
So
bro. Yeah, she's
she could
resonating.
totally be in Congress in 4 years.
We got
Yeah.
another $10 donation. Says, sorry, I didn't know how to send the money. Oops. XP, I guess, moves you up the leaderboard. Jorge, why do you have a big chub?
Hey,
Maybe I added a little bit. I might have added that last part. I might have added that last part, bro.
Guys, if you're watching this, which we've got a good amount of people watching this on Instagram, we have 166 people watching this on Instagram.
This is gonna be fun.
If you can't vote for me, donate. We can win. We need
Yeah.
donations and we need volunteers.
Dude, we're about to turn it up. We're about to turn it up, man.
Well, it is now past midnight my time because I'm on the real time zone, Eastern time zone.
He's on that
Did
gay
he just
time.
say that?
He's on that
Bro,
gay
kick this
time.
guy
he
out,
said.
man. God. Are you trying to do some Florida guy stuff right now? Come on, bro.
Florida wins.
No one gives up about Florida tonight.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Mic's off. What?
Dang it.
Turn off the mic.
No, but Julio's in the building. Dude, Julio did some great stuff on the the
Yeah,
dogs.
we talked about that,
Bro,
yeah.
that's an angle that like could crack through that independent, that voter who's like maybe not excited ever about politics. That's a topic that gets people like, okay, I'm gonna vote this time.
And you know
you
what?
need little magic moments like that in an election where you need an upset. You need little magic moments like that.
And you know what?
Spencer really did a good job of honing that message.
I was just about to say, when he went on the Bill Mayer show, remember Bill
that guy
Mayer tried
sucks,
to say,
man.
remember what Bill Mayer tried to say?
Bill
something
Maher-
like,
wait,
oh,
okay, well,
what
hold on.
about my solar panels? And Spencer Pratt's like, yeah, but what about the dogs though? What about what about the shit that actually matters, bro? You know what I mean?
Bill
Like,
pisses me off.
He's like, Bill, like we could worry, like nobody cares about your solar panels. What we're worried about is the safety. We're worried about the moms being able to walk. I love that he did that because it made Bill Mayer sound like such an elitist. He's like, I'm worried about my solar panels. He's like, bro, there's people dying right now.
His weed too. He's like, wait, what about weed? New rule: I can blow a weed in a baby's face. Okay, you know, like that's just what he does.
It's insane.
Also,
bro.
he did the whole thing of like trying to make fun of Spencer about the fact that he talks about that his home got burned down. Like it was weird, you know. Like
Yeah.
I don't know that guy just
you
irks me,
can't
bro.
talk about that.
That guy's weird, man. Creepy vibes, bro. But either way, the dog issues are great. I'm just glad that Spencer's cracking in that
but what I
angle.
was saying earlier, like if that doesn't get people motivated enough to be like, okay, we'll do away with the old leadership and we'll.
But I think it is though.
Will it? I mean, because okay, yeah,
thing
he's in the
look.
top two, but like, do you think he's gonna be able to overcome the machine that come November?
Anything's possible, bro. All you need is the one-on-one, and then we'll see what happens. We're up against the Patriots. Yeah, we're up against the Patriots with Tom Brady. But anything could happen, bro. What I'm saying is
the Patriots
all
won a
you
lot.
Need, you need it. All you need is still that one-on-one. Anything could happen. And guess what? Nick Foles and the Eagles beat him. A guy off the bench. And that's exactly who Spencer Pratt is. A guy off the bench who's not supposed to be a starter, comes in. All he needs is one magic run, and he wins a fucking Super Bowl and he's a legend.
Yeah. I mean, so this is Rob
Let's
Pyre.
go. You like that for sports, Sergio?
So we got, damn, my boy. Damn, with the energy drink coming in clutch,
Bro, I had
bro.
to. You guys are asleep on me. JR's are.
So
JR
this
was
is-
napping in the car right now. He hasn't
yo.
even drove out the parking lot.
So this is Rob. This is Rob Pyers, who's kind of like
Oh yeah, Rob Pyers. He's a good
California, kind of like pollster, etc. He just tweeted a minute ago. Polls have been closed for 2 hours, and 4.3 million votes have already been counted. As for the next 4 million, get comfortable. Essentially, what he's saying is like
Anything
it's
can
gonna take
happen,
well,
and it can take a while.
it's gonna take a while.
So, I mean, Sergio is getting ready. He's putting out his PJs because he knows we're going to be here till at least 2 in the morning.
Guys, they can
bro.
find another 20,000 votes for me.
Or Harambe can still come in clutch.
Oh, they already counted over there? That's it. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So they already counted everything in your district, and that was the final vote. The vote that I read off. So you got 37.4% of the vote, which is not bad. That's about 40% of the vote.
That's really not bad.
For just putting your name on there with an R next to it.
No, because the last guy got 20-something% of the vote. The last guy who ran in that district.
That is interesting. There you
and
go.
that was in November. So that is, guys, we can win this.
Interesting.
We shall see. We shall see.
Obviously, we get the superintendent. We got the gubernatorial. They still obviously have not called it.
So yeah, we made it through the primaries, guys. Harambe did not pull through.
Every time I hit refresh, man, Steve Hilton is just up there, bro.
That's crazy.
I told you
he's definitely going. He's definitely
really, dude. They did such a good job, though.
He did an amazing job. He's still gonna have to work really hard, but he can do it. Like this is proof that he can do it. Because what did we say? Every other vote is going to for the most part Democratic candidate. He's gonna have to find 500, at least 500,000 to 600,000 votes. But he, like I said, he's a one candidate who can appeal to the moderates in California.
Yep.
Bianco would never have been able to appeal to the moderates.
Yep.
You can say what you will about him being the perfect Republican and Christian conservative candidate. I will not argue with that. But he just wasn't going to win California.
I just want to make sure that I don't think anyone's made the argument that he's like the perfect one.
More perfect.
But he is more he's a stronger conservative Christian man than Steve Hilton.
Of course.
But again, that's why I also said I think I said it a couple of weeks ago, like that I think that's why I say Steve Hilton is gonna appeal more to like the moderate voters because like California is just not that kind of state. It's not a state where you can just appeal to the hardcore Christian conservatives and expect to win. You know, and like you said, I think in fairness to Steve Hilton, he's done a
you got to
really
dance a line in some cities, counties, and Hilton did that great. I mean, Anthony actually mentioned in one of the pods, right, bro? Like you were talking to people and they were like that were like on the left. They were like, I like the way that Hilton talks about certain issues, and I feel like he's going to work with our side.
And actually, that person texted me today and said for the first time they voted Republican, and it was Hilton tonight.
And we're going to see a lot of that come November.
I was on X, and there's a clip of Elix Michelson. He's interviewing a.
Wait, hold on. Hilton is speaking right now on ABC 7. Is there any way we can pull that up? Hilton is speaking on ABC 7. You got it?
Oh, shoot.
All right.
I was supposed to go to his
Can you put the audio up?
Fresh start for our state, which is long overdue, but I just want to say something to every single person who voted for me, and every single person who voted in this election, whether you voted for me or not. I am here for you, for every single one of you. Because I have to tell you, it's the greatest honor of my life to stand before you now. Well over 1 million Californians have put their faith in me. The number is rising. Here's what I want to say as someone who is a new American citizen.
Playing that card.
So proud to be an American. So proud to be in California.
Playing that card.
What an incredible honor.
That's a story,
The
though.
person who I run for office over 1 million people and rising, voting for me to take this incredible state in a new direction. And I know that some of you may be watching and saying, who is this guy with a funny accent? Thinks he can be governor of California. Well, you know, there was actually an immigrant who was governor of California not that long ago. And I remember when I became an American citizen, that certain governor you may remember, he said, congratulations, he made a very nice video. He said, but Steve, you go to get the wrong jacket. You got the wrong jacket. And
Okay,
I
yes.
made the pledge that day.
We can have him on our podcast.
The jacket.
Next Thursday? Or when?
Date to be determined, but we can have him on.
Hilton?
Hilton. We got to have him on right away, bro.
I want him
What's
on
the
like
message?
Thursday. I would love to have him on Thursday.
You going to make it work or what? Thursday?
Got to, bro.
Although I'm sure he's going to be, he might be taking a break because if I were him, he's been on the campaign trail hard for
I don't know, bro. You gotta get right on it.
Because it was
You let your foot off the pedal.
dude was doing he was doing 3 or 4 events a day.
Yeah, bro. Took a break for a week.
Oh, paid off.
It did really well.
Yeah.
Paid off.
Yeah, no,
Victory
because
speech.
No, won't hear that at a Democrat rally.
Hey, what
Yeah.
city is Hilton in tonight? Do we know? LA? Is it a?
it's near here. They actually
Oh, okay.
have they have a party right now.
So I've been traveling this state for the last year. We started off a scrappy little startup, just a handful of rebels,
There we go.
believing that this state could be better than it is today. We're already the best place in the world, no question about that. There's nowhere better than California.
I agree with that.
But we all know that this state has gone off track and we need to get it back on track.
Yep.
And I've seen the struggle that Californians are facing today. That is the word, and it's a very sad thing to say about our beautiful state. And I've been on the road and doing hundreds of events and the town halls and all the people that come, and I see it in your eyes, the struggle of running a small business, the struggle for working people in California. Young people who don't see their future in California anymore, who think that they have to move to another state to have that dream of owning their own home that we used to offer better than anywhere else in the world. That's what we need to get back for California. The belief
What's the status on the pizza?
that we can offer that. And so to every young person watching in California, whether you voted for me or not tonight, I just want you to know
6
that
minutes.
I see you. I believe in you. I know that you
Anthony,
can do
what
it.
was that?
I know that we can do it.
What was that noise? What was that? What was that
California
noise?
a place
That was a little concerning.
where
Man, a lot of
when
your
you work
audience
hard, it's not
not
just a
big
struggle.
fans of Hilton.
That's why my
A lot of
plan
the
is so
comments. That's
simple
interesting.
and practical.
Well,
not
it's
ideological. We've
Hilton.
had enough ideology
Well, too
in
bad.
California,
Yeah.
haven't we?
You're with Hilton. You're riding with Hilton now.
It's time
It's Javier
for
is the other-
positive,
is leading,
practical
right?
things.
Yeah, it's Javier.
I'm
Oh,
fighting
wow.
for working people in California
Yep.
so that you can
Yeah, you
keep
got that one wrong.
more of what you earn. The best way
That
to put
Tom
money in
Steyer
people's
money
pockets is
wasn't
to
enough,
take
huh?
less out of it in the first place. And that's what I'll do as your governor.
I hope he doesn't ask
Your first
Carlos for a
100
refund.
grand tax-free.
All right, shh.
Simple, practical things to make life less of a struggle for working people and for small businesses. Most of my career has been in business. I've run small businesses, including restaurants. That is a tough business, by the way. And here's how we're going to help small business in California. Number one, simple, practical things. $800 every business has to pay to the government just for existing. That's crazy. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to help small business. Working people in California paying the highest gas prices in the country. That's insane when we have abundant oil reserves right here in California. As long as we are using oil and gas in California, let's use California oil and gas. That's the plan. And that way, we can get our gas prices down. $3 gas. That's the plan. Electric bills, the highest in the country, double the national average. We can have a sensible energy policy, cut your electric bills in half. This is the kind of thing that we need to make our state Cal-affordable. Cal-affordable. So we restore that basic dream, a good job where you make enough to raise your family in a home of your own, in a safe neighborhood with a good school so your kids can have a better life. That's the plan. That's what I'm fighting for every working person, every small business, every young person in California that wants to stay in this state. What have we done in California, the greatest place on earth, that people are leaving our state? For hundreds of years, people have come to California to follow their dreams. But now they're leaving. Well, that's what we're going to turn around. We are going to make California the best place in the world to start and run a business, to start and raise a family. This is the place.
Wait, do you guys want to eat?
This is the place where we're going to make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just for all of us in California, not just for everyone in our state, our friends and neighbors, our families who are looking for a better life, that dream of a better life. It's actually really important for our country. Here's something you may have heard me say many times, and I'm going to say it tonight to everybody. This is not just any other state. California means to America what America means to the world. We have a responsibility to revive California, so it is once again that symbol of everything that is great about our nation. Energy and optimism and ambition, the rebel spirit of California that's meant that over the centuries we've built the most incredible businesses and industries. We've turned barren land into the world's most fertile farmland, and when I'm governor, the water will be flowing to our farmers so we can grow the healthy food that's going to make our country and the world healthy again. Los Angeles, from a desert to the entertainment industry that turns the world into a place of joy and creativity. We're going to save our entertainment industry. We're going to bring Hollywood home. We are going to make every business, small, medium, every sector. That's who I'm fighting for. The energy, the optimism, the ambition.
But the audience can hear me now, right?
We've got it all here in California.
Yes.
We've got everything we need for this state to be amazing again. We've got the most magnificent natural beauty. We've got the best weather. We've got the best people right here. We got the entrepreneurs and the innovators. We got the best universities. We've got everything we need in this state. We've got the rebel spirit. We've got the hustle. We've got the attitude. We've got everything we need to make California golden again, except for a good governor. And very soon, we will have that as well. We are gonna make that change happen. Change is coming. Change is coming to California. Change is coming. Change is coming. Change is coming.
Gross.
Change is coming. Change is coming. And by the way, not just to California, it looks very much like change is coming to Los Angeles as well. How about that? I think a certain outsider candidate for mayor looks like he's doing pretty well tonight as well. I don't know what it is. Maybe something about what's gone wrong in California is that we've got a failed and broken system, and you've got a couple of outsiders who've never run for office before, leading in the race for governor, looking like he's going to be in the race for mayor. This is our moment. This is our time. It is the time for change. It's time for some balance. We are going to make that happen. And I just want to say, finally, a massive thank you to every single person who's helped make that happen, starting with every single one of you right here in this room. I know from everything I've ever been able to achieve in my life, it's never one person. It is always a team. And I'm proud, by the way, to be the first candidate for governor to put together a team to run, to bring the change we need. And I want to say thank you to my great running mates. Gloria Romero running for lieutenant governor. Michael Gates, the fighter from Huntington Beach, for attorney general. I see Herb Morgan out there.
Dude,
he's going to help us
Tom Steyer
he's going to help us
spent
find all that
$216
in our
million
government, so we can cut taxes, cut spending, and get money back to you.
That's Carlos should charge him for freaking $1 million.
Wait till you see what we've got coming in the months ahead. Wait till you see our plans for change. Wait till you see the team that we're going to put together. You've seen nothing like it in California before. We are going to be better prepared than any incoming administration in the history of our state to make the change happen. To make the change happen. To make that change happen, starting on day one, cut your costs, help your business, fix our schools. That's the mission. That's what I'm dedicated to. We're going to make it happen together because change is coming to California. So I want to say thank you finally.
How much is
I want to say thank you finally to some very special people who couldn't be here tonight. First and foremost, my family. You know, they say it's a cliche. They say in politics, it's the family that really makes the
Must
sacrifice,
be nice.
pays the price. I just
Must be
get to
nice for a
travel the
vanity
state.
project.
To prove that to them, it's not a pitch tonight. These people just voted for Mayor Bass. It's going to take a lot of work. I'm going to have to show them that. But I'm confident with 5 months in their own communities, with their community leaders, it won't. Again, Mayor Bass, this is the first time since 2005 an incumbent is going to a runoff. This is not a candidate that I'm too concerned about. So,
Spencer, we've talked about the fact that you've had 6 months. This trajectory of yours has been nothing short of meteoric. Has the moment sunk in yet of where you are now? You have now become a serious contender to lead the nation's second largest city. You could be, Spencer Pratt, the next mayor of Los Angeles. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for whatever God puts in front of me, and obviously I was going to accept whatever God's plan was tonight. I was going to be happy if
because I can't hear Jorge.
God didn't want me to be the mayor, but now I feel very confident that I am going to continue to work hard, learn everything.
I can't hear my mic. Now I can
Oh,
hear
there
myself.
we go.
So if I'm over here doing stats on Michael Bloomberg.
It was a compliance
I just can't even hear me,
disaster
bro.
just waiting to happen. Until
I
we
heard you.
found
I heard you,
connecting.
bro.
What actually changed?
I used to chase after.
Build that experience around, and we have 5 months to put the best team the city could ever dream of around me. So
You talked about you have some of that team in place already.
I do have that team. We'll see who's ready to come forward, because retaliation is a real thing with Mayor Bass and people connected to the city. So people that know my team are already very confident.
Promise to camp.
One at a time. I'm in no rush, guys. I know you waited a long time.
We waited a long time for you to come out there.
Oh, God, yeah. God bless all of them. Thank you for everybody who, fights for me on the comment sections, the DMs, people all over the United States that used to live in LA that had to leave here because it became not safe, too expensive, and just dangerous again. So thank you to all over the country, people in other countries that support me. Thank you to all my prayer warriors. So many people pray for me. They come up to me on the street, they hold my hand, they pray, and so thank you to everybody's emotions and the hope
Let's
people put on
go.
me. Again, I'm going to
All right, we got a $5 donation from Julio Bernia. I hope I'm saying that right. Tom Steyer in third place can dance to Back That Ass Up again like he did in 2020, LOL. Yes, and Julio, I got to say, you have a great first name. No bias
Hey,
at all.
great job on Julio reading the super. Yeah, that's right, bro. We got to stay on top of the super chat.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm pumped, dude.
But it is interesting. It never really occurs to me that my name is July in English.
I hope she's ready.
It's like you say, like, oh, what's your name? Oh, it's July.
Literally could not be
July.
This is a campaign that started because
there's not
home of the Palisades.
but that's what I like about Julio, because it's a month. It's not like a super.
Let's go.
It's not super common and basic like a I don't know, like a Jorge.
Let's go. Dude, Jorge's super basic, bro.
Again,
Crazy
Yeah,
basic.
it's Jorge. Oh, Jorge. What's another like really basic Spanish name? Mexican name.
Myself,
What's
my
your name?
neighbors, my family.
You got,
and when I got on this
Javier.
mission now,
I don't
look
know. I
around
actually kind of
and
like
the city's
Javier. Javier's
failing
like a good one.
Most of Los Angeles.
It's common,
and
but
now
it's like
I'm in all these communities, and I'm hearing everyone's
It's a magical
issues
night.
and problems. Excuse me, sir.
Magic doesn't happen that often in
people
politics,
are all across the
especially
city are
in the corporate stronghold that Democrats have on the entire state.
across the city. There's people that just want the potholes fixed. Mayor Bass has allowed the city to be covered in potholes. We don't have sidewalks. We don't have lights.
No.
So on the basic level, there's people that care about that. Then there's the
Once
moms
again,
who want to be able to go to the parks.
there's only a
and not
few
see
times in
anybody
politics
shooting up and, with their pants off.
where you have
I was
some
in the
magical
Valley yesterday,
moments.
a beautiful Persian restaurant, and
They don't come often
They have naked
in
drug
the
addicts in front of
state
kids
of
who are trying to
California.
have food at the restaurant.
In the
This is
corporate
across the city.
Democratic
And again, as
stronghold.
mayor,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to help these homeless people. these
Hilton
drug addicts. Right
and
now,
Pratt have
this
cracked
idea that
through.
it's just, we need more beds. I agree.
This
We
was
do
not
need
supposed
beds
to
in
happen.
treatment facilities.
Hilton was a super
Mandatory
outsider. I
treatment.
mean,
That's
you
not
talk about
jail.
no
Criminals
name. The thing is,
deserve to go to
it's one
jail.
thing to
If you're
run
abusing animals,
as a
you're
governor or
going to
anything.
jail. If you
But it's one thing to
are
run in the state of California. You know how much
doing
name
crimes, but if you're
ID
just an
you
addict
need?
addicted to
And
cigarettes,
Hilton did it by just campaigning his ass off.
Yeah.
moms come up
He had no name ID in the entire Golden State. No one knew who Hilton was. He never ran for anything here. Was he on Fox News? Yeah, but he wasn't. Come on, he wasn't. Let's be honest. All right, he wasn't Jesse Waters primetime every night. He wasn't one.
He had a weekend show.
He had a weekend show, but yeah, a lot of, you know.
I don't have to go.
It's still a national audience. I'm not
Hold
hating you.
on. What's Pratt saying?
We just invite you guys all into the back of my facility here.
Do you see an uphill battle in the next 5 minutes?
Absolutely.
But I got some folks here on Insta Story. Okay, everyone, go to my Insta Story and click the link to join the YouTube Americanos podcast. We're live right now.
Supporters that I have behind me,
We're getting some
the heavy
crazy
hitters
updates. Julio,
that are in
Julio.
this room that are all behind me.
Guys,
And I
we're getting
think
some
this
good
idea that I
updates
don't
coming in.
represent
Pratt has
Democrats
cracked
and
through.
Republicans and independents.
Pratt has cracked
anyone
through.
that's
Can we
just a
save the
Los
dogs,
Angeles citizen that
Julio?
wants basic
Julio, we're gonna
quality
have a
life.
chance. Is
I'll
Bass
be
gonna
able
let
to
us
show
save the
that in
dogs,
5
bro?
months. Right
We're gonna
now,
have a
the
chance to
media
save the
likes to say,
dogs,
"Oh,
bro?
he's this, I'm
I
that."
hope
We had a
so.
chance to
I'm
get rid of the
Angelino
zombies.
who
I
said
hope so,
enough is
man.
enough, and I had
All
to
we need is
step
a
up.
chance.
I didn't know I'd be here tonight.
That's all
but
we
it's
need,
obviously
man.
God's plan, and
But
I'm
this-
gonna
Can we get to the
go all
fourth
the
quarter?
way, and I'm
If
gonna
anything
show
happens in the
everybody
fourth
that I'm
quarter,
their mayor. I'm not gonna.
you could be down 20 points in the first quarter, bro. We could go down in halftime, down 25. But in the third, can we fight back? You know, you just got to inch it little by little.
Sorry.
It's going to be the corporate machine,
At
guys,
the end of the day,
of Karen Bass, the corporate media all over LA, or the local media. Come on.
They want to know somebody's heart.
It's going to be all that. It's going to be corporate media Bass versus independent media Spencer Pratt.
Authentic self.
The two sides go to war.
What I see and what other people see.
After
And I
tonight,
just believe there's a
you know,
lot of
tonight,
Los Angeles
you know, everyone
that is so
celebrates, they
excited
do the
to be here.
thing,
It's
everyone
refreshing.
toasts,
A
hey, great
non-politician.
campaign,
I don't want to
yada,
be a
yada.
politician.
Tonight, we all go to sleep,
Ready.
and tomorrow's day one.
But I know what people want now.
He's still at 30%.
Tomorrow's day one.
Dude.
Whether that's with this
Look, I don't want to be a black pillar.
Dude,
but-
Ramen didn't do it, bro.
No,
She
no, but
played
no,
too
no,
softy.
but she's still, but no, Pratt is still at 30%. And
Dude,
she,
all the comments on the Insta say the dogs.
or their elected leaders fail
Oh, yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Come on, we'll talk about the dogs, man.
To be that person for Los Angeles.
You mentioned you have
Talk about the dogs, bro.
oh, wow. Well, I mean,
What did you see, bro? Come
well,
on.
I mean, it was horrific, man. And because you know you have all these people that are drugged out, they can't take care of themselves.
Have a great night. Thank you so much.
So
It's become so normalized, bro.
yeah, they can't take
Can't that be normal?
But they use the dogs, man. They use them to settle drug debts. They sell them to make money. They do horrific things to them.
Where can people watch your report, Julio?
My Substack, mostly peaceful.media.
Boom.
Whether it's your voting,
Say it again. Mostly
Peaceful.media. But
Substack.
Substack,
Yeah.
on Substack, yeah. But no, dude, because apparently Rick Caruso in 2022 he got 35%
to people who didn't vote
in
for me,
the first
thank
round,
you for voting.
and he lost to
I hope
freaking
to
Karen Bass. So if
show you you're gonna be
Yeah, but Rick
regardless
Rick Caruso's not charismatic. He didn't really crack through.
well, no,
He didn't, bro.
No,
You
no,
weren't here,
no,
dog.
no.
You're
Obviously,
from Florida, bro. You don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Stop trying to do that. You weren't here, dog. You didn't get the vibes, bro.
In November,
Trust me.
the number 2
Come on, man.
And I thank God every day I'm not from here.
Spencer Pratt, but that has
This guy, bro's gonna piss me
as
the
of
fuck
yet.
off. This whole shit.
NBC.
Dude, I'm just
I'm just
saying,
kidding,
look,
bro.
No,
I'm trolling,
No,
man.
I know.
It's
I know.
entertainment. Jesus Christ.
It's
all we know is we cracked through, man.
No,
It happened.
I
It
think
wasn't supposed to happen. Yo, I was in height though. I was in like middle school. I was like 7th, 8th grade, bro. I get out of school. You know, it'd be like 4 or 5 p.m., bro. I turn on an MTV. I'm fucking watching Spencer Pratt, bro, and Heidi in the hills, bro. I was watching Spencer in middle school.
Results that Spencer Pratt may be in the lead.
I was watching Spencer in middle school, bro. And now we're about to save the dogs.
Entire night.
I hope so. No, I mean
He was such an outsider too, man. Like I said, it was not even supposed to happen.
Well, because
Wow.
I was saying earlier that I saw him. I really found out that he was running for mayor back in February when I ran the story about the dogs, because he quote tweeted my video and said something about that, and that's what I'm like. So at the time I'm like, okay, like how serious of a campaign like is this? Because you know celebrities do these things all the time, and I didn't assume right away that it was fake. I just like, oh, okay, like
about how
he's like good on this issue. How is he gonna do with all the other stuff? And so yeah, now it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to see that he's made the runoff. Like the guy said, that he is a legitimate, serious contender. Oh, and I got a. What? Who?
We were waiting for that sound. Yeah.
To what? Ramen?
Alex, we
Guys, tune in the Americanos podcast right now. Go to my Insta story, click that YouTube link.
copious notes. He said no one divides
to run for
Angelinos.
California's
You stood
higher
with-
office. the office of governor. A campaign fueled by little more than grassroots support, some sweat equity, and the full faith and confidence that California is always worth the fight. Almost immediately, he's counted out, an afterthought, overlooked by many, outspent by a ton. Even called along the way to drop out and save us all the trouble. Well, guess what? The underdog stayed in the fight.
When you're backed by Chevron,
Like
you're
my
not the
parents,
underdog.
I never gave up.
He only
Never
gained
stopped putting
after
one
Swallow
foot in
dropped
front
out.
of the
so.
other. Never stopped believing in the beacon-like goodness of California. And thankfully, neither did you.
Bro, low E. I'm sorry,
Because
man.
we know
I'm
the
not trying
true
to be that guy,
miracle
but
of democracy is this. After all the exhausting ads are run, the pundits are spun, and the billionaires try to buy their way in, it's the people, only the people, who get the last word. And tonight, the people of the great state of California, in the greatest nation on earth, have spoken. Loudly and proudly. And while I take nothing for granted, there are lots of ballots left to be counted. It
Shocker.
appears that we are on track to advance to November. One step closer to the son of those hard-working immigrants, Maria and Manuel Becerra, becoming the next
man, he ain't
governor
about to play
of the
that
great
card.
state of
Bacaria?
California.
That's the only card he has.
he ain't about to do that one.
Now that's more than a Hollywood ending, more than a milestone. It's the everyday miracle of living in a state that regularly makes the improbable seem inevitable.
We got it.
And I couldn't have done it without you. The doctors who clocked double shifts but still found time
the drinks
to
are in the
canvass. The teachers who became our best volunteers the minute the afternoon school bell rang. The small business owners and union members who kept our economy running by day while walking door to door at night. The firefighters, the janitors, the
guy
caregivers,
sucks, man.
the nurses and longshoremen, the students.
Funny. This guy sucks.
Who, Becerra?
No, I said,
Most of
yeah,
all,
Becerra sucks. Like,
I
at least
wouldn't be
Steyer's like
here
funny and
without
goofy sometimes, and just like
Carolina,
he's a kind of quirky.
Clarissa,
He was at a
Olivia,
bar
and
last night, like-
Natalia.
Becerra's just like.
You are my superpower. You are my secret sauce.
Oh my god.
Oh,
dude.
that's
I'm not trying to
lame.
do. Bro,
Everything
no,
I do,
let's listen to this.
I do for families just like ours who deserve their shot at the California dream. You know, I ran for the job because I know how important California is as a shining light to the world, radiating hope, freedom, opportunity, an unwavering belief in science, public schooling,
You believe in
enterprise,
science?
and foundational justice and human rights. California is America on fast forward.
I want to hear
Gleaming
Bianca's
spotlights on the
concession
better
speech.
angels of a more perfect union. A preview of an America, not just for the privileged or the partisans, but for all the people, by the people. An economic engine so powerful, so diverse, with more jobs, more capital, more R&D, more GDP. We lift up the entire nation. We are America's center tent pole. But I also know there are powerful forces aligned to darken our light. Distrust, disinformation, division, and distraction. Make no mistake, those forces did not want tonight to happen because their success depends on our failure. The last thing these forces want is a working class governor with a law degree and a union card ready to call them out.
Look, he eats tacos with a fork and knife.
They know that I can't be bought. They know
Bro's
I can't
bought.
be bullied.
Literally taking a check from
And
Chevron.
they know I
doing
will
the
not
dance.
back down. Now, we also recognize that despite all of California's growth and innovation, wealth and workforce, there are still too many Californians who feel shut out. priced out.
Bro, no one knows who this guy is in the streets of
They
LA
feel
anymore, bro.
disconnected from the economy.
He is so
from our
astro. This is
government,
like
from the job market,
so
the
manufactured.
housing market, and from one another.
Well, it's like I said,
In
he only
this
gained
new
because
world,
Swalwell dropped out.
It feels like the old guarantees no
Swalwell would've
longer
been better.
apply, and the promise of a brighter future.
Say that a
is
little
an
bit
artifact
louder, Jorge.
of the past.
yeah, Swalwell would have been better than this guy.
For all of California's greatness, we sometimes struggle to meet the standards we set for ourselves, or
This
to
is
be
Anthony's
the
guy.
example
I
that
can't
a
wait to see
divided
the clips of
nation
tonight.
or the next generation
They're
of
actually
dreamers
gonna- I
so
know they're gonna be
desperately
good.
need us to be.
You mean of this podcast?
Which is why,
Oh.
as your governor, I am
Oh.
ready to lead the fight to uphold
your governor, bro.
California's
You heard
promise.
That's your boy?
That's your boy, dog.
To make sure we have the governance worthy of our gifts. To ensure everyone, regardless of where you live, what you've learned, who you love, how you look, everyone has a rung on California's ladder of opportunity. It starts with access to affordable homes. We are going to launch a building revolution in California, starting with the thousands of shovel-ready housing projects already in the pipeline. And in America's wealthiest nation state, no excuse is acceptable for allowing people to live
Do you think
unsafely
Bianco
on
hasn't
our
conceded because he
streets.
still thinks he can pull through?
A healthy economy also needs health.
I tried a ton of AI work tools. Then I tried Monday.com.
Is that an ad?
Game over. Monday.com.
Okay, so 3 minutes ago, it's official that like Karen
including
Bass
our underserved and
goes to
rural
the runoff.
communities.
Oh, for sure. I think that's like without a given.
We'll
Yeah, but we have to
expand
announce
our
it, bro.
global
Kinda
leadership
part of the-
on climate,
the reason we have a
safeguard
podcast.
our air, our water, and our coastline. And we will never surrender green growth jobs
This is the guy who
of
showed
the
up 3 hours
future
late.
to Washington politics or
I was literally
international
working, bro. What do you want me to do?
politics.
Jesus Christ.
We will invest in our schools.
Can I just buy
like
myself
we
some
mean
food?
it.
Fuck.
Expand early education, childcare, and paid family leave. The real family values. We will fortify our second to none system of higher education, delivering the next generation of California leaders. We will defend
There's a
our
lot of people
children
already
from the
like
epidemics
commenting like I'm
of
done
gun
voting
violence
because
and
Hilton
dangerous
made it
street
through and not
drugs.
Bianco.
And treat public safety
Be
like
careful
a
of
first
bots.
order principle.
So-
Because
I don't
it
think they're a
is.
bot.
We'll be big-hearted, sure, but tight-fisted with our
There's a lot of
taxpayer
them. Like I
dollars.
know we
We'll
see
build
these
a
dumb
government
comments and we want to
that
believe like they're
runs
just bots,
not
but
on
like people are
promises,
that dumb.
but on time and under
Men just
budget.
don't know how to be men anymore. They like they take
accountable
one little
when it
scrape
does.
and they're like, that's it, I'm done. I'm gonna like life is over.
to vote for every voter, for every community, in every
depressing.
corner of California. And
Dude, I was
we will
listening to
defend
the Sean Ryan podcast on the way in. He was interviewing Megyn Kelly.
Oh, he's totally black-pilled.
He's so
Yeah.
black-pilled.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's kind of what you said. It's like, bro,
We will
Sean Ryan is ex-Special Forces, ex-CIA. So you kind of think of him, he's bald, he's muscular, ex-Special Forces. You think like,
No excuses, basically.
This is
No
a man.
excuses.
Yeah, like this is a man. This guy went through some of the arduous. This guy's on a podcast with Megyn Kelly talking about, Megan, talk me off the ledge. I'm doomer pilled. Like, it's over, huh? What's even the point of anything anymore? And I was just like, bro,
that ran on America
you
First.
sound like a bitch, bro. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being on a podcast with a
You wouldn't say
female,
that to him, though.
talking to her. I would tell him, like, hey, bro, you definitely sound like a bitch.
No, he's totally black-pilled, bro. I saw those clips. Yeah.
He's super black, but he's like, what's even the point of voting anymore? I'm not even going to vote anymore. This is that. And I'm like, bro, you're ex-Special Forces, dog. Talking about, does life even matter? I'm
And you
super
also have a massive
black-pilled.
platform.
Everything is over now. And I'm like, bro, you are, yeah, that's something to consider. You're one of the biggest voices out there. This guy's multimillionaire talking about it's over. Like, bro,
Over what? Like why does he believe it's over?
As
Like, what was-
governor,
what was-
it's just, he just like, oh, just voting doesn't even matter anymore. Nothing matters anymore. Thomas Massey didn't win. And I'm just like, bro, like, is that like the
That's such a
standard?
coward.
of,
Yeah, Thomas Massey losing is not the barometer. I'm sorry.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, that like out of
That's
all
not how I determine like if my life should go on or not. You know, like, oh,
California.
oh, Thomas Massey lost. And now
Who
he's-
is raising
And now he's in
these
Costa
men?
Rica. You know, like, bro, what are we doing here, bro? You're a Navy SEAL, bro. You're a Navy SEAL. What you do is like, yo, we're gonna take this country back, no matter what it takes. Doesn't matter if it takes years. Doesn't matter if it takes decades. We're gonna get our country back together. This is just another phase. This is just another administration. We're gonna get through it, bro. We got through the pandemic, bro.
Hey, he really went to Costa Rica, huh?
This guy really went to Costa Rica with,
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Michael O'Rourke. Whatever. But here's what I'm saying, like, bro, really,
Yeah,
like,
bro, black pilling,
imagine black pilling right now. Like, bro, we made it to the height of the pandemic. You remember what that was like? When Don Lemon was on CNN saying it was time to start incarcerating like the people that refused to get the vaccine.
They want to create concentration camps.
We survived that, bro, off of faith alone. We had nothing. Democrats controlled everything. I wasn't sitting around like telling my wife like it's over.
Like we should all just
we
give
all
up.
gotta get vaccinated now and get 3 boosters. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, bro, no, you freaking make it work, man. You know, it was
Hey,
just
Spencer could have black pilled, bro. His whole home burned down. He's never ran for politics. He has, and
That's the
gotta
thing, like, who's raising these men to think like, oh, it's a bump in the road, like now the world is over and I have to go like end it all, and this is it.
I
Like
think
we
it's in
just
for
roll
clicks.
over and give up.
I think it's in for the clicks, bro.
I mean, get those sound bites,
Like
right?
being
Like-
black pilled is like
but like
trendy.
but even if it's just for the clicks, it means that that's what people are thinking. that resonates with an audience.
Katie Porter,
Katie Porter is conceded.
Okay.
So Katie Porter is conceded
Good
according to
announcement.
TVWY Studios. We also have a new $20 donation. Thank you so much to Ms. Pennywitz. There's 4 of you today. This time, have some elotes. Is the elote out at night? Penny.
Katie Porter going down.
Katie Porter.
Man, that one should have
Her
sank a
husband
long
is
time ago.
in
Yeah,
shambles right now.
that was a rough one.
Her husband,
Watching that one was rough.
He's probably like partying right now.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a
He's
rough
like, I
campaign.
don't imagine if she had won. Like that man would have had to see her face almost every
Honestly, I think he would have kind of been
day.
happy. He's like, thank God she's gonna be working all day in the Capitol.
No, because then like, you're gonna have to see and see her face. Like that is
Oh, that
somebody
makes
who
sense,
threw
yeah.
a boiling pot of water at you. Like that's dangerous. That is 3rd-degree burn to your life. Could have changed.
It would have been cool if she
entirely.
would have been like an attractive Latina, but when you're
Jesus
when you're
Christ.
the white whale,
When you're a
This is
butcher,
the
when you're a white
problem.
whale,
damn, bro.
He's like, I would have been okay with having 3rd-degree burns as long as it was an attractive woman who gave them to me. This is
Yeah.
what's wrong.
Jorge,
This is
you
what's wrong
settle
with
for a
men.
torta doing that to you. All right, let's be real.
hey, we gotta get Katie Porter's husband on the pod.
Oh my God.
That's, I'm pretty sure, bro. We
He's
get a
gonna-
little convincing.
He's gonna show up in a neck brace.
She found me.
We gotta
on
get him.
election night.
We gotta get him. We gotta
Dude,
get
that
Someone,
is-
if anybody knows him, please reach out.
Katie
We would
Porter.
love to have him.
Let me see here.
He survived the Moog. And the Moog was his house.
Yeah.
There wasn't even. He didn't have to
We
go.
have to respect him like a World War III veteran or something, like a World War II veteran. You know, hey, so like when he comes in,
He didn't have to go to
Patriot.
Minneapolis for that.
yeah, he's a
Patriot.
patriot, man.
Alex Jones, Patriot. Yeah.
Damn it, I even forgot Katie Porter was running.
What
Once
about
again,
what do you
just
think
no
about the
momentum.
Scott Wiener win?
He won?
Dude, he won his primary.
Man.
Even though Nancy Pelosi endorsed Connie Chang.
Connie Chang, yeah, not Chung.
Connie Chang, not Chung.
Not
but
Chung,
Connie
Chang.
Bro, Nancy Pelosi disavowed
Wait,
Scott
Wiener's
Wiener.
a pedophile?
And yeah, that's him. Connie and endorsed Connie Chang. This guy won by
Yeah,
like
yeah, say that
seven
again.
percentage
Yeah, we have
points.
to go say
That
that
is
first.
crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Man. Hey, but in Sanford, he's having fun.
To me, the only reason I'm happy is I'm glad he's out of the state legislature.
No.
And now
No.
he's federal. He's basically like it's a wasted congressional seat. Like it's a California seat, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let's be
that's
honest.
actually a good point.
That is true,
Yeah.
but
I like
the
that.
unfortunate thing is he's gonna get a lot of airtime in the DC.
Yeah, and it is too.
And so it's gonna raise his profile more.
He's gonna be snappy. He's gonna be
And see,
snappy.
the problem is that you don't have like the fighters there anymore. You don't have like Massey. You don't have Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Massey.
These guys would have came
Yeah,
out
guys fighting,
swinging,
bro.
They would have come out
Costa
swinging
Rica.
against Scott Wiener. You know what I mean? Like, oh, get out of here, you pedophile. You know.
No, Massey would have sided
Marjorie
with him.
Taylor Greene doing like pull-up bars in front of his office, saying we don't like these people, and going, right? That's what she would. Remember, she was like doing like videos like that.
I don't like the empty. I don't like her pull-ups. Like she does like that CrossFit thingy.
She kips. Yeah,
I
she
don't
kips,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. I mean, look, she's got.
Hey, I can't say anything.
I mean, she's got. I mean, she could beat all of us up.
Oh, I mean, she knows it's on.
yeah.
She could beat all of us
Yeah,
up.
she is a single mom. I want to make clear. J8675 said I thought she was a single mom regarding Katie Porter. She actually is a single mom. She doesn't have a husband. She has an
Oh,
ex-husband.
Has an ex-husband.
But what's funny funny is she actually ran a campaign saying, as a single mom, I know what it's like to blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, playing this single mom card, I don't know if that's going to, I mean, maybe it resonates with some voters, but I just don't know if it's something you want to lead with. Like, as a single mom, because
that doesn't even
I got rid of my husband because I threw potatoes at him.
No.
You know?
As a single mom, I'll be like, yo.
Redbird says, in a couple of hours, I'm going to work. Let me know what I can do to help Americanos podcast. I would like to help out. Hey. I think Red Bear, if I'm not mistaken, Red Bears is one of your mega fans. Red Bears, I think.
Selling mega fan.
No, believe it or not.
He's a fan of the pod,
He's
bro.
a fan. He's like Redbird's such a hardcore fan that anybody that I bring on, the guy really likes.
We've got
we need that, bro. We need some soldiers.
Yeah,
we
need
got
more
some
Red
soldiers.
Because we go to war tomorrow.
Pennywitz
Guys,
is one of the
we'll be at
originals.
war until November.
Yeah.
We got Red Bears, who's an original.
We gotta go to war against.
We've got
Archuleta's name, right?
Paulette Comer.
Yeah, Archuleta.
Is that his name, bro?
Yeah, that's Archuleta.
These are the OGs,
Okay, we gotta go
bro.
war against him. And then we gotta go war against the corporate LA media of Bass.
We're like, it's
We're going to
possible.
war? Well, that's why we're going to have Hilton in right away.
Like I said,
We
tonight,
got to
guys.
be like the first press.
Once this takes it in, yada yada. But tomorrow's day one.
Going to war?
Gotta go to war, dude.
Who we going to war against?
And then Jorge
save
promised
the
that he would
dogs.
knock on every door in my district.
Yeah. And to push.
Did you vote for Spencer Pratt?
And to push pro propaganda.
Did you vote?
I did not vote.
I hate you.
I know.
You're the worst.
I put fucking pro.
Chad Bianco could have won if it wasn't for you.
Pratt Media.
Chad Bianco could have won tonight.
Oh, stop it! Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Oh, you would have won,
Don't
but
give
you
me
didn't,
that.
bro. It's because of your one vote.
Come on.
No, well, he represents all of the men who don't vote. Like, you represent the problem in this country.
Okay, guess what?
Jorge represents a lot of things.
Let's be real. Yeah, if you're looking at me to solve the country or save the country, jeez.
Yo, people in the
Need some
comments are
help,
saying
dog.
like, "Yo, Jorge, we're ready to go to war."
We are, bro.
Let's
Like,
go.
that's what I'm saying. Right now, just look.
He's
from the
ready to
front,
go to war.
I always think from the media perspective.
But he won't vote.
We get it. You say it in every podcast. Everyone knows my reason. It is what it is.
It's not
He
a good
said
reason. It's not a good reason.
He said that's a Jim Acosta reason.
Yeah, Jim Acosta.
You know, Jim Acosta is the same way as you. You really want to be up
No,
there
I
with
didn't
Jim
vote
Acosta?
on this one, but I am gonna vote for
November.
Yeah.
In the November
yeah,
election.
I'm gonna vote for
All
Pratt
right,
for
let's
sure,
go.
bro.
Let's
what
get some
I'm saying.
W's in the
From
chat.
From media side, we gotta be prepared to go the whole LA infrastructure. Because even like in the last, like I mentioned, this last like month and a half, TMZ did a big switch up here.
Go all the
Where like they just started to try to hit Pratt on any little thing, like, he's staying at this hotel. It's like, well, his home kind of burned down, bro. You know, he doesn't really stay in the little RV that he shot the. It's like, because his home burned down.
Right, like, that was such a- That was such a
like,
terrible gotcha.
Yeah, it's like
it's like he's staying at the Bel Air.
also-
him and
Why?
Heidi are getting dinner at. It's because his home burned down, bro.
Yeah, they're out. They're out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're out in town.
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah.
there was a switch up from TMZ. They must have some type of editorial meeting where they decided we're gonna put our target on Pratt for I don't know what what it is. So it's like that already lets you know that I mean it's LA local media. They're already gonna align with the machine because they don't want to lose access to Bass. So tomorrow is day one. Let's go to war, bro.
We're going to
we
war.
go to war against the zombies. We're going to war against.
people want now.
We gotta save the dogs, bro.
We gotta save the dogs.
We're going to war against Bass's corporate media machine. We might have to go to war to Ghana. Like, why was she here, bro? When Passays was burning, we want explanations.
Let's find out why she was in Ghana.
No, here's the thing.
Ghana, bro.
She'll go to Ghana when the
Stanley,
city's burning down, but
you,
she
me,
won't
and
go to
Downey.
Ghana mid-election. Doesn't that
Boom.
tell you the priorities?
Stanley, let's rally Downey to go to war with Ghana, bro.
So some of you in the comments are saying that you have a green name and a white name. Green name means that you are a subscriber to the channel. You want to be green. You want
So
to be
guys,
white.
help us out, guys. We're independent. We're not corporate media backed. Any little thing helps. One help. Just sharing. One subscribe.
Vote for me. Thank you for voting.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
excited that everyone.
I get it.
If we build it, they come.
No real changes. We got 50% of the vote. Steve Hilton still on top with 1.173 million votes.
Get more people to.
And then the LA mayor, obviously.
Steve Hilton.
In case you guys
ran a
didn't
great
catch
campaign.
that earlier, Karen Bass has been declared
Failure. Nothing changes.
one of the winners tonight. So she's already locked in, and she will be advancing to the November election, the runoff election.
I hope to.
Spencer Pratt at 112,000, and Nithya Raman with 79,000. So I'm expecting. I don't know if she will be tonight. Well, I think we've got like another 10 minutes. We're closing it down at 11, right, Serge?
And how do you respond to that?
All right, so we're gonna be closing down in about 10 minutes
You're like,
here.
I'm not staying any longer.
But I don't think we're gonna get clear winners for the mayoral race tonight, and I don't think we're gonna get any clear winners for the governor's race tonight either.
Are going to see the truth.
We got about 10 minutes, bro. Take it away.
I mean, I guess just what are your guys' thoughts on like why Nithya Raman, her message just didn't land?
I love the city.
You know, she was a city controller, progressive.
To be the
A lot of LA is progressive.
we've ever had.
But that message
Wow, he really
didn't hit. I don't know if you guys have a take. I got a take.
Well, she wasn't charismatic.
I love everybody. Thank you.
I mean, it just wasn't. She couldn't connect. She couldn't make that connection.
Messaging was terrible.
Yeah, the messaging was terrible.
But why though, bro? Why is she not talking about the?
To me, it just sounded like really forced when she talked
Yep.
about things. It's almost like she didn't believe in them. Like when she was up in the debate stage, she's kind of like stuttering over herself. She doesn't really understand. She was trying to do the whole thing like Spencer Pratt is the MAGA, and like that's like that viral clip that went up. They're like, ooh, like is that supposed to mean something? And I think with Mayor Bass, at least she's like, look, I'm the incumbent. This is what we've tried to achieve. I've already done it. Kind of like one of the things that she actually gets crap a little bit is that she was saying that something like X percentage of people have been put inside these homes or whatever, and people were like, well, it's only X percentage. To me, it's kind of like, hey, at least it's a decent percentage. You know what I mean? Like you got somebody inside of these homes, whatever. But again, I think with Karen Bass, obviously she's got the union support. Even LAPD union endorsed Karen Bass because she's working these deals. So you might have like some rank and file cops that might be voting Republican, but the unions are endorsing Karen Bass. Why? Because she's in power right now. She's got the endorsement. She's got the governor backing her. So it's kind of like you sometimes when you're like the voter, even though you are progressive, depending on what you do, you also want connection to the person that actually might be able to win. So maybe they're looking at it like, look, as much as I like Nithya or as much as I don't want it to come out that like I voted for her or supported her. I don't want to whatever, and then not have access to Karen Bass once she wins, because you'll find out. Karen Bass strikes me as the kind of person like, bro, she's like, print me those voter rolls and let's see who stabbed me in the back. And it's like, do we want to lose access to that? Yes or no? Spencer Pratt, obviously, I think he stayed away from the MAGA, stayed away from the Republican card, and he's like, let's just focus on the issues. And I think that's why, I mean, bro, the guy's not trailing by much. 139,000 votes to 112,000 votes.
Spencer, please stay away from Fox News in November.
Benjamin Netanyahu,
Please
if you
stay
can
away
hear
from
me.
Fox News, bro.
Benjamin Netanyahu, if you can hear us, please
Fox
let my
News
boy
interviews.
Spencer Pratt win in November. That's all we want. But
And then on touching on just like Hilton, whoever his inner circle is, like his probably like his top 5 that ran that campaign, he owes each of them a nice bottle of champagne because that team worked that thing to in perfection. A guy who had no name ID in the Golden State. Wow. That's really impressive, man. I honestly would just want to know like the inner workings. I would love to interview like a couple of his campaign people. Just like, yo, how hard would you guys grinding, dude? Because that was
When I
insane.
had talked to his team, it was because they're trying to get scheduled for an interview. And it was like he was doing 3 or 4 events in one day.
See?
Dude was, and it was rough too, because he was like, the day that I had my small business coalition thing, I was like, okay, well, I have to be in Rancho by 2. I've got to be in Long Beach at 12 so I can stop by in the morning. Like, do you know how crazy it is to go from Downey to Long Beach to Rancho Cucamonga?
Oh, yeah.
And back to back to back, and the guy was just like, no, like we've got it. And from everyone that I've heard, the guy like was making time for people.
Voting for me.
So he was everywhere. Like if you would bring something up to him, he would find a way to make it happen. I don't know.
Some of you may be watching and saying,
I'm actually trying to find the results for the sheriff.
That 20 like
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's
That is some crazy campaigning. That is some crazy energy you have to have.
he survived that, bro, and he survived the Del Taco little social media little bump. He overcame that. And dude, shout out to Hilton. Like, man, he was out there grinding, campaigning. At the end of the day, bro, as much as we live in the social media era,
who got the wrong
Still
sex.
gotta shake hands and kiss babies. You know, you still gotta hit it 3 or 4 cities in a day. I'm never gonna forget that 2020 Donald Trump campaign one was crazy work. Trump was in like 4 states a day, dog, while Biden hid. And look, I know election, whatever, but I'm talking about that run. Trump was everywhere, dog. I remember even like you just couldn't stop this guy. He was 4 states a day.
We're not worried about COVID.
Dude, insane. Yeah. I remember
we're not worried about
oh, he's working like, I mean, 2016, he also campaigned insane.
And
Obviously,
you
he
have
went
to think
against
about his
Clinton.
age too. Like the guy's like was 76,
Yeah.
77 years old when he was doing that. His kids were like, "Dude, it's 3 a.m. I'm tired." He's still
He
like
outworked
wide
Clinton.
awake.
Clinton was doing like maybe 1 per day. I remember like all the 2016 campaign stories, and Trump was like at 3 or 4. And sometimes you need that output when you're like that underdog, you know? So Hilton's like, you know what? Maybe, Becerra and Steyer, whatever, they don't need to do it. Maybe they could do 1 or 2, or like we were talking about Becerra's Low E, West Hollywood and their rally where like the organizers were like begging people to come to the event. Where Hilton's like, you know what? If we got to do 3 or 4 day, not sleep, oh man, and that name ID. You need it in Cali, man. People just thought, like, I remember when Larry Elder, I'm like, oh, yeah, he's Larry Elder. I'm like, yeah, but you go to anywhere, people still don't know him. It's California. It's a big state.
Yeah.
And
People
Hilton
forget
cracked,
that,
dude.
You can literally be like in the inner city with like the most progressive people, and then drive an hour and be like the most rural, Christian conservative. That like the messaging has to be so different, bro. You know, so it's gonna be interesting. But I did want to give an update on the sheriff of Los Angeles County. It's looking like there will be a runoff election because no candidate reached a 50%. So Robert Luna, who is the incumbent, he's a little bit more progressive, more on the Democrat side, kind of like Karen Bass's right-hand
Who
man.
got second?
47% of the votes, Alex Villanueva.
Oh, Villanueva's coming back strong.
Yeah, well, he's got 211,000 compared to Robert Luna's 427.
Oh, never mind.
So he's less
He's got
than
6
half the
months.
votes, but technically there was what 1, 2, 3. There was like 7 candidates. So I mean, if you add in every let's say all the other candidates vote for Alex or like he picks up all the votes, you are looking at a lot closer. You're looking at almost like a tie race.
Okay, so in what races is it that if you get 51%, you
It's
win?
50% plus 1 vote, and that is for like the nonpartisan races. There's like your mayor, that is like your I think some city councils maybe, and I think that for sheriff, that's another one that you need. You need the 50% plus 1 vote, but no candidate has so far reached the sheriff of Los Angeles County. That's another big one because Alex Villanueva, Republican, right? And he's promised he's going to go back in there, clean up all the homeless encampments, all that good stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how he does if they do have the runoff election into November.
Practical things. I'm fighting for working people in California.
1050.
Keep more of what you.
What are we looking at for governor?
To put money in people's pockets is to take less out of it in the first place. And that's what I'll do as your governor. Your first 100 grand tax-free. Simple, practical things to make life less of a struggle.
Yeah. So we got a ways to go for that.
Here we go. So Vote Hub, another strong drop out of a ballot drop out of LA for Raman. She carried this batch by over 1,000. So over the last 18,714 votes counted, Raman has netted a net of 2,621 on a margin of 14%. She needs to maintain a 10 to 11% margin the rest of the way, though the remaining ED ballots, election day ballots, should tilt somewhat towards Pratt. That's according to Zachary Donini.
Using oil and gas in California. Let's use.
There could be a midnight drop off of all your ramen ballots.
Well,
I'm just saying.
It is California.
To be honest, though, the corporate machine.
You love talking about that.
Who does the corporate
We live
machine
in
want to win? Tell us.
I'm saying the corporate machine. I mean, it's not even a secret. They literally put out the playbook as they want Bass versus Pratt. The Bass machine.
Who is the corporate machine?
Who's they?
Karen Bass.
No, but
and
who
their
is the
campaign.
corporate machine?
The media in California.
Okay.
to rape
Who owns the media?
in a home of your own.
Jorge?
Jorge's like, it's too late for this bullshit.
Yeah, go back to Palmdale.
Yeah.
Go back to go. You go back
He's
to
like, I can't
Palmdale.
believe I drove down here for this. Yeah.
That is funny. I mean, do we want to start wrapping it up? We got what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I want to say thank you. How many people we got still tuned in, bro? We got over 100 folks still tuned in. Want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in for tonight's election night coverage.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Big shout out to the homie Jorge who drove all the way down.
Had to do a substitute on JR.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, hold on.
Coming in clutch in the last hour, kind of carrying the podcast. Appreciate it, man. But we will be back live Thursday evening, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And if you're not following us yet, make sure you hit that follow button. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to be coming in live, and we are looking to get Mr. Steve Hilton in here as well, get him interviewed and see what his plan of attack will be all the way through November. See how you can pick up a lot of those votes. Chad Bianco votes included, but especially the Hispanic Latino vote. So we'll see with that. But let's go ahead and sign off. Mr. Julio Rosas, thank you for flying in all the way from Florida.
Let's go.
To join us, giving us that like exclusive reporting on what's happening out there in New Jersey. But if you can tell people, sign off, let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, so I'm on X at Julio_Rosas11. I'm also on YouTube, Julio Rosas. My @ is at Mostly Peaceful Media on that. And then, of course, my Substack, which is where I put a lot of my reporting, mostlypeaceful.media.
All right, Ms. Araceli, where can people find you?
Araceli Unfiltered on any social media platform and on your ballots if you're in District 30. Don't forget to donate. And,
What's the website to donate?
Araceli4ca.com.
Let's go.
That's how we win elections. Don't forget to donate. And if you don't have $5 to donate, come out and volunteer. That's going to help just as much.
To the entertainment industry that turned.
Oh, and we're doing the Greek Festival in Downey this weekend, which is going to be really fun. So you can also sign up to volunteer to be part of that 10 as well. We're going to need some help.
All right, Mr. Jorge Ventura.
Let's go. Follow your boy Jorge Ventura TV right now on Instagram and on X Ventura Report. Special night in politics. Doesn't happen a lot. And it landed on the Golden State. We'll take it. Tonight we go to sleep. Tomorrow, war ready.
We go to war.
And we're saving the dogs.
There you go,
We're
bro.
saving the dogs.
Of course, we got Sergio out on the keys. No mic for him tonight, but he's been chiming in. Thank you so much, man, for he was here early, and he will be getting out here late. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. God bless you guys, and we will see you guys on Thursday.
Man, SoCal, we got that juice back.
You guys have that good night, ladies and gents.
We've got everything.
Dude, I was about to fall asleep.
Good night. And good luck.
We'll see you guys on
Man,
Thursday.
SoCal, we got that juice back.
You guys have that good night, ladies and gents.
Dude, I was about to fall asleep.
Good night and good luck.
Oh, man.
That was fun.
That was good.
That was a lot of fun. That time flew by quick.
Job flying in, bro.
Wait, did you fly in just for
That's
this?
a little bit, bro.
Well, I tried to get into Spencer Pratt's watch party.
Oh, yeah.